Second.
Okay, good evening. Welcome to the Friday Night High School Football Show here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. For the next 3 hours, we will be here giving you in-game reports from Crescent City Sports and also WWL. So we'll be here, and I'll be giving you scores as well. So sit back, relax. If you also need a score, please put your request in the chat room, so we'll be able to see them. So I'll get to that as soon as possible. So we are live tonight. Once again, game between Brother Martin. They're playing right now on Crescent City Sports. We'll also have WWL on. So
yeah, that was great pressure, great add-on pressure by Brother Martin right there.
It's 3rd and goal from the 13-yard line. LaRiviere is in shotgun. Duplessis with him. Takes the snap, fakes it, drops back. Throwback screen is open. He's at the 10. Has a blocker at the 5. He's at the goal line and a touchdown. Touchdown, Jesuit. On a throwback screen, Gerard Duplessis and the Blue Jays have taken a 20-7 lead.
And to be thankful. When we feel a sense of appreciation and gratitude, we're stimulating the part of our brain that isn't the fight or flight response. That isn't pumping cortisol and adrenaline through our body. So the more educated we can be about what well-being and happiness and having a great, joyful time actually comprises, the more we can show up actually exhibiting those skills. So, feel a sense of gratitude for what you do have and lessen the notions of what you don't have. And that will come up at first, like, oh boy, why does this have to be? But then you can remind yourself, oh yeah, appreciation, gratefulness. And everybody will really actually feel so much better.
And just remember that turkey has lots of tryptophan. It's going to make you feel kind of relaxed, maybe a little sleep.
Put in an airtight bag in the freezer where it will last for up to 3 months. Don't freeze the green beans or they'll get gross. But if you do put them in the refrigerator,
pajama sets for the whole family, now only $19.99 and under. Then prep for holiday feasts with cookware sets for only $29.99. Plus, buy online and get contact-free curbside.
Well, never mind. There's no such thing. Stacey Lynn, CBS News. A post-Thanksgiving storm is expected to drop nearly a foot of snow in the higher elevation.
We're just waiting on
when you order a new video
WWL to come on, so WWL should be on in just a few minutes.
Imagine how much
Chris City Sports is also at a commercial break.
With Nissan at home,
so
you
we'll
can shop for the
return to them once they
ever having to go anywhere.
Come from commercial break.
Or a blender.
Also, tomorrow night, we will have LSU football. It will take on Texas A&M. It will be at 7 o'clock. We'll have game coverage
Services may vary
for you as well.
Subject to applicable law. See dealer for details.
Station for prep sports year-round. We are 106.1 Nash Icon WRKN, Picayune, New Orleans.
And we'll be sending it back to the studio with Les East for reports from around the state at all the other playoff games, but they're all underway now. So we'll get that coming up at the half. The kickoff here, there was a flag down on the kickoff, which will mark the football back 5 yards for Jesuit. They were offside, so the kickoff will now come at the 35-yard line. That drive was 12 plays, 89 yards, and it took 5:57 off the clock, nearly half of the second quarter, guys.
The play of the drive was LaRiviere throwing the ball away on the sack.
I agree.
I mean, that otherwise they're not having a chance to set up a screen. They're way off schedule. That what a heads-up play by that young man.
And you talk about when you throw a screen, right? When you make that call.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Martin was being hyper-aggressive down there with all the pressure. Perfect timing. Again, great call.
Torrey Lambert, Jerron Manning are deep for Brother Martin. Corbello. And he pooches it short. It's on the ground again. Brother Martin player couldn't handle it. Ball's on the ground. Brother Martin says they have it. But again, they're unpiling them. No signal yet. Still waiting. Still waiting. And finally, a decision. It looks like Brother Martin has retained possession. There's another flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, I think he signaled for fair catch. Jesuit cover guy might have got there a little bit too soon.
Well, yeah, if he signaled fair catch, I definitely think he got there too soon. I did not see the signal.
Well, as he should have.
Correct.
That's first rule of thumb you do. That ball's up in the air and you're one of those front level or back second, third level guys. You got to put that hand up immediately.
Shreveport crew discussing this at length
fair catch interference.
Yeah, it's one of those penalties too that's going to be costly here. 3:40 left, and then now you put Brother Martin in positive territory.
Plenty of time and a really good field position situation forthcoming for Brother Martin here on the penalty, which will be marked off from the 48 of Brother Martin. And by the time they put this football down, it's going to be inside the Jesuit 40-yard line.
Yeah.
So Brother Martin's going to have the ball at the Jesuit 37-yard line with 3:40 to play. That's a big penalty.
And that's costly.
Yep, you can't beat yourself here, right? And that's one of the things I know Coach Manali preaches all the time.
Brother Martin has one timeout here now at 3:40. It's going to be interesting to see how they attack Jesuit.
All the time in the world from the 37 on first down. Going to keep it with Mamahat, trying to get to the outside. He does. 35, tripped up out of bounds near the 30. He just got outside of the outside containment. So it picks up about 7 yards on the play. Goes out of bounds with 3:34 to play in the half.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, moments like this, you got to put it in the hands of number 19, right? So Jesuit right now, they got to make sure that number 19 doesn't beat you.
2nd down and 3, Mamahat. Motion into the formation by the tight end. He slots, power left here. And they're going to run it that way. No, and Lambert has room, got a block, and he'll get the first down. Good pursuit by Jesuit. That play looked like it had more in it, but a really good job to get out there and hold it to a shorter game by Derek LeBeuf.
Yeah, and initially it looked like Brother Martin had numbers, and they kept adding on.
Well, Will Graham comes from the safety position, as we've talked earlier about coming down from this too high quarters coverage, and he fills the alley well to make a nice tackle.
8 of 4 and a first down.
Hours, and tonight partly cloudy skies will be with us. Now overnight temperatures are expected to fall into the lower 30s on the north shore. We may see some patchy frost in a few areas, so watch out for that. The south shore overnight temperatures falling into the lower 40s.
Picks up 5.
The local weather expert forecast center.
Under 3 minutes to play in the half. 2nd and 5 coming.
Morgan.
And I'm Tom Perumian, WWL First News.
From WWL, the News Talk Sports powerhouse of the Gulf South, it's the All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup, the most comprehensive high school football show in America. Brought to you by All-State Sugar Bowl, preserving the past and ensuring the future. Shell, the rhythm of Louisiana. The Hood Auto Group. Everything automotive under one hood. Acadian Ambulance. Knowing life matters. River Parents Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. First American Bank and Trust. A banking tradition since 1910. TarpsAmerica.com. And by Thibodeau Regional Health System.
Here's a 3rd and 4.
Connect now on the Open Heart Jewelers Talk and Text line. 504-260-1870. Beaming back to our Jefferson Financial Federal Credit Union studios, here's Alan Waddell and Brad Lumine.
All right, Prep fans, it's semifinal night.
3rd down and 4.
In the select classification, we're live from Tad Gormley.
Pistol formation
and
now.
I apologize right up front.
So that will be the second taken by the
Crusaders. If we drop
Crusaders.
tonight, if you lose us, it's because literally
With 1:37 to play in the half.
in Tad Gormley Stadium, its cell service is almost non-existent. Along with Alan Waddell and the Esquire Brad Illuminate Allen, we can't even tweet out the scores right now. But if you want to score, Jesuit 21.
So
Brother Martin,
of course,
7.
end up wide side
Yeah.
field.
And in terms of play calling, Terry, and Wade, you got to think that if they're thinking 4-down territory, they run it here. If they're thinking touchdown or field goal, they throw the ball. Because if you throw it incomplete on 4th and 4, you're more likely to try a field goal at this juncture.
I agree with that. I think you also think after. You got to think about 19 and how do you want to get him involved in this play? Do you want him out on the edge running the football, some sort of zone read? Because they feel, and we've seen this, I think, Terry, you mentioned this earlier already, they feel Mamahat's speed is a step faster than those outside linebackers.
It's semifinals.
Good outside linebackers, great young men, great tacklers. Mamahat's just a step faster. So do we think 19 can pick up 4?
And get to the state championship game?
Do we like
Division
Mamahat
2?
putting
And then
the
the public
ball
school side.
into
You have some absolute wars in those quarterbacks.
You got to know where he's at.
Leonardo's only touched the ball one time thus far.
But you got to find him. That's the guy.
Right, you bring up a very good point. The thing is, where's number 7, right?
Right.
So number 7's a
Split
line.
wide left.
Split wide left.
On 3rd and 4. Lambert, the running back. It's a 5-man front for Jesuit. Expecting run. Snap it. They're going to fake it and throw it. Yamaha looks. He throws for Leonardo. He's got it for a first down. And he goes out of bounds inside the 15. Down to the 14, I guess we call that.
Well, they came out, and again, it's kind of fortuitous, right? Now you got trips. They brought 3 receivers out to the field. He was the lone receiver outside, which is something that's pretty common. And again, so you're looking at it, you're saying, okay, 19-7 right here, that connection makes a lot of sense for a first down.
You still got to know where he is every down. You got to understand what his abilities are and how you're going to put your coverage together.
Right, if you judge, you know where the sticks are, right? The corner's giving them all that cushion.
Time to get you set for today's high school football action across the state of Louisiana. Here's Tim Zimmer previewing what
way back at about the 24-yard line.
It's the
immediately hit on the play by Andrew Besh with a big game against John Curtis.
The biggest game in the city is over at Tad Gormley Stadium tonight as the Brother Martin Crusaders. They take on the Jesuit Blue Jays.
Here's the thing.
This is a rematch from earlier this season when the
loss
Crusaders
of 9 and second and 19
in 3 overtimes. The Jays, they've won their
last 3 games. Steps up under pressure. Goes right, stops, throws down the middle. It's tipped in the air. And it's almost intercepted.
5 games.
Almost picked off. Great job by the defense.
35
Jacob was there, knocked it away.
They last played the championship game in 1989. Jesuits, they won their only Division I championship in 2014. Another team looking to clinch their ticket to a championship game are the Newman Greenies. Our rematch of last year's Division III semifinal where the Greenies lost to Lafayette Christian 21-7. Nelson Stewart team looks to change that by playing mistake-free football. This is Newman's 4th semifinal appearance in the past 5 seasons. Winner of this game will face either Notre Dame or St. Charles next week. Over
on third down, snapping Namahat, straight drop, steps up
to the dome.
Namahat looking, still looking, buying time, stopping, looking, throwing, end zone, jump ball, and it is caught for a touchdown.
It's only allowed 11
Brother
points per
Martin.
game. Look for that offense to be led by quarterback Interior.
Fantastic job by Namahat to extend the play, and then an outstanding catch to go up and get it by Nicholas Mallet.
Another game
The tight end. There was a flag down on the play. However, and this is coming back for holding against Brother Martin.
And finally, some other games around the state of
First of all,
Western Road travels to Zachary. Ruston will take on Deskerhan. Acadiana plays Parkway. Madison Prep faces Sterlington. And that's what you need to know about this week in the
Namahat
football
sprints out to
season.
his left, keeps his eyes downfield with hands in his face, throws it up in the air. Great catch down there by Mallet.
All right, Tim, way to break it down. We got some scoring here. Brother Martin just
Now,
scored
look
with
where
about
they're gonna-
40 seconds left.
Let's see where they're going to spot the ball. They put it at the 30, so they say the hole was at the 20.
PAT to follow. We got a penalty
So it's a
on the field
7-yard
to
penalty,
seem to
effectively.
take the points off the board.
The first time that they played on those drop back passes,
looks like
Brother Martin had trouble
Brother Martin.
picking up the
So
twist.
Jesuit remains
Now, when
ahead,
Jesuit had
21-7.
twisted on the
Take a
runs,
quick break.
it kind of hurt him a little bit in the first game.
Third down at 26 yards to go, 43 seconds to play in the half of the 30. Namahat retreats. Namahat steps up. Namahat looks, throws down the sideline. Open receiver caught at the 10. He's fighting. He is not going to get to the marker, though. Short of a first down. That's important. It was Lambert out of the backfield. And now a big decision for Brother Martin. It's 4th down and about 2 at the 6-yard line with 32 seconds left.
Care for men. Go to menstotalhealth.net to learn all the ways
So,
we can get
Jesuit,
you
you got to
back
cover the
feeling
rail
like
coming out of the
yourself
backfield.
again.
And they had run it on the play before, and the rail was wide open. I saw it, and I was wondering if they could come back for it. I was trying to point it to you, Coach. And then they threw it that time. They didn't miss it there. Good call, good play.
Brother Martin is going for it. This is or are they? Now they're going to send the field goal unit up. Boy, they thought about it, and now they're going to send on the field goal unit.
They are out of timeout. I thought
They are out of timeout, so they've got to hurry up here. Play clock is at 10.
They do, and Jesuit needs to, again, ball key.
22-yard attempt here from the left hash mark.
Watch the ball.
Lane Liuzza. Snap and spot. The kick is up. It is high. It is going to be right through there. Lane Liuzza delivers a beautiful job. A 22-yard field goal to make it a 21-10 game with 26
At
seconds
MD
to play in
Anderson
the half.
Cancer Center, our thoracic subspecialists are raising the standard in lung cancer.
So,
treatment.
21-10,
We use advanced genomic testing
it's
to develop
such an
personalized therapies for
You get
each
the hold of
patient's
it.
Brother Martin leads.
With leading-edge technology, like proton therapy,
everything's just
gamma knife,
emotional.
and robotic surgery,
One of the
and
things
innovative
about calling
clinical
your emotions
trials.
down is come
We'll
away
do
with something
whatever it
positive,
takes
right?
to help our patients
it's
face and
also a part of
overcome
teaching. Leave a
lung
kid with
cancer.
something positive
Learn
every day
more
at the end of
at
practice. Just chew them and rip them all
mdandersonlungcancer.com.
day. Make sure you
At
come
Go
back
Auto,
with something
we know car
positive to the
insurance can
kid
be expensive.
before he leaves
The
the
good
house,
news is,
because you're
it
going
doesn't
to
have
get
to
that
be.
extra
Go
effort
Auto
out of
helps
him
you save
tomorrow
more
when
money
he
on
comes
car
back to your
insurance.
house, right?
How do we
So
do
I
it?
think
Well, that's
from that
easy.
standpoint,
We have no
thinking
commission agents,
from
no
the
expensive add-ons,
positive
low
aspect,
down payments. You can customize your payment plan,
right
and
decision
you
right
choose
there
your
by
payment
Mark
date. We just lowered rates in
21
your
to 10
area,
with
so call,
26
click, come
seconds
by,
left
or download our free
in the
app to
first
get your
half. Again,
quote
we'll
and
go
start
back to
saving
the studio
today.
for live reports from all the other games around the state. At halftime, Northeast.
So here we go
And
again.
Jude Young
Since
will join
Hurricane
us
Katrina,
later
the
in the show.
insurance companies have been raising our premiums and
One of
raising
our
our
analysts from around the
deductibles. But
state
now when we need our
talking about
insurance
what's
payments
happened
to
tonight
rebuild our homes,
in the state
rebuild
playoffs.
our lives,
Scoreboard,
they're
of course,
denying our
always
claims
at
and lowballing
CrescentCitySports.com
our
up and running right
This
now
is
with all
Albert
the
Nico,
scores.
the Nico and Cincinnati Law
Even
Firm.
Annual Peppers.
Let us put our team
And
of
whether
licensed
it's a screen
contractors,
for both
roofers,
of
and
these
public
teams, right?
adjusters
Whether
to
it's
work
a
for
screen
you
to the
so that you
running
can
back,
get your
screen
home
to a
life
tight
back
end,
in
or
order.
just somebody
Call me,
slipping out the
Albert
back
Nico,
door.
at
Keep an eye on this
504-837-1304,
right?
and I'll make your insurance company accountable.
Running backs
This
in the
is
receiving
Richard
mode have been
Zuzwa,
huge in this
CEO
game.
of Acadian Ambulance Service.
Lambert's been the
On
crux of the
behalf
Boulevard
of all the
offense.
Acadian
He's
and
really
Way owners,
had an
please be
outstanding
careful
half.
while driving. Always use your
Counting for
seatbelt
113 yards
and
of
never
offense.
text and
There's a
drive.
pooch kick
This is
that's
Richard
short.
Zuzwa,
It's going to be
CEO
fielded
of
on the run of the
Acadian Ambulance
17.
Service. On
The plus
behalf
is
of
20.
all the Acadian
Field
and
of
Way
about the
owners,
24.
please be careful while
You would assume
driving.
Jesuit would just
Always use your
run the ball or
seatbelt
take a knee here.
and never text and drive.
With 20 seconds left in the half
Thanksgiving
and an
holidays,
11-point
Gulf
lead.
Coast Bank and Trust Company wants
Yeah,
to
I would
express
imagine
their
the coach,
gratitude to the donors and bidders in their auctions and August fundraiser. This year, even with the challenge of beginning the auction in a pandemic and ending a few days after Hurricane Ida, $108,000 was raised with 200 nonprofits. Gulf Coast Bank is thankful for our nonprofits for their work and commitment to make our community a better place to live. Happy Thanksgiving from my friends at Gulf Coast Bank, the bank that cares about you. Member FDIC.
Blue Jays will line up in a
Development
regular
District is celebrating the
formation
season
here,
with
so I
the
don't think
Canal
they're going to
Street
take a
Home
knee.
for the Holiday Celebration. Join us for
Three
holiday
receivers
movies
left,
on the
20 seconds
Mississippi,
left in the half.
presented by the DDD and
Plus
Outlet
is the running
Collection
back,
of Riverwalk.
Lariviere.
Starting Friday, December
Takes the
3rd,
snap,
enjoy
retreats
the
to
Polar
throw,
Express,
steps up,
How
will
the
run the
Grinch Stole
quarterback
Christmas,
draw.
December
He's
10th,
going to get up to
and
about
Elf
the 29
on
on
December
what should be the
17th.
final play
Visit
of the half. The game's 5.
downtownnola.com/Downtown NOLA Holidays for all the details. Starting Friday, December 3rd, 6:30 p.m. The Polar Express at the Outlet Collection at Riverwalk Spanish Plaza.
That's what the purpose of that was.
Well, the half has arrived, and the
As
Jesuit
New
Blue
Orleans has
Jays
red
lead the
beans and
Boulevard
rice.
Crusaders
WWL
21-10.
AM and FM.
We'll take a timeout here after the break. West East takes over with reports from around the state of every game going on
Brother Martin
in
had
high school
scored a
football
touchdown. That
playoffs tonight.
touchdown was negated
This is
due to
Jesuit
penalties,
football
so the
on
Crusaders
106.1 FM.
forced to kick a
Cash
field
icon
goal,
and
and
at
it was good.
CrescentCitySports.com.
So as time runs down here, 10
When
seconds
others
left to
treat your
play
fries as
in
an
the first half.
afterthought,
It's
all you're
Jesuit
left with are cold,
21.
soggy fries.
Brother
That's why
Martin,
Wendy's
let's
new
go.
fries
Check
are
in
ones you
Boomer
won't forget,
Danford.
guaranteed to be
Update out
hot
Jeff
and crispy, or we'll replace them.
All right,
We're
with 20
talking
seconds
natural
left in
cut
the
skin-on
third quarter,
fries,
it's
perfectly
Dexter
seasoned
Hand
with a hint
3,
of
Russ
sea
0.
salt. In fact,
Dexter
they're
Hand
even
gets the
preferred
ball
almost
first to the
2-to-1
long drive,
over
and he does
McDonald's. These are
Russ
fries
gets
so
the
hot
ball
and
with
crispy,
another
they
long
beg a
drive,
new
and he
question.
punts. Dexter Hand takes it over the 20,
Try them
11
today,
yard,
only at
11
Wendy's.
play drive, brought it to a 40-yard field goal, making it 3-0. Both teams are
We
running the
travel
ball
to
heavy
see what's
and
around the
going
bend
back and
and
forth.
what
It's a
we're
good one.
capable
You're
of.
not pumped up
And
to this,
now
pumped up
Capital
right
One's
pumped
new
up.
classic
But at the end of
travel
the
card
third
can
quarter,
keep up with
it's
you.
Dexter Hand 3,
Introducing Venture X from
Bearcats
Capital One.
0.
With 10x miles on
WWL is
hotels
Boomer
and rental
Danford.
cars,
All
and
things are
5x miles on
roundup.
flights booked through Capital One
All
Travel,
right, Boomer,
and
thanks for the
2x
update,
miles
buddy.
on everything else you buy.
That's exactly kind of how
Venture
I thought
X.
that game was
For
going to
those always asking, where next? Capital One. What's
Listen,
in
Russell
your wallet?
wants to run the football.
Terms of
Yeah.
law.
And
See
they're going to try to
CapitalOne.com
pound.
for details.
I just don't see in that
Trade
working against that
pros.
Dexter Hand
Whether you
defense. We've seen them a
specialize in
couple times
service
this
or
year.
new
They're
construction,
big and they're
Ferguson
physical.
knows firsthand
at
how
all
much
levels
work goes
of their
into a
long day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the products and solutions to get every job done right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specialty products, tools, and supplies, our Pro Pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing business with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Visit Ferguson.com to find a counter location near you.
The Xfinity Black Friday sales event is happening now on Xfinity Mobile. Now, new and existing customers can get our best wireless deal of the year. Ask how to save up to $1,000 on select phones with trade-ins on the most reliable network nationwide, plus nationwide 5G. Ask how to save up to $1,000 with our best wireless deal of the year during the Xfinity Black Friday sales event. Sale ends December 6th. So click, call, or visit a store for details today. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings requires eligible phone purchase and trade-in. Actual savings vary. Most reliable based on metrics in this report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
It's not just boughs of holly that make your home festive. It's you decking the halls with rugs of beauty, the kitchen with juicers and mixers of chrome. It's setting your table with touches of elegance and adorning your living room with accents of style. HomeDepot.com has all the latest decor to get your home ready for the holidays. Because it's not just Santa who's coming to town, it's also your in-laws. Make the holidays yours with home decor from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Shop amazing Macy's Black Friday specials right now while supplies last. Like coats to keep you warm all season long, 60 to 70% off. Snuggle up with fun pajama sets for the whole family, now only $19.99 and under. Then prep for holiday feasts with cookware sets for only $29.99. Plus buy online and get contact-free curbside pickup or pick up in store today. Details at Macy's.com/pickup. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply. Macy's stores are closed Thanksgiving Day.
It's time to head to the stadium playing fields to hear from our reporters on Ken Trahan's original Louisiana Prep Football Report on 106.1 FM Nash New Orleans.
Yeah, look,
the original network at
Crescent
City
There's some
Sports.
great matchups tonight in 5A. Zachary.
This is Les East with Ken Trahan's original prep football.
Western coming
It's
down to Zachary,
halftime. Jesuit leading Brother Martin 21-10. And now we're going to get you caught up on all the other games. First up, Western Row is at Zachary. Here's Bubba King.
Charity's done a tremendous job with that program. They're on the road at Washita Parish.
Go ahead.
They're up 3-0. Living Ponchatoula. They had the charter buses going through town this morning. The whole town was out there, sending them out. So again, they're trying to do something they've never done in Class 5A. And then Acadiana had to go on the road to Bossier and take on Parkway. Parkway has kind of been one of the darlings so far in the 5A playoffs. They knocked off Ash in the first round, 41-27 on the road. Then they went home last week and beat the number 2 seed Captain Shreve 30-23. So, Parkway and Acadiana have had some postseason matchups. They played in the state championship game several years ago. But I expect Acadiana to get a victory there tonight. But, man, I think there's some really good matchups tonight in the 5A bracket. And then, obviously, we're going to check in as the night goes on that Newman game over at Lafayette Christian. Newman, I thought, played their best game of the season
Mike
last week at Episcopal, where they really dominated the Knights. And we'll see if they can go on the road and slay the dragon, as I said earlier, as they're taking on Lafayette Christian.
We're going to talk about a team that is kind of in uncharted territory. St. Paul's Wolves, they've never played in a semifinal game, and tonight they have that chance. They're playing in a semifinal game on the St. Paul's Wolves. Offensive line beat up a little bit.
Acadiana is at Parkway. Stephen Verta
Tyler Thomas
has the update.
has an eye on that one. Cap against St. Paul. So let's flip it to Tyler and get an update.
Hey guys, right now 0-0 with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. We kicked off the game. St. Paul took possession. It looked like they were going to get something going. A lot of running the ball. Bilson not able to get the pass game going, but they gave the ball up. They punted.
Okay, thank you, Steve.
Captain's able to take over in the good part of the field on the 46.
Cecilia is at
but
Neville.
they pushed down the field. They faked the field goal, and it didn't work. So St. Paul gets the ball back. So on the fake field goal, it's still 0-0 here. Nothing, no score, but a lot of good defense play, bending but not breaking. So a great football game so far here in Baton Rouge before the All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup.
They held up. All right, Tyler, let's get another update. James Hall is watching Ponchatoula and Washita. Let's get an update from James.
On the next play, hey guys, we're 11:55 to go in the second quarter, and it's 14-0 Melody into the first line 0. Washita will get the ball to start the game, and they go a quick 3 and out. And Washita punches the ball to them, and the Iron Man, Brayden Johnson, takes over and gets the wave all the way down
at
inside the 10-yard line.
Madison Prep is that Sterling.
The Washita defense would hold. They would hold Brayden Johnson on 3 straight runs. They would set up a 27-yard Jake Labordet field goal. Washita gets the ball back. They move the ball down the midfield, and Started out put it away. Wausau punted to a straight punt, and Wausau just went for it on fourth down and with the 9 in the end zone. Stephon Phillips got the ball here at the 20-yard line. 11:46 to count, and it's the James Hall. Wausau very nice with the drop to the Green Bay for 3. Wausau line for the WWL. All-State Sugar Bowl football roundup.
left here in the all right, first thank you, James. Got an update coming in too.
Thank you, Jimmy.
So
back
the
at the studio, Church Point is leading West Louisiana against the higher seed.
And Brad, you know, we just touched on Western Road Zachary in one of those 5A powerhouse matchups tonight. Western Road on the road at Zachary right now. They lead 14-0. That's the first quarter score for the Rebels trying to knock out the 1 seed. The Broncos. University Highs are 3-0. Vanderbilt Catholic right now. That's an early score. Lutcher leads St. Martinville 7-6. Lafayette Christian leads Newman 7-0. And another game that we haven't touched on, but certainly has heavyweight program implications. Notre Dame hosting St. Charles Catholic tonight. Two of the best coach teams, two of the best programs in the state of Louisiana, especially when you're talking about small school football. Notre Dame and St. Charles are tied at 7 in the first quarter. I didn't think there'd be 14 points scored in the whole game. They scored 14 in the first quarter tonight. That's two of the best defensive teams in the state of Louisiana.
All right, we're going to bring in. He's not here with us tonight while he's at Tag Clubbing, but he is with us on the phone. The coach Lou Bowden. Coach, you're talking about that St. Charles Notre Dame score. Listen to this. St. Charles is undefeated, 9-0. They have 7 defense.
Lutcher is at St. Martinville. Here's Mike Coppage.
They are plus 12 in the turnover margin. The most points they've ever given up in any game is 14. And in the last 6 games, they've given up only 1 touchdown, and that was to Arch Manning. That's pretty impressive, dude.
An early 7-0 lead,
Oh,
and then
absolutely.
St.
I mean, and
Martinville
that's
had a quick
the
strike offense.
championships.
They've come back with 2 long
They're gonna have to be
touchdowns,
pretty good
lead
against Notre Dame. The
12-7.
good thing is,
We're at the 3:56 mark in the
Notre
first quarter.
Dame likes to run
Lutcher has the
football.
ball near midfield.
they're going to
Number 3, St. Martinville up,
into the strength of
12-7.
St. Charles Catholic.
Okay, thank you for
what's
that,
going to happen this game?
Mike.
That
And
game
next
is
up, we are
gonna
going to
come
go
down
to,
who makes the critical mistake.
let's
It's gonna
see,
be a
is this
close
going to
game.
be, we already
We
had
always
Union
know,
Parish, so
you know,
is this
those
going to be
Notre Dame
West
teams,
Feliciana
they
at
like to
Church
run the
Point?
clock.
Let's see what Brett Darby has. Brett.
Get out of there early. So,
This is
whoever
Brett
makes the
Beckley,
mistake,
Abbeville,
if
and
they
Union
know
Parish.
the field position is going to be a big deal.
6:47 left in
But
the
I'm
second
watching
quarter.
Jesuit,
Union
and I don't
Parish
think
up
you could draw
16-0.
that up.
Union Parish has been
scenario
running
from
attack
Denali
and
than
actually
what
has
you
2
had the first
touchdown
half.
passes.
You got
That's how they scored their
Jesuit
2
brought the ball
touchdowns.
tied up.
Coach, what do you think about
Abbeville
that?
found their rhythm yet. So again, 6:47 left in the second quarter. Union Parish 16, Abbeville 0.
Coach, what do you think about that screen
Hey,
pass
thank
on
you for
third
that
down?
update, Brett. 16
might
to
have lost
nothing.
Coach there.
Union Parish
I don't know if he's still
leading
with us.
Abbeville.
Yeah, I'm here.
We're
I'm
listening
here.
to Ken
Hey, Lou,
Trahan's
what do you
original
think about that?
football
What do you think
report
about? What do you think about that
halftime.
third down
Fish with Brother
screen
Martin,
pass Manali
Division
threw up
One
there for
semifinal
their
game
third
at Dave
touchdown?
Wormley Stadium, which you can
Well,
watch
you know, they've been
streaming
running
live on
personnel in and out, Jesuit
PrecisionSports.com.
fast
Listen to it
to keep Brother
here,
Martin
and it's
from being able to
21-10
match.
Jesuit
They run them in
leading
fast,
at the
and then they
half.
run up and they
And
take and they
next up,
turn the
we
whole
are
play
going to
clock.
go to North Cato
So,
at
they get down
Avoyles,
there,
and here's
Brother
Lamar
Martin starts
Gafford.
blitzing, and
right
how
now,
do you
we
beat
got
the
ourselves
blitz?
9 minutes and 30
Throw
seconds to go in the
They
second
hit the
quarter.
quarterback
Both teams
twice,
tied
it's
up
to
right
his
now.
right, and they come
Keith,
back
and we
football.
we're full score on the
Manali
first touchdown here
Sanchez
on
right there.
on a touchdown by
Lovemark
Josh
at the
Williams,
house.
but then
And- But another thing,
West North Carolina came
you
back
notice
here on
the
a
Jesuit
Savior.
when Lamb went out
I
of the
think
game.
it was the quarterback keeper for a touchdown run for them. So once again, it's 8-8. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the second quarter.
All right, let's get another update. Joey Pruitt
North
is
Cato and
watching
Avoyles
Warren Easton and
tied
Bell
up
Chase. Joey,
at
give us the update.
8 points each.
With halftime coming to a close at Pan American Stadium, it's the Warren Easton Eagles 36, the Bell Chase Cardinals 7. Warren Easton received the kick to start the game and began at their own 34. The Eagles made quick work to get up the field, and with less than a minute left in the game, put their first hits on the ball on a 9-yard run up the middle. The 2-point conversion was good, and it was 8-0 Warren Easton. Bell Chase's first drive of the night began at their own 26. The Cardinals' first drive, they gained 6 yards, and they punted with 10 minutes to go in the first. Warren Easton wasted no time
Okay,
moving the
thank you,
ball
Amy.
on the next drive, going
Early second
56
quarter,
yards on
Amy
4
leading
plays
General
in 45
Trask
seconds and scoring on a 19-yard run.
7-0.
That 2-point conversion was stopped, and it stayed at 14-0
Another update
Eagles.
here in
Bell
just a
Chase's
moment.
next drive lost 6 yards, and they had to punt at the
Here on
7-minute
Ken
mark.
Trahan's original
That punt was
football
muffed, and
report
Bell Chase recovered
halftime
at their own
update.
46.
That drive was hampered by two straight unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and that made it 3rd and 31. And Belchase punted again at the 5-minute
With
mark.
11 minutes
Left
and
in the
33 seconds to go in the second
Warren Easton's
quarter,
third
it's
drive
Logan
tonight
scored
was
22.
the same as the previous two
Bad
when the
deal,
Eagles
nothing. Logan
were moving the ball
scored on
nearly
their
effortlessly
first two
toward the
plays,
goal line and
a
scored
90-yard
touchdown number 3
run
of the first
and
quarter.
a 64-yard
The two-point
run.
conversion
And they
made it
just scored
22 to
again.
nothing. Belchase's next drive saw a first down across midfield and then got it to the red zone for another first down.
22.
The first quarter
Bad
expired.
deal,
On the
nothing.
first play of the second half,
Okay,
Belchase
thank you,
scored on
Matt.
a
Very
15-yard pass.
impressive
Just
start
made it
there
22-7.
for
Warren Easton.
Logansport.
The
And
Eagles'
the
next
stop
drive
here
began
is,
past midfield. The penalty for holding
another
moved it
update.
back
This
across
is,
midfield,
Oak
but that
Grove
didn't
and
make much
West St.
difference.
John
The
with
Eagles
Dustin
gained 19 on the next
Saraparu.
play.
Dustin.
That was followed by 3 more first downs and then a 14-yard touchdown with 8:21 left in the half.
Dustin,
The
are you
two-point
there?
conversion made it 30-7. Warren
Looks
Easton.
like we lost
The
Dustin.
Cardinals
We'll try
fumbled and
and get him
recovered
back.
on their
That's
next
Oak
drive.
Grove
Then
at
made 2
West
first
St.
downs.
John
But
game.
with 4:40 left in the half, Warren Easton
Trying
came
to
up
get you
with
that
an
update
interception
here
that was
shortly.
returned to
Again,
midfield.
halftime over at
With
Tad
4:03
Gormley
to go in
Stadium.
the half, Warren Easton's
An
put
enormous
touchdown number
crowd
5 on
there
the board on a
fought its way
38-yard
through
run.
celebration
That
in
two-point
the Oaks
conversion was so
traffic
good, and it kept
to
it at
get to
36-7 Warren Easton. Belchase had one more possession in the first half, and that made it to midfield before the half ended. Warren Easton has scored 168 points so
Jesuit
far
leading Brother
in the
Martin
playoffs, and the way this game is
21-10.
going,
And
it
we'll
could be over
going back
200
out
by
there
the end of the
a little
game.
bit
Right now,
to,
Belchase has the ball deep in their own territory, first and 10 at their own 2-yard line. And with 11:38 to go in the third quarter, it's Warren Easton 36, Belchase 7. Reporting from Pan American Stadium, this is Joey Pruitt for the WWL All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup.
Jesuit had
All
a
right, wonder
21
why Joey's
to 7 lead
reporting so long, because that game kicked off at 6 like ours did. So they're already at halftime. Give us some halftime stats from Joey's game. Easton has over 300 yards total offense. Belchase 73.
Cut the
For
Blue Jays
Easton, Jay
lead
Gordon
to
has 106 yards and 2
21-10.
touchdowns.
So a little
Ray
bit of
Robertson
momentum there
has
at the end of
103
the second
yards
quarter
and 3
for the
touchdowns
Crusaders,
on
but
only
the Blue
6
Jays,
carries. So
still
already
holding on to an
200-yard
11-point
rushes
lead. Brother
for
Martin
Warren
will get the
Easton.
ball first to
Brad,
start the second half to try and cut into
I think Easton's going to
that
win it all.
lead.
You think so?
Was Brother
Well,
Martin
so let's talk
considered
about why you might think that.
favorite
Well,
in that
because there's
game.
the first quarter
Jesuit
score coming in
took
too
them
right
to
now.
multiple
Carver's
overtime
beating Carr.
earlier
That's
in the
right.
season.
Carver,
So
the Rams,
should be
up
quite
on
a finish
Carr.
coming
The
up
Cougars by a
in the
score of
second
7-6.
half.
It is 7.
Next up, we have
That has
St.
nothing to do with my
Paul's
prediction.
versus
Easton
Catholic
has
of
just
Baton
been
Rouge
playing
at
really
Memorial
well.
Stadium.
They're
Here's
scoring
Sam
a lot of
Francis.
points. I feel like they're the team in 4A.
Hey, guys, we're in the
And this is an Easton
second
team that
quarter,
if Carr
9
didn't
minutes left in the
exist,
second
they
quarter.
would have probably
It is
won 6 or 7 state
0-0
championships in the last 10 years.
here, but
They have been
Catholic is on
unbelievable.
driving.
And they just
One
kind of been
field goal, not a big
overshadowed
field
what
goal.
Carr
They've
has
been
done
driving
because they
really
can't
well,
get
but
over
it's
that
still
hump and beat Carr in the dome.
about 9 minutes.
Man, I
left in
just
the
feel
second
like
quarter.
this is their year.
Okay,
I
thank you,
think
Sam.
Easton,
St. Paul's
is
giving
going
a good
to win
account
it
of
all this
itself.
year. And
Thus
I know that's
far,
look. If you do
as you heard,
what we
they're
do and do this
Catholic
every
on the march,
Friday
but
night,
still
it's absolutely
scoreless
crazy
game
to
in the
pick
second
against
quarter.
Carr.
Next up,
But man,
St.
I just
Thomas
got a
Door
feeling. I think
and
Easton's
E.
playing
White.
really
Here's
well.
Don
Another team
Rodriguez.
that could it be their years, the Ponchatoula Greenway. They're playing away at
St.
Washita
Thomas
tonight.
more.
James Hall went to
It's
that game
7-0.
for us. He stand by with
I would
Hey guys, this is last talk. Washita gets the ball on the they get the Ponchatoula gets the ball, they throw it big. Jalen Kincaid sets in front of a Nolan triple pass and takes it all down to the 20-yard line. And 2 plays later, Jacoby Matthews steps in front.
Thank you, Don. Haynesville is at White Castle. Here's Chris Gable.
It only takes Ponchatoula 4 plays by a 67-yard triple to Walker, pass completion, and then
White Castle had a long
Brace Johnson
touchdown,
again,
reception
60-yard
called back,
touchdown run to cap it off. So we're
And,
9:04 here in
Homer got
counting
the
here in
ball.
Washita Parish. Is now the Ponchatoula Greenway 10, Washita Lions 0. James Hall with the WWL.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Score there again. Homer 7. White
And Brad,
Castle
we talked about that all year with
0
this Green Wave team.
in the second
That's what's
quarter.
different about them.
Yeah,
Defensively, they are
Right here for you
outstanding. Washita got
just
the
a
interception,
moment.
had a chance to jump on top at
Of course,
home.
we're in the
And Jacoby Matthews, one of the
select
top players in the state, gets the
semifinals,
interception. And then
non-select
Frank Johnson
was playing quarterback
Yeah.
last year.
This,
And, that was a
playoff
difficult
weekend.
decision. That was a
As we get
difficult
closer
decision for
the
Coach Tierney and for that coaching staff. Do you take their best player, arguably, maybe arguably one of the best players in the state,
and that,
moving from quarterback and putting primarily just playing defense, which is where he's projected to play
no
at the next level.
Second quarter,
and
the winner of
that
that
decision
game
has paid off for them. He returns punts, he'll go in and play some offense, but most of the time he's playing on the defensive side of the football, and it's really done well for them. Western Row has just extended their lead to 21-0 over Zachary. Acadiana leads Parkway 7-0. Right now at this point, Westgate leads Northwood Shreveport 7-0. U-High leads Vanderbilt Catholic 10-0. St. Thomas More is just taking a 7-0 lead on Edie White. That game in the second quarter. Madison Prep and Sterlington. That is a chance to win the game tonight in Class 3A in all classes. Sterlington is the top seed. They're taking on a very good Madison Prep team who most people think will win 3A. Madison Prep leads at 13-7 right now over Sterlington.
All right, let's go out and get another update from Boomer Danford. He's watching Ruston and Destrehan. Boomer.
Matchups among local teams this week. Newman coming off a big win at Episcopal last week, 7-7. Lafayette Christian
pretty quick.
To retake.
Had a 9-play drive.
St. Charles Catholic is at Notre
Destrehan
Dame.
recovered.
Spencer
And on the
Urquhart
next
has
play,
the
Shane
update.
Lee
Spencer.
took it 45 yards to the 10-yard line. They ended up having to try to convert on fourth down, which they did. Shane Lee ended up scoring the touchdown with 5:50 left in the second quarter, making it 10-0 Destrehan, but he was helped off the field. I don't know how serious the injury is. So with 3:13 left in the second quarter, Destrehan 10,
after a penalty that
0.
Notre Dame crowd
Boomer Danford from WWL.
All right, thank you, Boomer. Give me another update. Prep fans know D1 semifinal matchup. St. Paul Catholic. They're in the second quarter now, still scoreless. Catholic faked a field goal, did not convert, and they also missed a field goal in that game.
I think St. Paul's will hang around tonight, Brian. Look, I don't think they can win that game. I think Catholic's better than them. I don't think St. Paul's has enough offense to win that game, but they're really good on defense. And if they get a couple breaks, that could be a fourth quarter game. He's hanging around there. Listen, Coach Sears has a really good team over there in Covington and St. Paul's. Offensively, they've been a little suspect this year, but defensively, they're outstanding.
Well, actually, Catholic just wound up
And we're
punching
going to head
one
up
in,
north.
and we're going to go to Tyler
is
Thomas,
at
who's at that
Washington
game with
Christian.
an update.
Here's
Tyler.
Jonathan Oglesby.
Hey guys, yeah, just was able to convert for a touchdown. St. Nicholas for Catholic takes the ball and carries it all the way as far as he wanted to. He was the main offensive player for the Bears on that drive, taking it all the way into the end zone there. St. Paul's defense, not much they can do when their offense can't produce anything with St. Paul's offense. Looking very not so good so far, having some struggles for sure. But Catholic able to get the first score this game. There's still a lot of football left to play. We're still in the second quarter. But for the All-State Sugar Bowl football roundup, I'm Tyler Thomas.
All right, Tyler.
Thank you, Jonathan. One of the close games thus far. Logansport is rolling.
In the nose. St. Paul
Neville
is
is up
a couple of
14-0,
offensive
but
linemen
otherwise,
with
virtually
sickness
all
and injury.
one-score
So
games and a
banged
couple
up
of
a little
tie
bit
games
on the offensive line.
so far as we
look, this one
approach
thing that Catholic
halftime.
has that's really
Of
good
course,
is that defensive
Jesuit
line
Brother
and
Martin
offensive
got a
line.
bit of a head
So,
start on most of
St.
the
Paul's
other
kind of playing
games,
behind me,
like
behind the
kicking
eight ball.
off
But look,
at
this whole
6
season,
o'clock.
Alan, they played in
Going
tight
back to
games. They're no
Pentagon
stranger to
Stadium
it. They
just
know
a
how to
little
get
bit.
around those tight
Blue
games.
Jays
So
leading the
we'll keep an eye on that
Crusaders
one and see how that one goes. All right, look, we're going to step away for a quick minute.
10.
We're going to come back. Our score here, just with 21.
Next up, we have Jonesboro Hodge at
We'll come back with
Franklin.
more for you
Here's
on the All-State
Jacinta Verrett.
football roundup.
At MD Anderson Cancer Center, our thoracic
looks like we lost
subspecialists
Jacinta.
are
We're
raising
trying
the
to get you an
standard
update
in lung cancer
on
care.
Jonesboro Hodge.
We use
Franklin,
advanced
of course,
genomic testing to
later
develop
in the show,
personalized
we'll
therapies for
have
each patient's cancer.
Scores
With leading-edge
first scoreboard
technology
update,
like
press
proton
sports.com,
therapy, gamma knife, and robotic surgery, and innovative clinical trials,
list of
we'll do
scores,
whatever it takes to
throughout
help
the
our
rest of the
patients
evening.
face
And now we
and
have Jacinta
overcome
back. This is
lung
Jonesboro
cancer.
Hodge
Learn
at
more
Franklin.
at
Jacinta.
mdandersonlungcancer.com.
What do you have
In New
for us?
Orleans, a one-of-a-kind
into the
love
first
deserves a
quarter,
one-of-a-kind
Franklin's
engagement
up
ring in a box from Oakland Heart.
57.
At Oakland Heart Jewelers, our diamond
Okay,
experts
thank you
offer
for
a
that update,
ginormous
Jacinta.
selection of unique and
Franklin,
popular engagement ring
16,
styles, many
Jonesboro
created by our
Hodge,
own award-winning
7.
master craftsmen. And for generations, we've made the
still
engagement
early
ring
in
shopping
that game.
experience in New Orleans one of a
Squeeze in
kind
a
as
couple
well.
more
You
updates
share your
here
excitement with
before
us,
we go
and we'll
back
share our knowledge with you.
Ken
There's a
Trahan
great work of art
crew at
and a
Ed
great
Green
value
Stadium
in every box
for
from
the
Oakland Heart
Division
on
I
Metairie Road.
semifinal between Jesuits and Brother Martin.
Okay, so what do you
When
want?
that game is over, we'll come right
And
back
what do you
here
want to be? When do you need an
with
answer
some
by?
more updates
I
from
wanna be
around the
me.
state. Get you
That's
caught
it,
up
really.
on all the games
right up until the end.
It's yours
And
to
then,
make.
of course, we'll
Instagram.
have
At
analysis
Go
from
Auto,
our
we know car
correspondents,
insurance can be expensive.
throughout
The
the
good news
state,
is, it doesn't have to
focusing on
be.
the most
Go
important
Auto helps you save more money
region
on car
of the
insurance.
state as we
How do we do it?
move
Well, that's easy. We have
toward
no
the
commission
conclusion
payments,
of this
no
prep
expensive
football
add-ons,
season with the
low down
playoffs
payments.
winding
You can
down
customize your
again.
payment plan, and you choose your
Semifinals in the
payment date.
select
We just
divisions,
lowered rates in your area, so call, click,
quarterfinals
come
this
by, or
weekend.
download our free app to get your quote and start saving
Non-select
today.
classification. So that we may have another score coming in here momentarily.
I can't wait to do that again. Hey, it's Cam Jordan here for the Hood Auto Group on the North Shore. The short drive to Hammond, Covington, or Meade will be well worth it because they stock the largest pre-owned inventory of the late model, slightly driven trade-ins, demos, program cars, and auction units of all makes, models, shapes, and sizes. They specialize in used SUVs and trucks and offer easy, low-interest financing to fit any budget. Score big time with the Hood Auto Group. Everything automotive under one hood.
6 minutes left.
This is Richard Zuschlaw,
Warren
CEO of
Houston is
Acadian
leading
Ambulance Service.
36-7.
On behalf of all the
It's pretty much
Acadian
Warren
employee
Houston
owners,
all game.
please be careful while driving.
They're so
Always
athletic,
use
so
your
big,
seatbelt
coach
and
so
never
well.
text and
It's
drive.
not that,
This is Richard
Duffy can't
Zuschlaw,
match up with
CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service.
And not only
On
that, the
behalf of
penalties and
all the
mistakes
Acadian
of it
employee
top
owners,
it on.
please
So
be
it's just,
careful while
you know,
driving.
now they're just
Always
trying
use
to,
your seatbelt and
I hate
never
to say,
text
but
and
get out
drive.
the game with no injuries.
Need Saints game tickets? Go to bullseyebetgroup.com. Need
enjoy
Saints
the
level tickets? Go to bullseyebetgroup.com. Need Saints Moreland Blue Zone tickets? 50-yard line tickets? Go to
I watch
bullseyebetgroup.com.
Crossway,
You can
I
buy
watch
Saints
40.
tickets anywhere in the state.
And I
And make
can't
it a Saints
see
ticket
Warren
and VIP
Houston
tailgate
not going
combo.
all
Go to
over.
bullseyebetgroup.com.
36-7.
New to
5 minutes left
Curiosity
in the
Stream.
third quarter.
Nobody thought Star
Warren
Wars was
Houston over
going to be
Dustin
the
Carter.
phenomenon that it became.
Thank you, David. And it probably hasn't been a
shot
team
at the
state
Queen.
in no
Who
time
does that?
Relive the standout years that changed
Send you
everything on the new
back out
series,
to
The Year
Ted
That
Gorman
Rocked the
Stadium
World.
and
Plus,
Trey Hammond and
for
the
food,
live
for
broadcast
love,
of
for
the
survival.
Brother
Growers
Martin
of the animal
Division
kingdom
I
settle their
semifinal.
differences the old-fashioned way.
Your station for prep sports year-round. We are 106.1 Nash Icon WRKN. If you in New Orleans.
Could you use $2,100 to spend on groceries?
Halftime here at Tank Gormley Stadium, Division I semifinals. Jesuit 21, Brother Martin Chin, along with
that gives you
Wade Kaiser and Terry Ursa. I'm
per
Ken
month to
Trahan.
spend on
We'll give you
groceries
some
and
numbers in a moment.
over-the-counter
Right now, we're
items
going to
at
head to the
retail
sideline
locations.
where
That's
Matt Sims is standing by
$2,100
for a
year.
halftime
That's
report and an
just
update
one
on an
of the
injury
many
as well.
benefits
Matt,
you
take it
can
away.
enjoy with People's Health. Call today 1-855-821-2666. That's 1-855-821-2666. People's Health, your Medicare health team.
But you guys have been through this. You
WWL
got what it
All-State
takes
Sugar
to
Bowl
win.
Prep Football
Of
Roundup.
course,
Brought to you in part by All-State Sugar Bowl and by Shell. Back to Alan Waddell and Brad Lumine.
Of the offense missing for Brother Martin as they try to make up
back
the
Prep
two-score
fans
deficit.
with Lodge.
All right, the defense, of course. Thank you. Yes, sir.
20,000 of our
Corey
closest
Lambert's their
friends.
best player in their secondary. And they're going to miss
30
him,
seconds left
obviously,
before
the rest of
halftime.
the way. All right,
And
first
then
half
the
numbers,
Jesuit
first downs.
are up
Jesuit 9,
21-10.
Brother
Allen's
Martin
the game
7.
that,
Penalties,
we're
Jesuit
talking
4
earlier,
for 40
Jesuit
yards, Brother
had
Martin
the
2 for
offense
22.
with the points
Each
on the
team has
board,
a sack.
and the first
Brother Martin
possession,
with a turnover.
3 and out. They
Rushing
punt,
yardage,
but
Jesuit
then
57.
got a
Brother
fumble,
Martin
things
86.
go their way,
Passing,
and lo and
Jesuit
behold, I mean, look,
155. Brother
they
Martin
only
57
scored
total yards.
7 in
212 for the Blue Jays,
last time these
143 for the
met.
Crusaders.
They put up
Terry,
21
so
really
far
quick.
so good for
Well,
Jesuit.
Brad, look, you know,
Yeah, so far
going
so
into
good
this
for
game,
Jesuit.
you
So
know,
you
we're
got
sitting
those
here on the
two
sideline.
big
I said,
passing
yeah, I feel like Brother Martin has
And
the
that's
advantage
what
here.
Mark
I
Murphy's
just, we were here
You take those
earlier,
away,
and
it's a
this
different
is
ball
that
game.
spot.
So
What
when
I
he
love
talks
about
about staying
rematch
the
games,
course,
especially
yeah, they're going to
this
stay the
rematch
course.
game,
I mean, they're
because this
running the
game
ball
took place
decently. I
2
would
months
say
ago.
this.
You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
say
So
that
these
if your
teams are
Brother Martin,
different
part
now
of
than
your
they were
offense
the
too is
first
to make
time they
judgment
played.
fed.
But I said, I don't know if Jesuit has enough offense,
and then
Brad.
from the line of scrimmage
They
to the
couldn't
end
gain
zone,
a
right?
yard against them
Brother
in the
Martin has
first
that capability
matchup. And I said, I don't feel like they have any home run
strike
ability.
fast
And then
deep.
boom,
At any
2
point in
big
time,
touchdown
that's
passes to
built into their
Riviere.
offense.
They hit
So
for
again, when he
Riviere,
says stay
and
the
then
course,
they
this
run
is a
the
battle-hardened team.
Larson was
Brother
in there,
Martin.
caught the couple touchdown passes. They run the screen pass. They even had a touchdown called back.
Yeah,
They ran a
sure.
trick play.
Well, it looks like the
So, I mean,
passing
they
game for
technically
Jesuit opened up the
scored
running game for
4
Jesuit. As for Brother
in this
Martin,
first
this
half
becomes
against
an
a very
important
good
possession,
Brother
doesn't it?
Martin
Huge
defense.
possession.
But look, they've been here
Gets
before.
back to things
We
that
sat in this
3 points
very
going
stadium
into
a year
halftime.
ago where
I think
Jesuit
that
had
was
an
huge
opportunity to
because
knock off Brother Martin.
obviously you
and they
walk in
watched
with a
the Crusaders
positive,
come
this could
roaring
turn
back.
into a 10-point
And I'm sure, I know Coach Manali wasn't a part of that game,
Manning
but I'm sure he's watching the
and
game.
Joey Lambert
And
deep for
he's
Brother
down there
Martin and
saying,
Corbello
hey,
to tee up
we've been
again.
here
All these
before.
kicks have
We
been
have an
booch
opportunity
kicks.
to finish these
They're
guys off.
onside.
What's
Brother
the
Martin
run?
has
How
to
many
be
times
aware of
Brother Martin
that.
beat Jesuit in a row? It's something.
They got
it's like
points because of it
10
most
times.
recently.
Hey, look, you got to keep in mind
Fair
too.
catch.
So
It was interfered with,
Brother
but they're
Martin's
going to
only
kick this
throwing
one
by
down the
11. They're
field.
gonna get the ball
It's going to
to
bounce,
start
and
the
Manning
second half.
picks
So
it
they
up
come down and
at the goal
score
line.
just
They're going to
like
let it go
that.
to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20,
really tight
and out across the 20 to
Another
the 23.
update
Looked like
for
he
you.
might have had a foot in the
Westwood
end zone.
Row
there. And, of course,
Now
Federation rules, you
21-7,
can't return
so
that.
the
But
Broncos and
he was
Zachary
able to get
on
it
the
out to
board,
about the
but they still
23-yard
trail
line.
21-7.
And he's
Let's
slow
get
to rise,
another
but does get
update
up.
from up that
Brother
way
Martin will
from
start
Banks
from its
Hall
own
at Ponchatoula
23-yard
in
line
Washington.
as we
Hey,
get
guys,
things
with
started
4:50 to go
in
here
the second half.
quarter,
21-10, Jesuit on top.
all over the
Winners
Washita
of the
Lions, 17.
Division I championship
The
game at
Ponchatoula
Yeoman
defense
Stadium.
is just holding
Wait from
Washita's
tomorrow.
offense in check. They just
Yeah,
can't
know
do a
where
whole
number
lot.
7 is, folks.
So
You're
they put
watching
the
at
ball
home,
back
you're
to them,
listening. Number
and,
7 is a lot wide.
Ponchatoula
Split
just
wide
takes the
left,
ball and runs
3
it right back
receivers
down
to
the
that
field,
side.
pass off again
On
by
first
another,
down,
Braden Johnson,
tight end
5-yard
slots down
touchdown run.
to
So
the left side of the
4:44
formation.
to go. Washington's
Going to
got
run
the
his own
ball.
play
They're
inside
driving.
left,
They just got
hit
a
right
big
away.
rough
Lambert, he's going to be dragged down. Outstanding play defensively by Joseph Barnett. Who's had a good game. Lambert nowhere to go. No gain at 2nd and 10.
Barnett's had a nice night so far.
All right, thanks.
He got off the block right there and took care of the inside zone with a nice tackle.
Night out.
They just brought in number 84, number 20. Again, watch for some type of perimeter screen here. Something I might say.
Offside kick. So the first time they kick
On
the ball,
second down, fake it, throw it down the middle for Leonardo. He's got it. First down to the 40-yard line. Such a good player. Clayton Leonardo has a first down, a gain of 17.
There we go, 19. Number 19 and number 7. That connection, keep an eye on it.
Those two teams would meet next week in Ponchatoula.
To the 40-yard line, a gain of 17. And a first down, Brother Martin, eighth first down of the game.
On top of Edie White, 7-0.
Again, it's all about
Edie
tempo.
White just intercepted a pass in the end zone
But you're
to
right,
keep that game
defensively, Jesuit's gotta do
7-0.
the same
Also,
thing. They gotta
Lafayette
get
Christian
back
has just
into
taken a
their
14-7 lead.
From the
on
40-yard
Newman
line on
Green,
first down.
And the Amy Warriors, they're on the road tonight.
Snap
Up at
it.
General
Zone
Trash,
play left
North
and again.
Louisiana.
Wrapped
They lead
up immediately
14-0.
as Lambert. Jesuit's getting penetration
semifinal
against this offensive front. Lambert dragged down for a loss of 1 on the play. Lojadis cheating up toward the line of scrimmage at penetration.
There's Lojadis. Also, Besh came down on the down block right there. Squeezed down block, came right off the tail of the offensive tackle to make a hit at the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 1 at 2nd and 11. Again, they'll do the shifting.
Offensive line
This
definitely
punch formation in the backfield.
Catholic gets the ball back. And
Trips to the left side.
again,
They move Leonardo to the outside. Wide side, right side of the field, pistol formation. Snap it. They're running inside with Lambert. He has a hole. 45. Fights through a tackle against about the 43-yard line, actually. So now they're going to say across the 45 yards, right to the 47. Looking at the spot, he got 7.
All right,
maybe 8
now let's
yards
go
on
out
the
to
play. They're going to
Boomer
mark it at the
Danforth, get an update
47.
from Russell.
Gain of 8. It's
And
33.
boom.
Huge play by Lambert.
All
He
right,
puts
it's
it back into a
halftime now.
manageable
Rutgers
third
was
down
able to drive
situation.
down.
3rd and 3.
Well with 1 second
At the
left in half.
47-yard
They
line.
hit a 45-yard
Yamaha yelling instructions.
With a 45-yard.
Looking over to the sideline, now ready.
Wildcats 10.
Lambert slots next to him on the right.
Boomer Danforth for the WWL.
On 3rd and 3.
Football round.
Going to fake it. Mamahat's
All
going to
right,
keep
trying to
it.
take their run
He's
the
going to
ball
be
at
hit and
that
stop for
track.
no
They've been playing
gain.
for 40 minutes.
Beautifully played and not allowing the edge to be
And we just started the third quarter.
gotten at
I'll tell you
all
what
was
plays in the state
95
tonight
Andrew
that are
Besh.
throwing the
Boy, I tell you, we just keep
That's
calling his name.
Washita
Absolutely, it's a
Christian and
great play
Calvary
by Besh.
Baptist.
Again, so he
For me,
steps down
that's
just
the
like he did
D4 state
before, right? He
championship
sees
game.
the
Those are
mesh.
the
The
best
mesh
two
is that
teams.
quarterback,
Washita Christian
running
leads
back
Calvary Baptist
exchange.
14-7.
Quarterback sees the ball, he
I
comes
saw a
straight
stat
up
earlier
field,
that Landry
bam,
Liddy
makes a great play.
had an opportunity to
Get
go
his
over
arrows there
50
to add on.
touchdown
Big
passes
stop for the Blue
season,
Jays punting
for Calvary
situation here.
Baptist tonight against Washita
Zimmer.
Christian.
And on the flip side, a game that's going to be all deep.
Larson
and
deep
St.
to
Charles
receive,
Catholic
stands at
and
about his
Notre Dame,
21.
they're in the second quarter. Coach Wayne Stein and the Comets are up on the Pios.
Good snap from center, no rush.
14-7 again.
Kick is away. This one's short and wobbly toward the sideline. Not a good
Remember,
punt at all.
If you got to score,
Jesuit will end up with good field position up and around the 35-yard line. So a very short punt. Jesuit are really good for only an 18-yard punt.
Thanks to Fat
Like
Boys
came off
Pizza
side
for
of
beating the
his
team
foot.
tonight.
I mean, they kind of
They
shake
got
that.
locations
That
in
looked like
Metairie,
a 9-9.
Covington, Bridgewater, Baton Rouge.
Come on, Coach.
Dine in, take out, order online. It's
he missed the ball.
fatboyspizza.com.
I mean, you don't. I do that in golf all the
And
time.
everywhere we
You miss
go,
the
Brad,
ball.
they
Right.
love the
Jesuit's
box.
really not
The
applying too
box
much
is
pressure
so
there.
big,
They're
it's
man
larger
up
than
the
life.
nothing.
And people are
Nothing
like,
to really
man,
shake
that's the
them up.
biggest
A
pizza
big
box I've
stop for
ever seen.
Jesuit and good field position for the Blue Jays with 8:52 to play
When I leave
in the
Fat
third
Boys,
quarter,
you
21 to
can't
10
go through
Jesuit.
the door. You have
They'll
to
send
open
twin
both
receivers
doors
right.
to get out of Fat Boys with the box.
Duplessis, the running back.
It is ridiculous.
Jesuit comes up up with a
Daniel
big
is
3rd
slotted
and 3 stop here on the opening
up
possession of
back
the second
on the
half.
right
So Brother
side.
Martin's have to punt the football
He's a lead
away
blocker.
on their first possession.
Or
So the
Duplessis,
Blue
who
Jays
gets the ball
will
running
take
right. He's in
over
trouble
here
in the backfield.
with 8:54
He's
to
down.
play third quarter.
Outstanding
Jesuits
play for
21,
Brother Martin by
Martin
Ashton
10. Also
Shepard,
an
the
update
senior.
from Lafayette.
Didn't know if he was
They
going to
saw,
play.
I'm
He's been
sorry,
really good
Lafayette
all
Christian
year.
is taking a 21-7
Shepard coming in with
lead
48
on
tackles.
Denman.
Makes a good play for a loss.
River Parish, Boone
45,
Danford calling in
he's a
from
really good
Ruston
player for them.
and Destler and Boone.
Well,
What's
you got
going
that
on?
clear call. Everything opened up. He just steps right up in the B gap and hits it right in the
off. You get him back in a
He might have called himself when he was on the
Loss of
video.
1 second and 11 of the 34. 5-man defensive front. Olivier fakes. Olivier under pressure. Rolls left. He's going to run the ball outside with speed to the 35-40 to the 45. He has a first down across the 45. He's out to the 48. Boy, he made a good, quick decision to evade pressure and just take off. And he picks up 14 yards and a first down Jesuit at the 48.
Well, that's one of these single width formations too, right? So when you're wide towards that field, you're short to the you drop back. That gives a running quarterback like Jack Lariviere. Hey, if it's not there, tuck it, run, go get what you can get. You got to defeat Jack Lariviere as a running back. I've said that all season.
He wants to throw here on first down. He has time. He throws down the middle of the traffic and incomplete. It was a dangerous throw. White shirts converged beautifully as they were really squeezing Larson on the play. The pass fell incomplete. Well played defensively for Brother Martin by Jamal Holmes and Gregory Jackson.
Jamal Holmes almost stole one right there.
With leading-edge technology like proton therapy, gamma knife, and robotic surgery, and innovative clinical trials, we'll do whatever it takes to help our patients face and overcome.
Second and 10 of the 48.
Learn more
Olivier
at
shotgun, twin receivers right, snap it, pick it, he's going to run it inside, and he's bottled up, wrapped up, driven back, good job defensive front. Shepard is there again for Brother Martin with Austin Roberts, came in with 56 tackles, drew 15 for 1 so here.
Yeah, so Jesuit had numbers to the field, right? So it looked like Brother Martin was overplaying the outside or the short side here. And again, great play by that defense.
CuriosityStream.com to satisfy your curiosity and sign up today.
At
So
Go
here's a
Auto,
3rd and
we know
10
car insurance
at the
can be
48.
expensive. The good news is, it doesn't have to be. Go Auto helps you save
Snap
more
it,
money on your car
retreating.
insurance.
Lots of
How
time,
do we do it?
stopping,
Well,
throwing,
that's
deep
easy.
sideline,
No
just
commission
ball.
changes.
He caught it. Was he in bounds? No. Out of
You can
bounds.
customize your payment plan.
Squeezed
and
to the
you
sideline was Larson.
just
He
lower
went up
rates in
and
your
got
area.
it,
So
but
call,
just
click,
out of
come by, or
bounds.
download our free app to
On
get
a
your
really
quote and
nice
start
throw.
saving
Well
today.
defense, come on.
Right. Brother Martin jumps into it too hard that time. The only times I've seen him do that tonight, the safety to the side, Emilio Garcia really didn't engage.
Wait to do that again.
He needed to engage and get across the top of that rail route right there, and he just kind of sat there to the picture.
Well, my thing is, Coach, again, if they come out and you drop it in, right, and you're basically bringing three and playing cover two, you know where the ball's going. You know where Jack is throwing the ball. You better double cover Larson.
And offer easy,
Get over the top of that
low-interest
thing and
financing to
engage.
anybody.
But situation
Big
low
time.
on a
With the
heavy
hood out of
pressure,
it.
got it off
Everything out of
to the
motor.
right
Under
side.
the hood.
And it's an excellent punt. Fielded on the ground, flag down at the 20. And it'll be stopped there. Not sure what the flag is for, but that's usually on the receiving team. And if so, Brother Martin's going to be operating from deep in his own territory.
Typically, but I didn't see any blue shirts in the area. It'll be interesting to see how this
I don't see any block in the back, at least visible, but I gotta believe that's what you're talking about here.
But yeah, Coach, I mean, going back to that cover two, that drop in cover two. So you got 8 guys going out into the secondary. You got a 3-man pressure. So Jack won. He's got all day. They didn't add on with a blitz. Typically, they would have brought something, probably number 22 from the field to try to add on late.
It's
But again,
setting
you
your
got a double
table
cover
with
line.
touches of elegance,
Right.
and adorning your living room with
high,
accents of style. HomeDepot.com has all the latest decor to get your home ready for the holidays.
Absolutely.
Because it's not just Santa who's coming to town; it's also your in-laws. Make the holidays yours with home decor from the Home Depot. Our doers get more done.
I hear you.
Need Saints game tickets? Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com.
Oh, wow,
Need Saints
okay.
upper level tickets? Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com. Need Saints lower level end zone tickets or 50-yard
So they're
line
gonna
tickets?
mark
Go to
this off.
bullseyeeventgroup.com. Now you can buy Saints tickets anywhere in the
Spot
stadium
of
and
the-
make it a Saints ticket and VIP tailgate combo. Go to
Sure, they're going to put it
bullseyeeventgroup.com.
back at the 12-yard line. so there's
WWL
a-
All-State Sugar
12-yard
Bowl
penalty
Prep
on
Football
Brother
Roundup. Brought to you in part by First American Bank and Trust
Brother Martin
and
charged
by
to keep
River Parish
at
Disposal.
its own end of the
Back to
13
Alan
officially.
Waddell and Brad Luminac.
7:01 to play in the third. 21-10, Jesuit on
All right,
top.
Prep fans.
Snap,
7
give it
minutes to play
inside.
here in the third quarter.
Thomas
Jesuit 21.
knocked down good
Brother
tackle by
Martin, Kansas
Logenes.
City, forced
Like
a
near the
punt
line
there
of scrimmage
Offensive
at the
possession
15-yard line.
in the
Again, the
second half.
tackling for Jesuit.
Had some movement. Got the ball at about
Not many
midfield.
missed tackles
Drive
tonight
stop
by
there.
Jesuit. Logenes does a nice job right there, stepping up and filling and bringing down the running back right the knees.
And yeah, we'll see that shift again. Jesuit didn't do too much adjusting.
Hey,
there.
guys,
We'll see what they come
right
back
here
with.
we had
2nd and 7 of the 16.
crazy
Mamahat wants to
turnaround
throw.
from Catholic.
Steps up under pressure. Now he's going to run at the 20 and out to about the 21 yard line. He'll be short of a first down. So we're going to have a big 3rd and 2 coming up.
So Mamahat tucks that ball. The thing I want to point out to you, you saw it at home, that running back coming out and leaking out and going, kind of running this circle route and settling right behind the linebackers. Look for him to go vertical soon.
Crazy formation with like 3 linemen. Launched it.
Mamahat
Who's wide open.
on 3rd and 2 is going to give it off to Thomas. Oh, he's going to be close. I don't think he got it. He's short. Thomas hit hard and stopped. And Brother Martin is going to have to punt the football. What a job here by the Jesuit defense.
Crazy game right now here.
He's short by yard. It's 4th and a long one.
Again, you got a ball key here. You're the Jays. Make sure you're watching the football.
All right,
guys, this clock is down to 5:40 in the 3rd quarter. It's still an 11-point game, and Brother Martin's punting the ball.
Go ahead, Joey.
With moments to go in the 3rd quarter,
very much so.
it's Warren Easton
Very much so.
43, Belt Chase 7.
The way the Jesuit
Chase's
defense
first drive, the second half resulted in another punt.
They need much more in the way of points.
The kicker penalty,
Here's the
and
punt. It's a
Belt
line
Chase got a
drive
first
punt.
down.
And not a
The
good one
Cardinals
again.
couldn't make another first
That's
down
going
and
to
had
be
to
out of
punt
bounds.
again
So
with 7
2 shanks in a row, and Jesuit's going to end up on the plus side of the field at the Brother Martin 47-yard line with a big chance here up by 11.
Yeah, so Jesuit right here, again, they got great field position. They can sustain the drive. Again, don't do anything to hurt you. Again, keep doing what you're doing. Jesuit just move the ball methodically. Third on 3rd down. And just
Belt Chase 22.
By the way,
And with a
Catholic
minute
is now up
27 to
14
go in the
to nothing
third
on St.
quarter.
Paul's in the
It's
second
Warren Easton 43, Belt Chase 7. Reporting from
So it's
Pan
1st
American
and 10 at the
Stadium for the
47-yard line.
State Sugar Bowl Prep Football
Up Brother
Roundup.
Martin
I'm
for
Joey
Jesuit.
Pruitt.
Big series here for both teams. Pistol formation. And
All right,
Duplessis
thank you,
gets
Joey,
the call
let's keep
running
it
right
going.
with room. He's at the
James
40.
Hall,
He's got a first down across the 35. He's down to the 33-yard line.
Hey guys, with
First down
26
Jesuit.
seconds and counting
Duplessis
here.
rambles
Right
for
before the half,
14 yards.
To get the
crazy
ball
turn
outside,
events here.
you
Washington
can see
takes
that's
the
something
ball.
that they want to
They go
attack.
7
Now
plays,
is the
65 yards.
I'm trying to get the ball
And
outside.
they have just scored,
Look
by
for
the
that
way.
same
They
formation
have
to come back
Washington
to the
just scored
battlefield.
13
Look for
seconds.
the
Let's see how we
quarterback.
got here.
Zone lead
Washington
off of the
scored.
back the other way.
Did they get
Absolutely.
17
So again,
7?
to that nub
the
side,
Athletic
you see the
kickoff,
single
it
width
hit
down
the
here.
slot
To that
deep.
side, that's nub.
In
Brother
his
Martin had
hands, he
a
picked
ton
it
of
up
numbers there, so
and,
Jesuit went to the
makes
field.
good kickoff.
First and 10 of the
Touchdown.
33.
Just comes
Snap
completely
it.
deflated.
Give it inside.
The Washington
Good hard
Cardinals,
run by
Washington
Duplessis.
gets the ball
That's
back.
about 3
And they have
to the
driven
30
ball
before
in
he's
with 12
finally
seconds here to score
stopped
right
and
before the
driven
half.
back by
So
Manning.
here we are.
Now
12
again,
seconds
similar
left in the
formation
first
there, but you
half
saw
here
Brother
between
Martin
Washington
didn't
and
have that
Tula.
overhang on the tight end side.
The
Right, they
PAT
didn't
is
have
on the
more
way
than
right
2
here.
guys out there. They had 1 guy out there, so they had more
going
bodies to the field
be-
inside the formation. Again, it'd be interesting to see how Brother Martin,
So 12 seconds
if they
with
keep
24,
aligning like that to
Tula
that
24.
formation.
2nd and 7 of the 30
James Hall
as we
reports
check
the
on
WWL
down to
All-State
4:10
Sugar
and
Bowl
counting
Prep Football
in the
Roundup.
3rd quarter. 21-10 Jesuit on top. Winner to the state championship game.
All right, thank you, James. Our score
Olivier
here is still
shotgun.
21-10. Jesuit over Brother Martin.
Tight end will
St.
slot
Paul's
right,
has just
power
scored
right
again,
formation.
So now that's
Short side of the field.
14.
Gonna run a counter
St.
inside.
Paul's
LaRiviere breaks
13.
it.
The
He's
Bears
at the
blocked
20.
the
He's
PAT
inside the
brag.
20 and
So
down to
we'll
about
go
the
in the locker
19-yard
room,
line.
looks like, with
LaRiviere has 11 and a
14-13.
first down
Two
Blue Jay.
great G1 semifinals.
Yeah, well, that formation
going on right
go
now.
ahead,
Let's give you a
Coach.
couple
You
scores
gotta
before we
defend
get
him
top
as a
of the hour.
running back.
Western Road leads
Yeah,
Jackson
you can
24-7.
go empty. You can do
University
whatever
High
you
leads
got to
Vanderbilt
do.
24-7.
You've got to
Southern Lab
defend
leads St. Frederick's
Olivier
13-0.
as a running
Homer
back.
leads White
Right.
Castle
And I tell you what, out of
13-0.
that
St.
formation, the
Martinville
motion, the
leads
H in there,
Lutcher
the big H,
25-14.
there's no back back there.
Lafayette
You know
Christian
who's
all
getting the ball.
over
You know what he's going to do with the
28-7.
ball.
That's the second
That's
quarter
exactly
score.
what he did.
St.
First and
Charles
10
leads
Blue
Notre
Jays in
Dame
the red zone of the
14-7
Brother
at
Martin
halftime.
19.
Union
Pistol
Parish leads
formation.
Adderall 30-0.
Duplessis behind LaRiviere. He gets the call, bounces it right. He gets to the 15, fighting, and finally stopped there after a gain of 4. Jesuit's really doing well up front.
Brother Martin 10. Jays are driving, trying to put some more points on the board.
Right. We'll let you know how this drive turns out. And we have Bill Hancock joining us in the 8 o'clock hour. Stick with us. We're with you 10:30 on the All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup.
The news
Under
talk
3
sports
minutes to play in the
powerhouse.
After 21-10
New Orleans, WWL-FM and HD1 Canton, New Orleans, and Odyssey Station.
Okay, welcome to the second hour of the Friday Night High School Football Show here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter with great games for air tonight. Baltimore and Baltimore leads 21-10 in that game out at Capital Stadium. Chase loses 42-47 to Warren Easton. That game is going on as we speak. So at 8:45 we will have score updates and also 9:45. So we'll be here till 10. So if you want to come in, give us your scores. You can post your scores in the chat room of StreamYard, on YouTube, on Twitter, post those scores live. Or if you're looking for a score, let us know so we can do anything possible to get that score. So Jesuit up 27-10. So sorry about that. My correction, 27-10 Jesuit leading.
Right now they are wearing down. They're taking those guys and they're leading. They're doing what they want with this really strong
A storm system will pop up over Michigan tomorrow. CBS's Lonnie
This is a
Quinn.
very massive fight, right? This is a great fight in the trenches if you're really able to see this at home.
Into
But
early
again,
Monday,
Jesuit's on the better end of it
bit,
right now.
and the snow is going to be picking up.
Corbello to tack on the point after.
Be a huge accumulator,
And he has
Ukraine's
done
president
so.
alleges his
Time out on
intel
the field,
service has
148 to
discovered a
play in the third.
Russian-backed plot to carry out a
28-10
coup
Jesuit
next
over
week.
Brother Martin.
Reporter
Back in a
Felix
moment
Light
on
in Moscow.
106.1 FM Nash Icon and at CrescentCitySports.com.
You know when you order a new video game, or a golf club, or a blender, and then it arrives at your door, you get a little thrill. Imagine how much more thrilling it is when you order a new car. With Nissan at home, you can shop for the perfect ride and order it without ever having to go anywhere. Sure be it's a golf club or a blender. Buy a new car entirely online with Nissan at home, delivered direct. That's one of the songs that made Stephen Sondheim one of the giants of the American musical. During his career, he wrote lyrics for hits including Gypsy and West Side Story. Stephen Sondheim died early today. He was 91. Activists block an Amazon warehouse in Europe on Black Friday. One of them. 19 people are dead and 32 injured in a Mexico pilgrimage bus crash. This is CBS News.
It's Dell Technologies' biggest business sale here with Black Friday deals on Windows 11 PCs. Call 877-ASK-DELL. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business.
If you want to come in video chat, the links are posted on Facebook and YouTube. That is from StreamYard. Also, if once again, if you can't get in the stream, if the link is wrong, please let us know. We'll send you another link. So that's what we want.
What can get to you at your holiday home comes together. Find deals on finishing touches and Lowe's Black Friday. Like festive 1-quart poinsettias, 2 for $3. And 22-inch fresh cut Christmas wreaths, 2 for $20. For a season twice as nice, twice as merry. Make more holiday at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. In-store only while supplies last. Valid for 12 weeks. Actual retail varies by location. With April customers West Home, excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
When others treat your fries the space agency says it's on track for launch after a close-up inspection showed no damage to the James Webb Space Telescope. Engineers were getting ready to mate it to its rocket in French
Okay, once again, both front roundup and the Prep Football Show on WWL are in the commercial break. So we are waiting for them to come up. So once they come up, we will have those shows back on for you. They will resume.
For some, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You is their go-to jam for the holidays. She says she wasn't crazy about it at first, but has come to love, accept, and embrace the song. Carey's special Mariah's Christmas, The Magic Continues, debuts on Apple TV Plus a week from today.
What's in your wallet?
Jennifer Kuiper, CBS
Find out
News.
more at CapitalOne.com/auto-navigator.
Trade Pros.
Ferguson is committed to making business with us the easiest part of your day. Ferguson.com is designed to help run your business from the office to the job site
by making your day-to-day activities easier with 24/7 account access, unmatched online inventory, and on-the-go account management. And with our Pro Plus customer loyalty program, you can earn points with every online purchase, redeemable for merchandise, event tickets, trips, and more. Sign up today at Ferguson.com.
Our thoracic subspecialists are raising the Friday specials right now while supplies last. We use like coats to keep you warm all season long, 60 to 70% off. Snuggle up with fun pajama sets for the whole family. Now only $19.99 and under. Get prepped for holiday feasts with cookware sets for only $29.99. Plus, buy online and get contact-free curbside pickup or pick up in store today. Details at Macy's.com/pickup. Savings on sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply. Macy's stores are closed Thanksgiving Day. The Xfinity Black Friday sales event is happening now on Xfinity Mobile. Now, new and existing customers can get our best wireless deal of the year. Ask how to save up to $1,000 on select phones with trade-ins on the most reliable network nationwide, plus nationwide 5G. Ask how to save up to $1,000 on our best wireless deal of the year during the Xfinity Black Friday sales event. Sale ends December 6th. So click, call, or visit a store for details today.
Okay, Northeast Louisiana Sports. Intercepted a pass, so the Lions ball in the red zone. So it's in the second quarter. That's from East Louisiana Sports.
New Orleans officials want you to spend some money in the city. WWL's Matt Doyle reports.
Okay, West Monroe leads 21-0 in that game at the end of one. Acadiana also leading 28-14, 1 yard touchdown run.
You get a little thrill.
That one.
Imagine how much more thrilling it is when you order a new car. With Nissan at home.
Okay, Ponchatoula leads Ponchatoula 24-7. So Ponchatoula leads Ponchatoula 24-7.
Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
As of now, the chateau is closed as part of the pandemic and for renovation.
Okay, Biloxi leading St. Martinville.
It's not just vows.
Down, no, they're down 18-14.
Decking the halls with rugs of beauty. The kitchen with juicers and mixers of pro. It's setting
Okay, Zachary.
touches of elegance and adorning your living room with accents of style. HomeDepot.com has all the latest decor to get your home ready for the holidays. Because it's not just Santa who's out a winner. It's also your
Okay,
make the holidays
Catholic lead 14-13 in their game. Well, okay, Bell Chase losing 49-7. That's in the third quarter, so it's going to the third quarter.
It's a joy Thanksgiving as they put their unbeaten streak on the line against Penn State. The 5-0 Tigers are $59 a month. Full access membership on our sister station, BetQL 1350 AM, 92.9 FM. Steve Geller, WWL Sports.
Now, your Garcia Roofing forecast on WWL.
Partly cloudy skies expected tonight, but the main concern, very cold air.
Okay, Destrehan leads Ruston 10-0. Destrehan leads Ruston 10-0.
Temperatures dipping into the lower 40s. From the local weather expert forecast center, I'm WWL TV meteorologist Michelle Morgan.
And I'm Tom
When others
Peronian,
treat your fries as an
WWL
afterthought,
First News.
all you're left with are cold, soggy fries. That's why Wendy's
From
new fries
WWL, the News Talk Sports powerhouse of the Gulf South.
Okay, some scores from Northeast Louisiana. Neville leads 14-0 over Cecilia. Madison Prep leads 20-7. Union leading 24-0 over Abbeville. Oak Grove leading 13-0 over West St. John. And Washington Christian leading 14-7.
River Paris Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. First American Bank and Trust. A banking tradition since 1910. TarpsAmerica.com. And by Thibodeau Regional Health Systems. Connect now on the Open Heart Jewelers Talk and Text line. 504-260-1878. Beaming back to our Jefferson Financial Federal Credit Union studios, here's Alan Waddell and Brad Luminay.
Stay active.
All right, it is the 8 o'clock hour here on the All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup. We're live at Ted Gormley Stadium for the semifinal Division I matchup between Jesuit and Brother Martin, along with Alan Waddell on the Esquire Brad Lemonade. And it's time for our All-State Sugar Bowl interview of the week. This week we've got one of only 2 returning guests that we've ever had on the program. This week we got with us Bill Hancock.
As your
holiday
home
Bill's the executive
find
director
deals on finishing touches at Lowe's
and
Black
Black
Friday.
since it began
Like
in
festive 1-quart
2014.
poinsettias,
Before
2 for
that,
$3.
he was the manager of the
22-inch
Bowl
fresh cut
Championship
Christmas
Series. We had
trees,
the
2 for
BCS
$20.
games.
For a
And
season
before that,
twice as
he was
nice,
actually
twice
the
as
first
merry.
full-time
Make
director
more holiday
of the
at Lowe's.
NCAA
Home
Men's
budget,
Final Four. He
home
did that
any
for several
possibility.
years.
In store
Bill,
only. While
thanks for
supplies
taking some
last.
time out of your
12
busy
months.
schedule
Actual
today.
rate size varies
Jumping on
by
the program with us
location.
tonight.
Customer. U.S. only. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Holidays are here.
You too, man. Look, let's talk a little bit about Thanksgiving in South Louisiana. A Thanksgiving tradition for high school football is if you're practicing, you're doing something well. And we've got semifinals and some quarterfinals going on tonight. Teams that are practicing on Thanksgiving Day, they're doing something well. They're advancing in the playoffs. Tell us a little bit about your traditions and your memories with regard to Thanksgiving, whether it involves sports, families, anything like that.
5G connection and availability may vary.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Family owned and operated by
That's two of my favorite days.
Volvo at 3525
That's true. Amen.
And third,
with a wide range of the XC series, including the XC40, the XC60, and the XC90. If you are looking for a luxury sedan, see the S60 or S90. Don't forget the XC90 hybrid, or rugged V90 cross country from Bergeron Volvo. Visit BergeronVolvoCars.com.
To experience our idea of luxury, visit Bergeron Volvo on Vets in Metairie or online at BergeronVolvo.com today.
Yeah, trade pros. Ferguson is committed to making business with us the easiest part of your day. Ferguson.com is designed to help run your business from the office to the job site by making your day-to-day activities easier with 24/7 account access, unmatched online inventory, and on-the-go account management. And with our
What was it
Pro
like
Plus
in
customer
John, make
loyalty
sure I
program,
pronounce it
you
right,
can earn
in
points with every online
Oklahoma,
purchase,
where you grew up,
redeemable
that
for
Thanksgiving
merchandise,
tradition.
event tickets, trips, and more. Sign up today at Ferguson.com.
Shop amazing Macy's Black Friday specials right now while supplies last. Like coats to keep you warm all season long, 60 to 70% off. Snuggle up with fun pajama sets for the whole family, now only $19.99 and under. Then prep for holiday feasts with cookware sets for only $29.99. Plus buy online and get contact-free curbside pickup or pick up in store today. Details at Macy's.com/pickup. Savings on sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply. Macy's stores are closed Thanksgiving Day.
Happy holidays don't just happen on their own. You make them with a little help from new appliances at the Home Depot. Because warm wishes won't roast that turkey. You'll want a convection oven. An air fryer will help make the season light and delicious. And while you're at it, consider a new LG or Samsung fridge that's big enough to hold all kinds of Christmas cheer. Make the holidays yours with the season's best savings on top appliances at the Home Depot. A doer
That's
gets
awesome.
more
Well,
done.
look, let's talk about how things have been going on this year. You know, obviously, your position, director of the college football playoff, you've got an eye on all the college teams and what they're doing. So, from your standpoint, how do you think the season's gone so far? I mean, look, we've had to shake up in the rankings, and some people, you know, adamant that Cincinnati should be in, and I guess no publicity is bad publicity for the CFP, right?
Or visit CAC.gov/vaccines to learn more.
With early paycheck, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days earlier. That's another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision ever. Even easier than deciding to open the biggest birthday gift first.
Which one are you going to open first?
Yep, even easier than that. Plus, with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is banking with Capital One even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. No fees or minimums on new consumer accounts. Capital One and a member FDIC.
The Xfinity Black Friday sales event is happening now on Xfinity Mobile. Now, new and existing customers can get our best wireless deal of the year. Ask how to save up to $1,000 on select phones with trade-ins on the most reliable network nationwide, plus nationwide 5G. Ask how to save up to $1,000 with our best wireless deal of the year during the Xfinity Black Friday sales event. Sale ends December 6th, so click, call, or visit a store for details today. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet requires savings News requires multiple programs and treated. Actual savings vary. Most reliable news networks and trust report. Results vary, not an endorsement.
Running the jogging had Scrooge shaking his head.
Well, look, I'm not going to be a
Until he
proponent about any
discovered
team or
the
anything, but
Peloton
you know,
train.
Cincinnati was a big discussion point
Now
coming
all he
in the
would
last
do
few
is
weeks,
lift and run about.
and look, you know, with an undefeated record, yeah, you got to look at them. But
Workout's a joy.
if that's
It's
the
a
case,
joy to
what about the
work out.
Roadrunners down in San Antonio, UTSA? They're undefeated
The
too.
old
So,
Peloton
what
starting
talks
at
are you
$59 a
in,
month.
and what
All
if you
access
can share
membership
with
separate.
us what might be
Terms
on the
apply.
horizon
See
for the
website for
CFP
details.
about maybe a potential expansion of the playoffs? Because I know that's been discussed recently.
It brings us together
Yeah,
with warmth
obviously,
and color.
I'll
So
go
whether
with
it's
Cincinnati
birthday,
first. Great
anniversary,
season,
or a
tremendous
special
quarterback.
event, celebrate your friends and
and
family
it
with a
is
gorgeous
so hard to be
bouquet from
undefeated.
1-800-Flowers.com.
And they've done it. And the same
1-800-Flowers
thing with the
makes it
Roadrunners.
easy to find your
I was
reason
director
and
of Final
brighten
Four
someone's
before
day
men's
with
Final Four
exclusive
before I
offers
came over to
and
football.
great values on
And we had
bouquets
very
and
successful
arrangements.
Final
To order
Fours in
today,
San
visit
Antonio. And the host school was
1-800-Flowers.com/tune-in.
UTSA.
That's
So I was working with those people when they
$1-800-Flowers.com/tune-in.
were trying to
What do you
figure
give
out
the
whether
person
it would be
who
in
wants
their
to do
best interest to start a football
Great.
program.
What about Masterclass?
And they went round
Unlimited
and
access to
round, talked
online
community
classes from the
leaders,
world's
and it was
best. For those who
expensive,
want to make
and
films
really
like Martin Scorsese,
raised the
create
profile of
dishes
the
like
school.
Gordon Ramsay,
And
or even
it's
float
done
like
that.
Nas. Maybe
So
they
I'm
want to
very
make
happy
hits
for
like
my
Mariah
friends in San
Carey,
Antonio,
or they're looking to
and,
make history like Gloria Steinem. You know they want to, and now you know what to get them. This holiday, give one annual membership and get one for free. Go to masterclass.com/start today. That's masterclass.com/start. Terms apply.
Conventional wisdom said you couldn't make a 400 horsepower sedan. That's also a plug-in hybrid. At Volvo, we don't follow conventional wisdom. The all-new Volvo S60. Learn more at volvocars.com/US.
To experience our ideal luxury, visit Bergeron Volvo on Vets in Metairie or online at bergeronvolvo.com today.
But it would be possible to expand in 2 more years. So we'll just have to see.
Wake up your senses at Louisiana's newest Harley-Davidson. Zydeco Harley-Davidson in Homa. 30,000 square feet of pure motorcycle mayhem. Zydeco Harley-Davidson in Homa has over 100 new and selected pre-owned Harley-Davidsons available right now. For every riding style and budget, Zydeco Harley-Davidson in Homa has the motorcycle for you. Come back to good side of the bayou at Zydeco Harley-Davidson with new arrivals of the latest in style, fashion, and riding gear in their motor clothes department. Check out over $250,000 of the latest parts and accessories. Repairs, upgrades, and customization are there for you at Zydeco Harley-Davidson's award-winning service department. Check out their Dynawing service, which maximizes the horsepower and torque of your motorcycle. It's Zydeco Harley-Davidson in Homa. Follow on Facebook and ZydecoHD.com for their next event, party schedule, and more.
Name recognition of Duke, whatever the sport might be. Vanderbilt in baseball recently, you know, those schools, the success of the athletics is
28-10. Jesuit, here's the
success of
kickoff. It's going to be a deep one by Corbella, who's nailed it.
well, isn't it not?
Out of the end zone, a fantastic kick. You talk about juice. He's juiced. So are the Blue Jays, and they're up 18 with 1:48 to play in the third quarter. Crescent City Sports Prep Football is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 35 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction. Crescent City Sports Prep Football is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, who has all the gear you need to enjoy more sports and outdoors, all at prices you'll love. And with curbside pickup available now, it's never been easier to shop the top brands in store and online at academy.com. Brother Martin starts at its 20-yard line. Family in need of a drive here, down 18.
Rankings, most of the stories say there's probably 8 teams.
Crusaders shifting all around.
To get into CFP now.
1:48 to play in the third quarter.
Number 7.
And if it was a 12-team tournament,
On first down, fake it. Heavy pressure. Mamahat wants to throw it. He does. Caught at the 30, 35, 40. Upfield to the 45 and out to the 47 with a first down. Nice throw. Nice catch and run by Jordan West.
How many teams?
Best applies pressure again onto his edge. Manhattan does a very nice job stepping up in his pocket, keeping his eyes downfield.
Sure, and then, you know, I mean, we see a lot of times.
Gotta believe they're going to be throwing it more now.
You lose
First and 10, Brother Martin.
You lose 2
Chapman wants to throw it, steps up, under pressure, again, he'll run. Mamahat to the boundary. Is going to be knocked out of bounds. Great job by Jesuit to contain him. Only able to pick up about 2 yards on the play.
The
That's
interest in the
Logan
football
East had a really
program
good
and
game.
the attendance and everything else with it. You still stay right in that hunt, even to a 1 or 2 loss team that you might not have been if it was only 4 teams up there, and you kind of have to go undefeated.
That whole defensive
Yeah,
front.
that's
I mean,
right. And of course, we also
right.
have the other
This thing
tier
Judge has to do right now.
and the
They
other
put
important
one
part of
football.
postseason
Judge
football,
got
which
to
is the
rerun these
bowls.
receivers.
Snap it,
And
fake it,
lots of
heavy
teams are
pressure,
competing for
steps up
bowls right
again,
now.
he'll run.
That's really
He's
cool.
in
Always
midfield,
has been cool.
jinks a tackle,
And I
gets
think
down to
we'll
about the
continue to be
Jesuit
cool no matter what happens
46-yard
with the
line,
playoffs.
short of a first down.
Well, Bill, you were
Bama had to
talking
get under
earlier
heavy
about
pressure.
Final
Made the
Four
decision to
too,
take
and
off wisely.
I know you
Picks up 5.
worked a
It's
bunch of the
32.
Final Fours. You're the first
Man, I'm gonna say,
executive
Judge, if you're
director,
bringing the four-man pressure,
a full-time, right, of the Final
let
Four.
the linebackers
And
come off and
had a Final
match
Four
up
down
on
here in
19.
New
You break
Orleans,
down, just keep doing what you're doing.
1993, with
But you got to
North
make sure you get
Carolina
hands on
and
those
Michigan.
wideouts.
And
The
I
best
actually
way
was
to
in a
cover a
pool,
receiver
and I
is
thought I
to
was
not
about
have
to win
to.
$500,
Reroute it,
and then
put
Chris
him on the
Webber
ground, go get the
calls
quarterback.
like his 9th time out of the game,
Here's the
screws
third
me out of
down and 2.
$500.
On the
What are your
Jesuit
memories of that
46.
one?
Oh, I love the Final Four.
Bama had
How about this?
Lambert in the backfield,
This
wants
year
to throw it.
will be my
And now they got to
43rd
blow it dead. Maybe movement by Brother Mark. False start.
That's
Kind of
amazing.
surprised they were looking to throw on 3rd and 2 there.
I doubt it, but that's a bunch. And of
When I've got
course, it's so
Lambert
cool
back
for
there in
us
short
to come
yardage, I
back
like
to
him having the
New
ball.
Orleans
Yeah,
for
no doubt.
another
And
event when we
especially
see the
right now
Final
because
Four this
Judge
year.
is thinking pass.
I got 2
Their
memories of that one.
attitude right now
One
for
is
safeties
my
would be
seat is at the
to the
official
play more
table.
of a cover 2.
So
Again, the only thing that's
sitting there
going
and
to bring the
I've got my
safety
head
down
down. I'm
is if you have
working
an
some
H-back as
something.
your
And I
number 2
hear
or a
this
hand outside
person
end.
Well, now you got a 3rd and 7, much different here. We want to wait to play in the third. Brother Mark scrimmages at his own 49-yard line.
Right.
With 3 receivers to the left. Tight end tucked in right. Bama half the snap retreats to throw. Steps up under pressure. He's going to get hit and sacked. Back to the 41-yard line. Bama had his sacked. Great pressure by Jesuit. And the first man there was 92. Hunter Oathneck.
Hunter Oathneck got singled up right there because they pressed their protection to Besh. Besh got doubled that time. So Oathneck is all singled up right there, and he comes off and does a nice job.
Yeah.
And he whips his man and gets the sack. He gets home.
7-yard loss.
I know.
Second sack
God
for
forbid,
Jesuit.
right?
Their pressure has been substantial.
Yeah,
And now another punt. They've shaped the last 2.
for that back then.
And this clock's under 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. We'll go back
Look,
to Emmanuel
I
Pappas in
really-
studio.
I
For
really
all the scores
appreciate
at the
you
end of the
jumping
third
on
quarter.
with us tonight,
Stand by,
man. I know
Emmanuel.
you got
That's
a lot
coming
of stuff
next.
going on.
Snap it. Punt is away. This is another short punt toward the sideline. This one is going to bounce, and it takes a bounce for Brother Jesuit. Player jumps on the ball dangerously, but does have it with 11 seconds to play in the third quarter.
All right, he's getting ripped right now. Because I would be ripping it. You got to teach that, obviously, that Peter
we
Paul
stayed
here
in
in
the
the
dorm that was under the
That's a
football
wrong
stands.
mistake.
Yeah.
I used to call them
I'm sure that's not still
Get off
operating
the
as a
field,
dorm.
run away.
They're not, but yes, that was how the
Run,
stadium was
Forrest, run.
built. It was
That's right.
a quote
Get off the
dormitory, which just happened to look
Fast
like
as
a
you
stadium.
can through the tunnel. Don't
Well,
come
it was
back.
great. It was a
Right.
thrill, and
Hello.
of course, the baseball.
All right,
game
we'll go
wasn't
to
what it
Emmanuel
was now,
Pappas in a
but,
moment here to get all the scores from around the state. The end of the third quarter. Coming right to you, Manny. Stand by.
Anyway, got a lot of
First
great
and 10
memories of that.
Jesuit at its 34
That's your
leading,
part of the world.
28-10.
Oh, look, I'm
11
an
seconds to play in the
LSU
third.
grad
Pistol
many times
formation,
over,
wide
so
side,
it
left
holds a
side of the
special
field.
place for me.
Trip
But-
set right.
But look, if I'm stealing you for
Here's
2
the
more
snap,
minutes,
and they give to
I'm talking
Duplessis
about
running to the
Oklahoma. I
short
mean, the
side.
LSU
Duplessis is going to be
coaching
hit and
search is
stopped
wide
for
open.
no
And then,
gain.
you know,
That's the
Lincoln
final play of the
Riley,
third quarter. Jesuit
the
28.
Oklahoma
Brother Mark
coach, is
10.
one of the
Here's
names being
Emmanuel
thrown
Pappas from
around.
Crescent City
Dave
Sports.com
Aranda,
with all the scores.
Billy Napier from UL.
Thanks, Ken. Other Division I semifinals.
He's coaching carousel. You got USC job open as well. Florida job open. There's a lot of top-notch college football programs right now seeking a coach this year.
Acadiana 28.
It'll be interesting, I think, to see what coaches get poached from their perch right now and brought to a new campus come next fall.
At the half, it's
Yes,
Cards
it will be.
19,
And then
Cards
how
are
the
7.
dominoes fall,
Neville and
I'm
Cecilia
not really
14
involved
nothing.
in that.
In Division
Probably
2,
like
St.
you,
Thomas
I'm kinda
More
sitting back
7,
and
Edie
watching
White
it
3,
to see what
University
happens.
24,
It's
Vanderbilt
gonna be
Catholic
fascinating.
7. In
Yeah,
3A,
definitely an interesting
it's
time.
Madison
We'll
Prep
see. I
20,
think
Sterlington
LSU said they're
14,
naming a coach
Church
pretty
Point
soon here,
21,
try to
West
get that
Louisiana
done
7,
before
St. Martinville
National
25,
Signing Monday
Butler
coming up.
21,
So
and Union Parish
all eyes
30,
will be on
Abbeville
that. I'm sure
nothing.
other schools in the
In
same
2A,
boat.
Manny 30, Rose Pond 12,
Well,
Royals 24,
Well,
North
Bill,
Caddo
look, I
22,
really, man, I appreciate you
14,
taking time. I know
Trask
it's
nothing.
busy. It's Thanksgiving
Franklin
week,
16,
so
Jonesboro
get
High
out of here.
7,
Go spend
and
time with your
Division
family.
3,
Happy
it's
Thanksgiving.
Lafayette Christian
And thanks
28,
again.
Newman 7, and St. Charles 14, Notre Dame 7. In 1A,
There you go,
it's
fans.
Logansport
The
28, Bazio
executive
7,
director
Oak
of the
Grove
college
20, West St.
football
John
playoffs,
nothing,
and no,
Haynesville 8,
he wasn't
Grand
going to
Lake
give you the
nothing,
insight as to
Homer
the top
13,
four.
White
You got to
Castle
stick around.
nothing,
figure
Division
out
4,
how
Calgary
that's
back
going
to
to play out.
17,
So
Washington
we're
Christian
going to step
14.
away for a minute.
Southern
We're going to
Lake
come
13,
back. We're going to have more
Frederick
scores,
nothing.
more
Hand it back to you.
reports, some winning
All right,
coaches.
boys,
Don't
good
touch
games
the dial.
going on
We're
elsewhere.
with you at 10:30
Pretty good
here
stuff.
on
14-13,
WWL,
right?
the All-State Sugar Bowl
Over
Prep
St.
Football
Paul. How
Roundup.
about that?
Very short period of time.
The NFL
It was
is
nothing midway into the second quarter.
You need to have a
Jesuit
winning
ball,
season is Covers.com.
second and 9
Covers.com
at the
has been making
35-yard
sports
line
better, smarter
to
for over
start the
25
fourth quarter.
years.
Blue Jays
Covers.com
up
is
28-10.
odds,
We'll check in with Matt at the
analysis,
first
expert
opportunity.
contests, and all
Snap it.
things NFL
LaRiviere
this
keeps it
season.
running left.
Serving over 20
Takes a
million
hit, but looking to
sports
fight
bettors
forward for
annually.
yardage
Covers.com
anyway.
is the place
To
where
the
sports bettors
38.
can connect with
He
over
picks up 3.
500,000 members
He's
in the
making a
most
makeable
trusted
3rd and
community in
6.
sports betting. Covers.com is for people
Yeah, the
who
Jays
love
went on
sports
balance. They
and
put
love to
formation
win.
into the
Winning
boundary,
starts here
into
at
the boundary there.
Covers.com.
So Jackson tested the field, but you can see already from a standpoint.
Okay, so what do you call it? Hygiene. Okay.
Actually marketed the
And what do you
39,
want
so it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, jeez.
Give him 4
I
yards
want to
on
be
the
known
carry.
for making people feel good.
That's what he does. He gets yards out of what
I
looks
think
like
it's something
nothing.
new every day.
Big 3rd and 5 here.
Like to try stuff out. I want to be me. That's it, really.
From the 39-yard line, LaRiviere
I don't know. I'm gonna get
takes the snap, fakes it, keeps it inside. First down and more. Spins through a tackle. He crosses midfield. He's down to the Brother Martin 49-yard line. Straight ahead, power football. First down, Jesuit at the Brother Martin 49.
Who does that? Relive the standout years that changed everything on the new series
Guys,
The Year
we're
That
going to
Rocked the
ride
World.
him.
Lust, for food, for love, for survival. Rollers of the Animal Kingdom settle their differences the old-fashioned way on Nature's Fight Club. Watch them on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are just $20. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
Gentlemen, are you experiencing fatigue, anxiety, muscle loss, weight gain, low libido,
Much like
sleeplessness, or erectile dysfunction? You're not alone. 1 out of 3 men experience low testosterone. Low testosterone is common, and it's easily
At the 49, give to Duplessis with room left. He's at the 45. That's back at the 40. He's got a apparent first down to about the 37-yard line of Brother Martin. They're just chopping holes up front and winning the battle up front, gentlemen.
Right there, they bounce it out to the boundary right there. See what slow coming into the alley right there. Get there.
11 yards for Jerron. Both Duplessis and LaRiviere are approaching 100 yards rushing. No one has done that against this Brother Martin defense this year.
Alongside experts in paving and civil construction. Experience not required, and new employees receive a mentor. Join Barrier's culture of care. Visit careers at BARRIERE.com.
At MD Anderson Cancer Center, our thoracic subspecialists are raising the standard in lung cancer care. We use advanced
5-yard penalty against Brother
testing
Martin
to
now.
develop personalized
Launch it
therapies
to the
for
33,
each
so now
patient.
it's first and 10 at the
With
Crusader
leading-edge
33 with
technology
10:08
like proton
counting
therapy,
to play.
gamma knife, and
Jesuit a
robotic
chance to
surgery,
put this game
and
away.
innovative clinical trials. We'll do whatever it takes to help our
Fake it.
patients
LaRiviere
face
keeps it
and
inside.
overcome
Power
lung
football.
cancer.
And he
Learn
powers
more
it forward for
at
4,
MD
maybe 5,
Anderson.com.
depending on the mark.
Lower your
Exactly
utility
what
bills
Jesuit
with an
wants.
efficient and reliable air conditioner from Train. Is it affordable? You bet.
Yeah, no,
Visit
that's all
TrainSouth.com
that
to find a
is.
Train
So
dealer
he's
and
not
get free
breathing
estimate on a
as
system to
it's
fit your home and your wallet.
Reading
Begin saving
the
now
inside
because it's
linebackers,
hard to stop a
close
train.
out with the run back and
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper Casino with more good news just for you. Now, when you come and play any of your favorite slots, or
Second
table games
down
here at
and
the
6
Slipper,
yards to go.
any
The
day in October,
Brother
November,
Martin
and
29.
December,
The clock melted.
you'll have a
The
chance to win an
23.
HD Smart Fire
Counting.
TV every night at
This game
7
getting
p.m.
shorter by the
That's right, we're
moment.
giving away one of these great smart TVs every day for 3 months. We're on the beach here in
Jays in
Hancock County,
control.
Silver Slipper Casino.
Trying to
As
gain
always,
more
we are
control.
proud to be your host
Snap
on the
it.
coast.
Gonna keep it. Duplessis fighting to the 35, 25, I should say.
Could you use
So Duplessis
$200 to
fights
spend on
forward for
groceries
4 to
and
the
health
25 to
supplies?
make it
If you have
32.
Medicare and Medicaid,
And
you
this
may be
offensive
eligible
line,
for
again, they're
People's
just
Health
like
Plan
what Coach
that gives
said.
you
Again, you see another power.
$175 per
So
month
they
to
just run
spend on
straight power
groceries
at
and
it. You can see
over-the-counter
already
items
that
at
offensive
retail
line is
locations. That's
he's got 3
$2,100
yards.
a
You know what I
year,
mean?
and that's just one of the
right
many
now blowing
benefits
this
you
up.
can enjoy with
Blowing the
People's
seam off
Health.
the ball.
Call today, 1-855-821-2666. That's
terrific performance by Jesuit here tonight.
1-855-821-2666. People's Health, your
Against
Medicare health team.
Quality team. 32 and
WWL
25.
All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup. Brought to you in part
Watch the
by
throw as he rolls
Acadian
right.
Ambulance
LaRiviere.
and
Flag
by
is down.
Thibodeau
He's
Regional
going to
Health
cut it deep.
System.
That's going to be intercepted.
Join us on the
There's a
Open Heart
flag
Jewelers
down.
Talking Text Line.
Pass is intercepted. We'll check the flag.
504-260-1870.
That's a big
Here's
turnover
Allen
if it
and
stands for
Brad.
Brother Martin will keep them in the game is that's a really good job by Austin Roberts to come up with a pick. My guess is the penalty is on the offense, and Brother Martin will get possession. And it's illegal procedure against Jesuit. Decline. Interception for Brother Martin. Great job.
That's a gift right there, Brad. That puts Brother Martin right back in this thing. Brother Martin has to capitalize now off of this turnover.
Well, Brian, I'll say this. We've been talking about it all night.
Third three, you gash them.
20,000 people here in Tad Gormley Stadium and City Park here in New Orleans. And
keep running your power. And again,
there's a lot of the Brother Martin
one talent set there. You had both pages. I thought
you got to really tip your hat to Jesuit. They have totally dominated this football game from the
that zone, but yeah, it didn't happen that way.
Well, he's looking for, I believe, Hollis McDaniel right there, who was triple covered. Nobody was full. Corner sat on the tight end and was running a 7 route or the corner route right there.
That's why they won this game, Brad. I know that Brother Martin had beaten Jesuit 8 consecutive times.
Ball was very well
coming
thrown.
tonight. They're not going to get number 9 as the
Here
Blue
we are,
Jays are
Brother
going to
Martin
state
with an
championship.
opportunity.
All right, let's get some more updates. Let's start out with Joey Pruitt watching.
8:22 to play. They've got to do it now. Do the Crusaders down 18. Yeah, they're all 39.
7 seconds to go in
Obvious
this game.
pass situation.
It's Warren Easton.
Twin receivers left, a single right, pistol formation. Leonardo in motion. Going to fake it. Option play pitch to Leonardo. He wants to throw it, but they got it played. He's going to throw it downfield anyway, incomplete. Jesuit had it played perfectly. Just weren't biting at all.
That was recovered by Warren Easton. And with no big surprise, the Eagles scored another touchdown with 7:40 left in the game. The 2-point conversion made it 15-7 Eagles. They'll chase the next drive, resulted
Of course,
in a
he's played
turnover.
quarterback this year when Namaha was hurt. He played quite a bit. It'll be their quarterback next year. Just a junior. Second and 10 at the 39.
63-7
Tight end motions right. Namaha off the fake is going to throw it back the other way to Jordan West. West is going to be hit hard and stop. Only a gain of 2. Lojadis there again. For Jesuit along with Andrew Besh.
Reporting from Pan American Stadium,
right
this is
there.
Joey
Jesuit
Pruitt
does a nice job pursuing the ball. That's the way you shut that thing down from inside out. You quickly get inside out leverage.
All right, thank you, Joey. Let's get out to Catholic High and St. Paul's.
3rd and 8 at the 41. Must convert. Yamaha wants to throw. He does on the out. Perfect throw. Leonardo first down. That's there all day for them. Yep. And Leonardo has a first down of the Jesuit 46.
Well, Leonardo can get on top of you, so you got to give him a little bit of cushion. But the minute that ball's on the air, that foot's got to come in the ground. If you're a corner, you got to drive that ball hard and get up there and make that tackle.
Exactly. If you're going to play off, you're always kind of flat-footed because the pressure's getting there, right? So the ball's going to have to come out fast.
Catholic got the
On
ball.
first down, snap it, fake it, heavy pressure, sack, football, and he got it back.
And then to make it a 2-score game,
Namaha Sack was able to get it back.
on that 2-point as well. So Catholic
Pressure from Jesuit has been just superb.
and they have the ball. So
now an injury, and I think it's the
who
quarterback.
showed a lot of fight here tonight.
We'll
A lot
check
of
and see. It's
players
not.
reporting for the
He's all
All-State
right.
Sugarloaf
Garrett's all right.
Football Roundup.
This is another offensive lineman where they just can't afford to lose anybody else. They're already
All
down
right,
2
Tyler,
offensive
thanks for that.
linemen.
Let's go to Boomer Danford at Destrehan watching the
another
Wildcats take
down
on Russ
for Brother Martin.
All right,
on
right
the
now
field.
with 9:53 left in the fourth quarter.
7:22 to play.
Destrehan,
Sims is on the
17,
sideline. And White Matt,
coming
this
out
has
of
just been
halftime,
brilliant
3 and
performance
out.
by Jesuit in this
Punted
game
it.
in
They
all
had a
phases.
50-yard return
Up
by
until that
Daniel
interception
Blood,
a moment ago,
to the
which is a little
30-yard
unusual,
line,
right, Matt?
Of Ruffin. They went 3 and out and missed a field goal.
Listen, I mean, you can't understate the physicality
drive
of
with
the
that
Jesuits' offensive
looked great.
defensive
He gave
line.
him a heavy
I
dose
like
of
you. I was
Dyson
very
Fields,
surprised they put
who
the ball
ended
in
up
the air
punching
there
it
on
in
3rd
on a
and 3.
4-yard touchdown run, tying it with a minute 50 left in the third quarter, making it 10-10.
Risking the turnover,
Eugene,
you also had the
with
clock
Shane
on your
Lee,
side.
that
You just
kinda took
continue to
over.
run it,
Hit
run the
the long
ball
pass
at them,
with a
run the clock
32-yard
down.
run, and ends up
So,
taking it in from
just
10
an
yards
impressive
out with
performance
11:50 left
overall
in the
by the
fourth quarter,
Jesuit
and that's where we
offensive and
stand now.
defensive line. It's been
Destrehan
something Brother
17,
Martin just clearly
Ruffin
wasn't
10.
prepared for.
This
and
is
it
Boomer
has
Dan for
been,
WWL, All-State Sugar Bowl.
flawless
Football
execution on both sides there in the trenches on the Jesuit Blue Jays tonight.
No doubt, man.
All right,
Thank
still
you.
a close
Spoken
one out
from
there
a
in
former
Destrehan.
lineman
Another close
himself,
one.
so we know about that. Yeah, I think they were just going for a kill shot there, but the thing is, it wasn't there, so just throw it away. Yeah.
I agree. If it's not there, just go ahead and get rid of it, right? You can chuck it out in the end zone and all those things too. As a matter of fact, on first down, that's what I said. I thought that they might have gone for that kill shot with first, right? But then once they did, you're saying, okay, we're just going to keep running the ball, run the ball. And so, yeah, just ill-advised throw.
Brett Guillory is the injured player for Brother Martin. Well, they've had issues on their offensive line. It's a shame. The junior limps off the field, goes toward the Brother Martin bench.
In the third quarter, it's
Pontoon Greenway 38 and the Wausau Lions 14.
Yeah, that's
Pontoon takes the ball coming out of the half.
2nd and 14 for Brother Martin in midfield.
First play of the second half.
Yamaha play fake. Stop, throw the middle, and that is going to be a catch and a hook and lateral. And they're going to have right at the first down marker. So the catch was made by Hoove, I believe.
Pontoon gets the ball back.
And then he pitched it to West. So
they
get the first down. Hoove on the catch.
Reception to get on up to one.
To the Jesuit. Well, he didn't get the first down. 3rd and 1 at the 37.
Stands right now at 7:05 and counting.
Give it to Lambert. He'll get the first down and more. Across the 35, knocked out of bounds about the 30. First down, Brother Martin.
Moore's got to come up and set the edge right there on that zone, that outside zone right there, or outside sweep. Everything sets up like zone inside.
All right, thank you, James.
And he stretches it
also
outside.
Had some
Texas
slow
coming up, setting that edge.
Right, I agree with you there, Coach. And again, I wouldn't be surprised here. Again,
Texas are also looking for a Brazil Logan score.
On first down, wants to pass. Yamaha flushed out, rolls left. Looking, flagged down for holding. The throw is a sliding pass incomplete, but there will be a hold here.
It's coming back. There was another takedown.
Hey, Brad, one of the games tonight, 3A Madison Prep taking on top seed at Sterlington. Madison Prep would
so the discussion will ensue.
Favorite over Sterlington, even though Sterlington.
I'm sure we'll take the penalty here.
Sterlington a proud program.
The clock is what matters now.
27-21,
6:29 to play.
Quarter as Madison Prep.
Jesuit up 28-10, holding against Brother Martin is the call.
Studio, Lafayette Christian.
And again, where are they going to mark this off from? It's all about where the flag was thrown. Spot foul, and that flag's way back at the 41. So this is going to be one of those monster penalties. How many times have we talked about this? This is such a lousy rule. It doesn't matter what side you're on. It stinks.
Absolutely. I was just getting ready. It doesn't matter what side you're on. These spot fouls. No. Not right now. Not like this.
I mean, that's an 18-yard
way down here in the end
to
zone.
midfield. It's hard to overcome that.
I know, but
I see quite a few legs
I know you're
doing
not,
that
buddy.
first rail, Brad. I think that.
Okay, we're back. 8:45. We'll have school board update.
To midfield.
So
the penalty, and they need the.
And then also 9:45 as well.
And look, 1st and 28.
So thanks for joining us tonight.
Got any plays?
Also,
Screen pass.
if you need a score, please let us know in the chat room. We will get that score for you.
Something like that. Hey,
If possible.
Blue Jay in their 2 deep look, safety wise.
There's the rail coming out back.
Yamaha is going to throw deep down the field, heavy coverage, incomplete. I'm trying to get it to Leonardo, but blue shirts were waiting for him, and Yamaha took a hit nonetheless from Ufnak as he delivered.
Nice job by the Jesuit safety staying on top of the vertical right there, as they should have. They stacked it real nice. Ball just sailed overhead.
Well, and then for the secondary, I mean, right now they know what's coming. Right? At the end of the day, they got to throw. They got to throw far. They got to throw long. Right? So again, the secondary should be.
2nd and 28 in midfield. 6:22 left to play in the game. Yamaha, just an inside shovel pass, short yardage, well played.
He's done a tremendous job, and the Jays are going to play for a D1 state.
Barnett on the stop,
even
just
if
a
they don't
3-yard
win next
shovel
week,
pass
if they can't
completion
ship the
to
resume that
Nicholas
Brian
Malik.
put together his first year is impressive. It reminds me of
To
Coach
the
Dick
Jesuit
Monica at
47.
Rummel. Coach Monica.
Now it's 3rd down. 25.
Well, they get, it's 4-down territory. They got to try to do something to get
in the dome or in the championship game.
Half of those sets.
40 years ago.
3 receivers right,
they can handle.
off the play fake.
Coming over here to Jesuit.
Heavy rush again, just throws it outside. It's going to be hit and incomplete.
His resume
Almost intercepted. Would have just been like a
here in year 1 for
1-yard pass if that.
It's remarkable. I mean, it's been tremendous. I think coming into this game, we all agree, Brad, that Brother Martin was the favorite here tonight. I thought that Jesuit, especially the first time they played, really struggled to move the football against the Crusaders. Not tonight. Jack Delivery was awesome.
It's 4th and 25.
Offensive and defensive line dominating. As Jack Delivery just took a knee, and he'll take one more, and that'll end it. And you can kind of hear the student section in the background.
You need 25 yards.
Tag Stadium
But they have to go.
that had a lot of crimson on one side and a lot of blue on the other. It's just pretty much all blue left. As the Jesuit Blue Jays are going to win this thing, Brad.
Throw it up.
Great win for Jesuit.
Just throw it up.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Yamaha play fakes. Yamaha in the pocket steps up. Plenty of time. Throws. It's going to be caught, but well short of a first down. And the Blue Jays have held. The catch made at the 27 of Jesuit, but that's a stop for the Blue Jays. And the player on the catch is hurt on the play. He's not getting up.
And what do you want to be?
I think that's West, and he's crawling off the field. So the pass completion is good for 20 yards, but it's 8 yards short of a first down. Jesuit will take over.
I don't know. I'm going to get back to you.
It was a holding penalty.
Whoever it is you want to be, it's yours to make. Instagram.
At MD Anderson Cancer Center, our thoracic subspecialists are raising the standard in lung cancer care. We use advanced genomic testing to develop personalized therapies for each patient's cancer. With leading-edge technology like proton therapy, gamma knife and robotic surgery, and innovative clinical trials, we'll do whatever it takes to help patients face and overcome lung cancer. Learn more at MD Anderson Lung Cancer.
Can't imagine we'll see another pass from Jesuit. First and 10 of the 28. With 5:30 to play.
Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com. Need Saints lower level end zone
Straight up the middle. And positive yardage for LaRiviere. To the 32, he picks up 4. Exactly what they want.
Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com.
At Go Auto, we know car insurance can be expensive. The good news is, it doesn't have to be.
That
Go
puts
Auto helps you
LaRiviere
save
over
more
100
money on
yards. He's
car
at 102
insurance.
yards.
How do we do it?
For
Well,
the game.
that's easy. We have
Rushing,
no commission
second
fees,
straight week.
no
He did it
expensive
against John
add-ons,
Curtis
low down
last
payments.
week.
You can customize your payment plan, and you choose your payment date. We just lowered rates in
As
your
we're
area,
taking its
so call,
time.
click, come
Clock
by, or
under 5
download our
minutes to
free
play.
app to get your quote and start saving today.
Ready, set, go, go. Go Auto.
This is Richard Zuslaw,
Ready to go
CEO
on
of
second and
Acadian Ambulance
6.
Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful
Snap it,
while
run it
driving.
right.
Always
LaRiviere
use
is
your
hit. He's going to be
seatbelt
dropped for a
and
loss to
never
about the
text and
29.
drive. This
Loss
is
of
Richard
3, make it
Zuslaw,
39.
CEO of
The clock
Acadian
will run.
Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners,
Well, that
please
puts him
be
under 100
careful
yards. So
while
much for 100 yards rush.
always use your seatbelt
Puts him at.
and never
said that
text and
last
I hate
drive.
when that happens, man.
Everything is better electrified.
Very next play.
Like the guitar,
Yeah, exactly.
toothbrushes,
Lost
or
9,
cars.
lost 3.
And
He's
Hyundai
at
has the
99
widest
rushes.
range of
So
electrified
it's third
vehicles
down.
on the market, including
And,
the first ever
okay,
Tucson
Ryan,
and
if
Santa
you're
Fe
listening, you
plug-in
got to run so
hybrid
you can
EVs.
start.
You can use electric when you want it or gas
But
when you
I
need
think
it.
you're right.
It's
there,
your
Coach. I
journey.
think
Evolve it
you know,
beyond the
Brother Mark
pump
has
in the
something about
2022
that.
Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EV. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com.
On third down
Call
and
562-314-4603
yards to go.
for
29.
complete details.
Riviere with a
Here we
keeper,
come.
and
It's
he's
tone
going
time.
to
Hey,
fall
this is
forward
All
for a
Pro
yard.
Saints defensive
So that'll
end
get him
Cam
back to
Jordan.
100.
Let me tell you about the pros
The
at
time I
Hood
would be
Auto
called by
Group
Brother
on the
Martin.
North Shore.
They're first
Very
with
few
3:45
dealers have been
play
around
on a
for
punting
9 years.
situation.
And
for
the
the Blue
reason
Jays.
why is they keep playing the auto game with outstanding service, selection,
Punting
and a
situation
no-hassle
coming for
style.
Jesuit.
So see the pros at Hood Auto Group in Hammond, Covington, and Amite, or online at hoodauto.com.
17
Featuring skilled
carries
players like
for
Chevy,
100 yards
Ford,
and a touchdown
GMC,
for LaRiviere.
Buick, Hyundai,
He's
and
also
Nissan.
6 of 11
That's
for
everything
155
automotive under
yards
one hood.
and 3 touchdowns passing with the interception.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave this song surprisingly great lyrics.
I love that baby, my new ride. Say Farmer Field in the stars align. Put my home in auto policies. I switched and saved, now I feel great. We're gonna tell the world I
Okay, we're gonna go over to scoreboard update.
They lead Newman.
So let me put these on mute. So we're gonna go over scoreboard update. So let's begin with our scoreboard update. So I'll share the screen. So let me put that in for you. We'll give you those scoreboard updates in just a second. Okay, let's do that. Okay, scoreboard update. Playoffs week 3. Okay, brother Martin loses 28-10. Warren Easton wins 63-7. West Monroe in the third quarter leading 24-13. Ruston down 24-10. Ponchatoula on top 38-14. Acadiana on top 35-14. Catholic of Baton Rouge on top 22-13. Westgate on top 22-7. No, excuse me, 21-7. Carr on top 26-7. And we'll scroll down. Neville on top 34-0. Edie White on top 17-14. That's in the fourth quarter. ULab on top 31-14. Madison Prep on top 27-21. West Feliciana down 21-7. St. Martinsville on top 32-21. Union Parish on top 38-6. Manning on top 36-12. North Caddo down 32-22 to a Bulls. Amite on top 20-0 against General Trash. Franklin on top 22-13 against Jonesboro Lodge. Newman down 42-7 against Lafayette Christian. St. Charles on top 17-13 against Notre Dame. Basile down 36-14. And Oak Grove on top 20-0. Haynesville on top 15-0. Homer on top 13-0. And Calvary Baptist on top 17-14. And also Southern Lab in the third quarter on top 19-0. So that is your scoreboard update for now. We'll get back to in-game coverage from 106.1 and also WWL and 105.3. We'll switch
play
this
again
back in.
Again, have to use the boundary, catch the ball, get out of bounds if your brother Martin. Jesuits got to think about tackling inbounds, keeping everything in front of them. Nothing gets on top of them. As you can see, they're lining up in their two deep secondary.
That's right, Coach.
Snap it, wants to throw it. Mammoth does outside. That's caught out of bounds. With the catch is the tight end, Simon Provenzano.
22 points.
Up to the 48, gain of about 6.
The thing that's amazing to me,
and that's the
first
key, right?
off,
Again,
I
you
can't
want to be able to
believe
drive on the ball,
that
break on the
St.
ball,
Charles County
in
is those
bounds,
games are still
tackle in
playing.
bounds.
Those
And
two
then,
teams,
again, if you're
a rock and run
if
the
he's
clock.
underneath coverage, guys,
It's
get
14
hands
to
on these
13,
vertical routes.
And
Reroute.
only the third
On
quarter.
second down, Mammoth
Right.
in trouble. He's going down,
struggle.
ripped
Looks
to
like
the
it is.
ground.
Like you said, 14,
91.
13,
That's way
Christian
more points than I
Jackson
thought it was
with
scored.
the sack.
Look, St.
Fourth
Charles-
sack for
Yeah.
Jesuit of Mammoth.
Games. I told you,
91
with their
is
9
great
wins,
night,
7 of their
Jackson.
9 wins
Had
for
a
shutout. Mark
wonderful night,
Benn's
giving
throwing like
pressure
7
from his
touchdowns a game.
defensive
He gets
line
1
position.
on St.
Look,
Charles.
Joe Barnett, Chris Jackson, Hunroot, Matt
defense,
coming in.
and look,
He's got
Notre
a
Dame,
yellow
the Pirates
bang up
always
elbow,
known for
too.
the defense they
And
put
then,
out
of course, we
on
talked
the field
about
each and
Andrew
every
Basham.
week. So
What a
low
phenomenal
score game,
job.
but yeah, that was
that
one that we
front
thought that
four
could
has
be a
done tonight.
3-0.
6-yard loss on the play.
You know?
Clock to 2:33 and counting.
Yeah, and,
Third down.
Let's go ahead and get some updates.
And 19, snap it,
Okay,
rolling
Coach.
left. Throwback screen coming. Caught. Jesuit's going to
you
eat
know,
it
a
up.
little surprised,
They're all
I
over
just
this.
thought
Another
Lafayette
loss
quit,
on the
but
play.
I
What a
didn't think they would
well-prepared,
you know,
well-coached
they're
team
kinda
this
feeding on
is
Newman off,
tonight.
so
This
I thought
Jesuit
I
Blue
should be able
Jays.
to at least put a few more points
Mammoth's
on the
pass
board.
was
Not
complete to
surprised by
Nicholas
Tool.
Malik, but
You
lost
know, they're
yards.
really good.
And it's
They're pulling
fourth down.
away.
And then Brother Martin's coming to the line fast.
You know, and the same thing with
Well, they gotta
Destiny.
get
We
the
know
guys
how
up
good they
there,
are on
too.
defense.
Last chance for Brother Martin here.
Russell's a really, really good football team. And surprise, West Monroe over
Fourth
that.
down.
You know,
And
West Monroe,
22
they
yards to go.
Salvation Army.
Back to passer. Fourth and 12, I should say.
man, they put
Rolling left.
Zachary to bed.
Looking, throwing outside, and that's caught. Nice
Yeah,
throw
now
and catch.
Zachary did just
First
score.
down
I think
at the
it's
Jesuit 46,
24-14,
knocked out of bounds hard.
Western Road
With
was
the
up big in
catch
this
for
one. I
Brother
think it was
Martin
21-0
is
at
Julian
one
Oob.
point. So
Good
Zach
throw.
Nice job of Mammoth had avoiding the rush inside.
got a long way to go. That game's still in the third quarter. But
Took
yeah,
his eyes
Western Road
downfield
looking
and he
good as
delivers
they're
a
on the
straight
road.
first down.
And
They
if
still have some
Destrehan wins and Western Road wins, Western
Western
Road would have to be on the road again next week because they'd have to come down here and
Oob
take
on
on
the catch.
Destrehan. And that would be 3 consecutive weeks for Western Road on
Mammoth
the road.
play fake.
All right, let's go get some
Looking,
updates.
throwing.
James Hall,
Great
Ponce
catch by
Tula,
Leonardo.
and Washington
Off his
James,
feet. Made a
give us the
tackle
update.
miss. He gets to about the 33. Another first down. Boy,
We're
he's
a minute
so
5 left here in the third quarter. The Poncho Green Wave are all over the Washita line, 45-14.
Well, they didn't have to. Got the first down to the
Washita
33.
The Poncho's defense is just absolutely smothering them.
They'll be ready to go.
Washita's had the ball 3 times at the 20-yard line. Inside the Poncho 20-yard line, and they've been turning away.
Mammoth sacked again. This time back at the 38, and the clock will run with a minute 17, minute 16,
He took a kind of
and
a
counting.
nasty slip on the turf on their last drive. So I would imagine he's probably done for the night. So here we are. Minute 5 left to go in the third quarter. It's the Ponchatoula Greenway 45. Watch our line 14.
Well, again, Brother Martin's now down 3 offensive line, so
All-State Sugar Bowl football roundup.
Oh, and that's one of the things that we talked about coming in, right? I mean, if you look at Jesuit came back.
All right, thanks, James. Let's get
almost
another
all
update
guns
from that
firing. The only
Catholic
guy they
St.
didn't
Paul's
have was
game
Braden
from
Helm.
Tyler Thomas.
Another
Tyler, give us the
defensive
update.
They were expecting
Man, we got a back and forth game we've had so far here tonight. Catholic was driving up 9 at one point, and St. Paul's defense able to make a huge stop, get their offense back the ball, and then Grant Bilson and co. able to go all the way down the field on a lengthy drive.
Well, it's just such
I don't know what they wanted to do there.
such an impressive performance, such a well-prepared football team that's executed brilliantly here tonight.
22-19
And I
is where
can't
Catholic still up. Catholic with the ball, but St. Paul
overstate that because the opposition, look,
This is Tyler Thomas.
I don't know anybody around the state that thought Jesuit was going to win this game. I talked to everybody, and believe me,
All right,
anybody that
update,
thought
Desmond
otherwise
28-14
had been talking to
over
people.
Ruston.
And based upon the way Brother Martin
I
has
think
played
Coach Bowden
over
is
the
still
last
with
2
us,
months, you can
Coach,
understand
heard
that.
some of the reports right
Namaha
there,
wants to throw, pass is caught, and
has
stepping
really
out of
just stretched
bounds
it out against
is
Washington.
Provenzano, his
I
second
thought
catch.
Ponchatoula would go up there and win. I
didn't
didn't think they would dominate like this. Washington has some good wins this year. They knocked off Western Road. They knocked off Ash earlier this season.
This is why you play the game.
Man,
you gotta play them all.
really
It doesn't matter.
bragged on Coach
Doesn't matter
Hank
on
and what he
any
did
given
this
night, right? It
year.
all sounds
Kind of
cliche,
going against what
but
he
this is
normally
why we
does.
play the game.
And he put a lot of his really impact players on the defensive side of the football, and it's really paid dividends for him. So he's going to make it to the semifinals.
Heavy
with a
pressure
defense
again.
that's
He'll
just
be
shutting
sacked for
everybody
the 6th time
And
in
that's,
the game.
and
Tremendous
that's
pressure by Jesuit, continuing to just control this line of scrimmage.
But they had a game
At the time, I brought Martin.
where every point was scored on
on that
defensive
was
special
Corona
teams.
right
Offense
there.
didn't
Yeah,
score.
coming in with fresh
So
legs.
Ponchatoula's defense has played well. They've scored on defense. They've
These
scored
guys
on
clearly
special
smell blood.
teams.
They're pinning their ears back and
And
they're going to get it.
Ponchatoula, just like we talked about
And
yesterday,
rightfully so for this
Ponchatoula
front four.
is a
They
complete
definitely earned this
football
time to
team.
have a little bit
And
of
those are the kind of teams that get to the
Now
Super
we're
Bowl.
trying to get Coach Ryan Manali with Matt
I'm
Sims
also
when this game
surprised
is over.
D.B.
All
White.
right, let's
There'll
get
be
an
a lot of
update
traffic
from
around it.
Boomer
We'll see if
Danford
Ryan can
out
get
of
him and
Destrehan.
maybe get him center of the field and face us. And see if we can get in there. And
All right, guys,
certainly
we
do
got a
that.
minute 14 left
We'll
in
also
the
get
game.
start of the
it
game,
is
Jack
Destrehan
Olivier,
24,
if not
Russell
on
10. Destrehan
our
was able to
broadcast
control
tonight,
the ball,
certainly
have
for
a
our
long
story at
drive.
CrescentCitySports.com.
8:55, they were able to score by Patrick.
So what a
Scored on
performance.
1-yard
6
run,
sacks
making it
now for
24-10
Jesuit, but
Destrehan.
enormous pressures. And I'll tell you another thing, too. Brother Martin's play faking every time. That's not. You might as well just take the snap and look to throw, because play fake takes time. And that rush has been fierce.
Russell's running all the time out. So we're right close to a final. Right now, again,
look up
minute
at someone's
14
in your
left in the
face.
fourth
That's what
quarter.
he's seen all night.
That's what
24.
we've seen all night.
Bearcats.
4th down, this is it. And 13 yards to go. Mammoth retreats. Heavy rush. Flushed out right. Looking, still running. He'll run the ball 40, 35, 30, 25, but he didn't get there. He's tackled at the 25. That is short of a first down. And the Jesuit Blue Jays are going to get the ball back and run out the clock here, ladies and gentlemen.
The standard in lung cancer care. We use
What
advanced
a
genomic
performance
testing
by
to develop
Jesuit.
personalized
The
therapies
Jesuit side of the
for
field
each patient's
going
cancer.
crazy.
With leading-edge technology
You might
like
imagine.
proton therapy, gamma knife and robotic surgery, and
Bama had
innovative
ends up a
clinical
yard
trials,
short right there to
we'll
keep
do
the drive
whatever
going.
it takes to help
All
our
they have to
patients
do, the Blue
face
Jays have
and
to do now is
overcome
deal this out,
lung
and
cancer.
they have
Learn
the date
more at
with either St. Paul's or Catholic High next week.
Catholic up 22-13 now.
Not
This is
a
the
jump
from
at
Yeoman Stadium.
Yeoman Stadium.
All the scores coming up.
Win that giveaway.
Catholics up by 9 in the third
Come and
quarter.
play any of your favorite
Jesuit will
slots
take a knee
games
here,
any
folks.
Friday or Saturday in the months of October,
Victory
November, and December.
formation,
You'll
they
be earning a
taste
chance
sweet for
to play the
Jesuit
win that
is.
beanbag toss game.
The
And win up to
quarterback takes a
$10,000 in
knee.
free slot play. And you can win up to $40,000 in cash and free play on the last
Not so
Saturday
much
of
for
each
100
month.
yards
Silver
rushing,
Slipper
but
Casino,
whatever.
we are proud to be hosting.
Take it on that side.
Yeah.
You'll take the loss, Ken.
You think?
At Go Auto, we know car insurance can be expensive.
Beautiful
The good
performance
news is, it doesn't
by
have to be.
Jesuit tonight.
Go Auto helps you save
Again,
more money on car insurance.
I can't tell you that
How
I
do we do it?
expected this
Well,
at
that's
all.
easy. We have
I
no
did not.
commission agents, no expensive
And
add-ons,
it's
low
never
down
easy for
payments.
them, right?
You can
They don't
customize your
make
payment
it
plan,
easy to
and
come out
you
to
choose
7
your payment
points
date.
in the hole.
We just lowered
They
rates
look
in
like
your
they can't
area,
find
so
their
call,
rhythm, and
click,
then
come
boom,
by, or
2
download
plays
our free
later,
app to get your quote and start
they're
saving
back in.
today.
We talked
That's
about
it. This game game is officially over. Jesuit side explodes.
waiting for the pandemic.
Listen to that crowd. Listen to the Blue Jays finger right there.
What a brilliant performance by Jesuit here tonight. Blue Jays win this game in solid, convincing fashion, 28-10 over Brother Martin. What a job by Jesuit. Trailed 7-0, and they absolutely took control of this game from that point on.
Well, I think it was all about the offensive and the defensive line play. I think we talked about it in the pregame. I think I might have mentioned, I think that's what it was going to get down to tonight, how both offensive and defensive lines for both teams were going to play, how physical it was going to be. And Jesuit, I believe, on both sides of the line of scrimmage tonight, on both sides, defensively as well as offensively, and it didn't help the Trust local taxpayers. And Jesuit took
Meet Saints game tickets. Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com. Meet Saints upper level tickets. Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com. Meet Saints lower level end zone tickets. 50-yard line tickets. Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com. Now you can buy Saints tickets anywhere in the stadium. And make it a Saints ticket and VIP tailgate combo. Go to bullseyeeventgroup.com. DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Louisiana. To celebrate, DraftKings Sportsbook is giving customers $100 in free bets when you sign up before they go live. No deposit required. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Odyssey. Sign up right now to get $100 in free bets to use once mobile sports betting hits Louisiana. That's code Odyssey, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-770-7767. They came in this game wasn't so big for them. They didn't beat themselves. They protected the football. Right? They outrushed their
Visa
opponent.
credit card with Jefferson Financial Federal Credit Union gives you purchasing power, convenience, and rewards. Enjoy a competitive fixed rate as low as 7.90% APR with no annual or balance transfer fees. Consolidate high-interest credit card balances with a balance transfer to Jefferson Financial Visa, offering 1.99% APR introductory fee for 6 months. Apply online at jeffersonfinancial.org or call 800-259-2471, extension 627.
Just Jesuit was able to overcome. They were able to grind and overcome.
They were the better football team tonight. I mean, they simply were. And they earned this beyond the shadow of a doubt. There was no questioning who the better team was in this game here tonight. It's a one-shot deal, but guess what? They were better tonight, clearly. And rematch games, strange stuff. Strange stuff, to say the least. I do want to report one bit of sadness tonight. We've had it confirmed now that former LHSA
WWL All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup. Brought to you in part by the Hood Automotive Group and by TarpsAmerica.com. Get in on the game on the Oakland Heart Jewelers Talk and Text line, 504-260-1870. Here's Alan and Brad.
That's a man that put his heart and soul. And
all right, welcome back here to Tad Gormley Stadium. I'm Alan Waddell. It's a final. The Jesuit Blue Jays are moving on to the state championship as they dominate Brother Martin tonight, 28-10. They're going to play the winner of St. Paul's and Catholic go back there. Jack Davis in the fourth quarter right now. Catholic leads it 22-20. Let's take a look at the other scores going on around the state. Warren Easton into final. They lead Belshea 63-7. Western Road leads Zachary 24-13. That game's in the third quarter. Acadiana leads Parkway 35-14. Ponchatoula all over Washita Parish 38-14.
Matt Sims with Ryan Manali.
Carr
Let's go to Matt now.
Harbor,
Matt, you can take it away when you're ready.
Neville leads Cecilia 34-7. Edie White has just taken a 17-14 lead over St. Thomas More. Edie White trying to advance to a championship game.
First time you guys
they'll play University High, U-High all over Vanderbilt Catholic 38-14. Sterlington has just taken a 28-27 lead over Madison Prep. Church Point leads West Feliciana 21-7. St. Martinville leads Lutcher 39-28. Union Parish on top of Abbeville 44-6. Manning on top of Rose Pine 44-12. Hoyle is up big on North Cato 40-28. Amite shutting out General Trask 20-0. Franklin leads Jonesboro Hodge 28-13. Lafayette Christian all over Newman 42-7. St. Charles Catholic leads Notre Dame 17-13 in the fourth quarter. Logansport leads Lazille 44-14. Oak Grove leads West St. John 20-0. Haynesville leads Grand Lake 17-0. Homer leads White Castle 19-0. And Calvary Baptist leads Washita Christian 27-21. And Southern Lab leads St. Brendan 27-0. to nothing. Once again, we were live here at Tad Gormley Stadium. Over 20,000 people were in attendance tonight as the Jesuit Blue Jays knocks off Brother Martin. Brad, I know we're about to have to go to the top of the hour news. We'll try to have Coach Ryan.
Usually it's the run game that opens up the passing game. This time it seemed like the passing game opened up the run game. Talk about the play here to 10:30 on the Super Bowl. His passing accuracy, his ability to make those big passes in the first quarter really opened up your offensive rushing attack. You guys dominated the field from that point forward.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, the thing is we throw the ball, it's almost on the phone. We have been awesome whenever we need. And Brother Martin is so much so when you have those players at every level. Defensive line was a stalemate early on. They may have gotten better of us a little bit early. So we couldn't just run it once. So we have to do what we have to do. We designed some nice things, and hats off to the players having the guys prepared and the players excellent.
Home of the
Last
Saints
question.
and LSU.
First year Jesuit,
WWL New
you're
Orleans,
undefeated, you're headed to the state
WWL-FM and
championship.
HD1 Kenner, New Orleans,
Give us
and
your
Odyssey Station.
How about the Blue Jays? You know, Carroll's
This
the
is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
This week was
I'm
special
Jennifer
week. On
Kuiper in
Wednesday we
Chicago.
fed,
A new strain of
I was
COVID
at
is
Robas with the players, early on at 5 a.m. on Wednesday, feed 576 families. And, the service, just the character of our young men, and they believe in what we do. And I couldn't be happier at Jesuit, Carrollton, and Banks. Ain't nothing like it.
Coach, congratulations. Good luck. We'll see you next week at Yeoman.
Thanks. I can't wait to be there.
Back up to you guys.
All right, great job, Matt. Wow, I mean, that says it all. Look, full disclosure, I've known this guy for a long time, since he was a player back in high school, and covered him then, and then covered him as an assistant coach at Archbishop Rummel, and then as a head coach at De La Salle. This guy's a brilliant coach. He gets it on every level. His schemes are excellent. No one outworks him. He relates well to young men. He's changed the culture to a degree. I think that's very clear. And Terry has been coaching there, and Wade coached there previously. I mean, I get it. Kids today, you need to be able to reach them at their level. I mean, when the lights flash on and off in the locker room, they're having fun. They work hard, but then they enjoy themselves. You give and you take. And I just think with what he's done with his football team in his first year is remarkable. I mean, you take over, and this program hadn't beaten Brother Martin in 8 tries, and they beat him. And this program hasn't been close to threatening any kind of championship since 2014. They're now in the state championship game. So I can't say enough about the job he and his staff have done, Terry.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is no fluke. I mean, at the end of the day, again, I think you and I have talked about this several times over. Just the fact that he came here and he immediately, those kids just gravitated toward him. They bought in almost immediately. You could see it in spring. You could see it, the drive and the motivation in summer. And I'll say this too. He gave credit to his players. Absolutely. Talk about the character. I mean, again, it's kind of the perfect storm of everything, right? With great guys. You got Dennis Doty, number 36, on defense. What a great guy. What a fine young man. Then you got Jack LaRiviere. What a fine young man. I mean, these guys, these Blue Jays, they are the epitome of what it means to be men of faith, men for others. It's not just a tagline. It is what it is. And you think about that, and it's infectious throughout the whole school, right? So like, again, you look at all the things that are happening. He talked about, this time being a Blue Jay, what's going on the corner of Carrollton and Banks. I mean, this summer we won the LHSA state baseball title. We won Legion, and then we came back. We just won cross country state title. We just won the swimming state title, and right now we're getting ready to go play. I mean, guys, it is a great time to be a Blue Jay, and understand that Coach Manali, what he's brought to just this program, this school. Again, it's infectious, it's exciting, and you can see that on the field.
Well, I think that sums it up pretty well. By the way, Bilson to Reyna touchdown. St. Paul scores. They trail Catholic 22-20 with 11:55 left to play in the game. The winner meets Jesuit at Yeoman Stadium next Saturday night. So that outcome is in doubt. We're going to have all the reports coming up following the top of the hour here, as we'll keep it right until 9 o'clock here at Tad Gormley Stadium, where Jesuit has defeated Brother Martin 28-10. Rudy will take a timeout here, and we'll come back and talk with Wade and Terry and Matt when we return, before we turn it back over to you guys at 9 o'clock. So back in just a moment here on 106.1 FM Nash Icon and at CrescentCitySports.com.
Since 1935, the All-State Sugar Bowl has been a proud New Orleans New Year's Day tradition. And for 87 years, the Sugar Bowl has hosted top-ranked teams, All-Americans, and national champions. Now, on New Year's Day, the best of the Big 12 and SEC will square off in the 88th All-State Sugar Bowl. Get your tickets today. Visit allstatesugarbowl.org for ticket information. The Sugar Bowl is presented by Allstate, the Louisiana Office of Tourism, and Taco Bell.
John Curtis Christian School is a coeducational, non-sectarian private school with a college prep curriculum. Boys and girls of all religious faiths are welcome at the school. John Curtis will strengthen the moral and spiritual values in Christ-like fashion. Established in 1962, John Curtis meets and exceeds the national standards, grade level expectations, and state benchmarks. Our lower school runs kindergarten through 7th grade, preparing students for high school. With a storied past and a bright future, John Curtis Christian School. Visit us online at johncurtis.com or call 504-737-4621. Top service, locally owned, outstanding deals, conveniently located, professionals motivated to sell where the customer comes first. That describes the experience at Premier Automotive Group, where you'll find the best prices anywhere on Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Kia. Premier Automotive offers a warranty for life on its vehicles and a money-back guarantee. Visit my friend Troy Duhon at one of his outstanding dealerships, Toyota of New Orleans, Premier Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Premier Honda in New Orleans, Premier Nissan in Metairie, and Premier Kia in Kenner.
Have you looked at your website lately and said, gosh, this needs work? Or maybe you've just been putting off building a website for your business. Well, don't stress. Cumulus Digital is here to help. Our custom designed and comprehensive website packages include everything you need, including links to your social media, Google search, and we even drive customers straight to you. Starting at just $1,500 to build and low monthly hosting and maintenance costs starting at just $85. We'll take care of it all. Go to NOLACumulusCares.com today and get started.
And Trey Hahn along with Wade Kaiser, Terry Erson from Chad Gormley Stadium, where the Jesuit Blue Jays have advanced to the Division I Finals 28-10 over the Brother Martin Crusaders. They'll play the winner of Catholic High and St. Paul's 22-20 Catholic in the fourth quarter over St. Paul's. We'll get an update on that and let you know. But of course, we'll have all the updates with live reports coming up at the top of the hour. And stay tuned for that as the original will take over at 9 o'clock in studio at Les East and Jude Young and Emmanuel Peppes. So stay tuned for that. Let's look at a few of the numbers here in this game. Jesuit, even though they took a knee and such and gave up some yards toward the end, rushed for 201 yards in this game against that Brother Martin defensive front and passed for 155. So balanced offense for Jesuit and, put them in a really good position at 356 yards for the game. Brother Martin, conversely, only rushed for 103 yards, which has got to be their season low with the way they run the football. They passed for 204, but a lot of that came later in the game. So you look at the yardage, it's 307 for Brother Martin overall. And Jesuit had 6 sacks in this football game, which was remarkable. The pressure they had on Mamahat throughout was enormous. And Lambert ran the ball well early, but he only ended up with 85 yards rushing. Part of that was they had to get away from the running game. And because Jesuit controlled time of possession, stole the possession in the first half, that was important too. They did everything you have to do to win a game of this magnitude, Terry.
Absolutely. I mean, and they clearly came in prepared to do just that, right? The biggest thing I think that stands out to me is them getting down early, just kind of looking like they didn't have a rhythm, but staying the course, right? Mm-hmm. So Jack, he steps up, he grounds that ball. He comes back a couple plays later and then just throws a nice ball to Jace, right? Yeah. He finds his rhythm, he gets his confidence, and then they start to really build off of that, right? Even he was running tentatively, early on. And then the offensive line started getting into gear. They knew where the defensive line were going to be. And, it was just nice to see them overcome that adversity and just constantly get better as this game went on.
Yeah, I mean, look, so much to point to, and, nothing can last forever. Brother Martin dominated this series for so long, and sooner or later, and tonight was later, Wade, this was just a really good performance by a really good Jesuit football team.
Well, I mean, very, very well prepared, and Ryan Manali team is always very well prepared. And I think, like Terry said, the offense from Jesuit tonight fed off of the rhythm that the defense from Jesuit got into. Mm-hmm. And the Achilles heel tonight for Coach Bonise and his team was their offensive line. So, they had the offensive tackle out last week. Okay. He didn't play tonight. They lost another offensive lineman tonight. Okay. And I don't think they just hold up to the pressure and the movement, the stunts, the slants, and the things that Jesuit kept applying to them all evening long. So can an offense feed off of a defense? Absolutely. That's why it's, that's part of a 2-platoon system. And I think tonight Jesuit's offense fed off of the success that Jesuit's defense was having up front against Brother Martin.
Well, we want to thank our friends at Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner who brought this to you for Crescent City Sports Prep Football tonight. Lamarck Collision Center repairs all makes and models. They make the repair process easy. And with their state-of-the-art equipment and certified technicians, it will be done right. Also, our thanks to our good and great friends who make this possible every week. Our podcast, which you can check out at CrescentCitySports.com, presented by Southland Plumbing Supply. And this week's guest, you can listen to it. A lot of people have commented on it. It's Hank Tierney of Ponchatoula, approaching 300 wins. He needs to win tonight, though, to have a chance to do that. What a legendary coach. What a great guy and a great friend. And I can still hear him on the opposite sideline of Kaiser. They're holding on every play. Every play they're holding.
Well,
So
I've never known Hank not to yell that they're holding.
Well, not only that, but you've never known him to have a voice after 1 or 2 weeks of the season. Right. How you doing, Coach? Yeah, it's good. So you can get that at CrescentCitySports.com. Better yet, subscribe to the Crescent City Sports Makers podcast through your favorite podcast provider. Next week, Crescent City Sports will have playoff high school football action for you on Friday night. And, of course, we'll have that in the semifinals of the non-select side. And on Saturday night, we surely hope to bring you, in fact, we plan on bringing you the state championship game that Jesuit plays in Division I here on 106.1 FM. You can't stream video in state championship games, but you can do radio, and we will plan on doing that on Saturday, a week from tomorrow at Yeoman Stadium, and what a pleasure that will be. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure tonight. Fun doing this, right?
Absolutely fun. I saw 2 great football teams, and one had to prevail. It's just sad that one can't prevail.
Couldn't be prouder.
What
Coach,
a
we were
great
here
game
earlier
plan
this
by
year for
Jesuit
the
Blue Jays
triple
tonight.
overtime
All
game that
kudos
was
to,
obviously a crazy one.
Coach
And coming
Pally
in
and
tonight,
his fine
I told Brad, I said,
Yeah, and I
I don't
want
know
to
if
give a
Jesuit
big
could
shout
score
out
enough
to
points.
Mark
We really
O'Neese and
struggled to
to
move the ball
Bruce
over
Newski
last
and
night. What
Ryan
was different
Gallagher,
tonight?
just
And I
wonderful
get a couple
people
of big
and great
passes
friends.
early in the game
Brother Martin,
to
their
kind of
class
get this
acts.
thing rolling.
Coach
But I thought
Moniz,
offensively
I
up
feel
front,
bad for
you
him
really
because he's
played
been
well
through
on the
so much.
offensive
I'd
line,
love
and
to
then
see him
defensively,
win one of
you were
these one
all
day
over everything they
because
wanted
he's
to
that
do.
kind of person. He's a
no doubt
class
about
act
it.
to the nth degree.
I will say this.
Well-coached team,
and
good football players.
Sure he will. Oh, you know him. You know him.
And they're very good against the run. Nobody this year, there's not one team that did well offensively against them. So,
what he's got to
we
collect
can
in
get
the
back to the
offseason
drop back throwing
going
game
into
whenever we
spring
really
and,
need to. When you have guys like Jack and the receiver core that works hard, I just think that we had to do some things different. We came out, we ran the ball once or twice, some stalemates. We weren't really going anywhere. So we had some things that we were ready to go to.
Special. So thanks to them, and of course thanks to all of our friends at Jesuit High School who helped make this possible. Starting with Terry and
also
Ryan,
this crowd.
helped us
Look, you
get
played
this
in a
going
couple of
again, and
state
we sure enjoy
championships.
that.
You
I
played some
look
great
forward to
games.
doing it again.
I don't know.
at
Have you
Yeoman
ever
Stadium.
coached in
So
front of these
I want
kids
to thank
play in
Sierra
front of
for a great job on
20,000
camera.
people?
Thanks to Rudy in studio, radio. Thanks to Matt.
They
For
were
producing
live
for
and
CrescentCitySports.com. The original's next. Once again, our final was the Jesuit Blue Jays 28, the Brother Martin Crusaders 10. Again, Trey Hand saying thanks for joining us. Be a good sport. And God bless you one and all. Rounding third and heading home. So long, and stay tuned now for the original.
Thank you for listening to Jesuit Football on Nash Icon 106.1 FM and on the World Wide Web at NashFM1061.com. Blue Jays Football was presented by Jesuit High School, the school that will change your life. Located at 4133 Bank Street in New Orleans for the greater glory of God. Now stay tuned for Ken Trahan's original prep football report here on your station for Jesuit football and local high school sports. Nash Icon 106.1 FM.
Led by, I have an offense, I have a leadership committee. There's 3 seniors on it, 3 seniors, 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, 1 freshman. That's really about a player. So we'll talk on conference all Brian. We'll be tomorrow morning. National leadership group. When we come in, it's good run, that kind of stuff, and we'll be for
going tonight. And we're going to get to folks tomorrow morning. And I'm counting on all the leaders today. Well, Coach, congratulations again. Great season up to this point.
Anytime, anywhere. Smartphone, tune in radio app. We are 1061 Nash Icon, WRKN, Picayune, New Orleans.
I will do. You gotta love it. You gotta love Jeff High School.
Games are nearing an end. The finals are coming on.
So that's
Remember where
it's
you
not
get
over
it
yet.
first
There's
and
left to
foremost.
play.
From King Cunningham's original prep football report on the original network.
All right, Coach Ron Finale, Coach, thanks. Good luck to you next week.
Welcome to Ken Trahan's original
Coach
prep
Ron
football
Finale of the
report.
Jesuit Blue
Last
Jays.
season
They'll
back
be
in the
playing
studio.
next
I'll
week
be
for the
joined
state
momentarily
championship.
by Jude Young.
Boy,
You've
Allen,
been listening to
20,000
the
people.
broadcast of the Jesuit Brother Martin.
The Jesuit people stayed around, but it's
semi-final
empty now.
game
It's empty.
from
Nobody
Tad
left.
Gormley Stadium. The Blue Jays defeating the Crusaders.
Why don't we go through first, though? We'll give some scores.
Jesuit will
from
play
around,
for the Division I state
around the area.
championship next
All right, well,
Saturday
let's go check
night
in
at
first with
Gilman
Boomer
Stadium.
Danforth. Let's get an
on
update
Tulane
with him.
University
He's at Death Rain
campus.
and Ruston. Go
Their
ahead, Boomer.
opponent is yet to be
I
determined.
got Coach
Western
Scott
Grove
in,
holding
beating a
a
good
2-point
team,
lead
24-10.
over
Congratulations, Coach.
St. Paul's early fourth quarter, and we're going to be going around the state in a few moments to
Coach
get
Brad
you up to
Luminate,
date on that game
congratulations.
and all the
you
other
went up
games
to Ruston
as we
last
go
year.
through
Scoop
the
and
select
score, got it done on a
semifinals and
defensive
non-select
touchdown. Ruston comes down
quarterfinals.
to you
Blue
this
Jays
year,
moving on.
and
That will be
you
one
pull
of the
away with
bigger
victory.
games
Just
of the
tell
night.
us
But there have been a lot of
impressed
big
you were with
games,
the
a
way
lot
your
of
team played
competitive
tonight,
games going
and
on
what
around the
was it
state.
tonight that was able to
And
get the
Jude
Wildcats
Young,
that victory?
what's on your mind as we begin
Well, we have a
the
lot of respect
countdown?
for Coach Ball and the job that him and his staff, the job that they do at Ruston.
So scoring and converting on a 2-point conversion after that. It's the Wolves with a 28-22 lead now over Catholic High. 4:54 left. Final quarter, and Les, what a night in Division I. I think we all expected the Catholic Bears and Brother Martin Crusaders
Coach
to collide
Allen
in the
Waddell,
state title
anytime you
game, but
see,
Jesuit
Ruston on
and
that
now St.
bracket
Paul's,
against
totally
your
different
team,
ideas
it's going to be one of
tonight.
those
Could be
games where
two
you got to buck
surprising
your chin
upsets.
strap up. It's going to be a physical football game.
There's not a
But
person in the
defensively,
state who would.
I know they want to
Manuel and
run
I
the
were
football.
talking
Your
about this. There's not a
defense
person in the
really
state
played well
who would have
tonight, holding them to 10
predicted that
points.
at
Talk
the
about how
beginning
well
of
they're
the
playing on
year.
that side of the football.
And then
as
even
you
going
enter the
into
semifinals.
tonight, when both teams were
Sure,
one
we
win
all,
away from the finals,
of
I don't know that
experience
anybody
from
would have had that
last year.
parlay. Now,
So
the
there's
Wolves
a lot of
still have
question
some
marks
work
about
to
our
do,
defense,
and
the
nobody's going to
defensive
breathe
staff
easy against Catholic
and
until
job
the
that those guys
scoreboard
have done
goes
with
to
the kids.
zero. But nonetheless, for
Oh,
them to be in the position
pressure,
they're in, and for Jesuit to not only beat Brother
they
Martin,
don't
but to
believe
beat
that
Brother Martin
they're supposed to give up
decisively,
points. So and we all
it's
know
just
that
been a remarkable night.
it's all about how much
Both
you
of those
believe that
schools,
as a
St.
player.
Paul's and Jesuit,
so,
really good on the
you know,
line
our
of scrimmage, and their
performance,
defenses have been
spoke with us
reliable
tonight.
all year
They came
long.
out
And
and
for the Blue Jays,
really,
able to hit
played
the
well.
big plays, a couple
Well,
of
Coach, I'm
post
sure you're
patterns
scoreboard
that
watching,
broke
but
big for
Western Road,
scores,
they lead
and
Zachary
playing
right now,
from in front,
24-13.
crucial for
we got an
Jesuit.
update on
That
that.
allowed that
Zachary
defensive
scored a
front to
touchdown,
start
hit for 2
dominating
points,
and
Coach.
pinning their ears
That was
back
good.
and
So
forcing
Western
Brother
Road
Martin
now
such a
up
balanced offense with Tory
24-21
Lambert
with
running the
7
football.
minutes to play
They
in the
have to
game.
Okay, so
rely
24-21.
on Garrett
If
Manhattan
Western
to
Road
throw the
wins
ball
that one, you'll be
consistently.
at home.
Jesuit's defense is
If
too good
Zachary
for
wins,
most
you'll have
teams
to
to
go
be
to
able to
Zachary.
hold
So
up
either way,
and do
you're
that.
going to play a
Meanwhile,
good
St.
football
Paul's
team.
finding
You're
offense
one game
tonight. We
away
didn't know
from
if
getting to a state
against a
championship.
team as good
Congratulations tonight.
as Catholic, if they could do so
These guys
during the regular
having a-
season. The Wolves, best team
All
they
right,
played,
Coach Marcus
Ponchatoula
Scott of
shut
the
them
Death Rain
out, but only
Wildcat
17
team
to
will
nothing.
advance
So we
to
knew
the
the
state
defense could give them a
semifinals.
chance, but they're
You know, I
finding
like the
offense
Pins and
tonight
Beatles every
against
time
one of
they
the
play.
more
You know, I
complete
crown
teams in
them
the
in
state,
games.
holding a
So they're
6-point
really
lead late.
good.
It could be a
And they're in the
matchup that we didn't get to
semifinals,
see in the
and,
regular
it's a
season
war
between
right now,
Jesuit and St. Paul's
24-21,
because
and
it
it's a
was
final
canceled
now.
due to Hurricane
It's a
Ida. And
final.
boy, would that be
Catholic
quite a
has just
shocking
defeated
feat
St.
for both
Paul's
of those programs. But we'll
29-28,
see what the
an
Wolves
epic
can
game.
pull off. We've got
So they're
some
going to
other
play the Jesuit Blue Jays next
surprising
Saturday night in
scores
state
tonight,
championship.
including
Let's go to
the
Tyler
in
Thomas
Class
to give you an update on
5A
that
with West Monroe jumping on Zachary early, and the Rebels defense continuing to hold as they keep a 11-point lead in the fourth quarter on the road. Look, West Monroe's a fantastic program, but it would be shocking if they could go in to Zachary against a talented offense and hold them down to 16 points like they have so far. And again, it just goes to show you programs with pedigree that rely on their defenses can go anywhere and win a big football game, even against teams with no offense.
I'm glad you brought up West Monroe and Zachary, because we're going to start going around the state now for updates, and we're going to begin with West Monroe and Zachary and Bubba King. Bubba.
I'm Tyler
Hey, how you doing? 8:15 left in the fourth quarter. Zachary is on there.
All right, thank you, Tyler. Another update on we got a bunch of scores, a bunch of games going around. West Monroe just fumbled. Zachary now has the ball. So
Okay,
Zachary
West Monroe
trailing
24, Zachary
6 minutes to go and they hit the ball.
In the fourth
Hey, let's
quarter.
give it a big
Okay, we'll
shout
check
out to
back
down
with
on
you a
the
little bit
Bayou.
later, Bubba.
Edie
Thanks
White
for the update.
is going to a state
Next
championship
up,
game, Brad.
Ponchatoula
They
is
beat
at
St. Thomas
Washita,
More
and
tonight,
Mike Downhauer has the
31-21. The
update.
Cardinals
Mike?
are going to state, and
Hey,
that's a
last time
big
we talked,
win.
it was the beginning of the second
Listen,
quarter.
St.
Ponchatoula was
Thomas
up
More
3-0.
is not as good as they've
Right
been the
now,
last
it
few
is
years. They still have
52-14.
arguably the best
This is
quarterback in the
Ponchatoula's
state, Walker
score.
Howard, maybe one of the
They're
best
gonna go
quarterbacks in the
forward and win
country.
this game. 6 minutes
They held
left.
them to 21
Ponchatoula
points,
up
and that's a St. Thomas
52-14.
More team that has
Thank you,
given up
Mike.
some points
So
this year, but they've been
just rolls
scoring
on
in
as
bunches.
it has
So for
been
Edie White to
doing
hold
all
that Cougars
season
offense to
long.
21 points
And
in advance,
next up,
that's a big
speaking
time
of
win
teams
for
that have
Edie
been
White.
rolling,
So congratulations to Edie White on that
Easton,
victory.
they're playing
We're
Bell
going
Chase,
to
and
take a
David
quick
Myers
break.
has
We're
an
going to come
update.
back, though. Alan's going to give you a full
we
rundown
have
on
a
the
final
scoreboard.
Warren
We can start
Eastern,
resetting the brackets.
53
We got
Yeah,
nothing coming
before you
in.
give the break, before you go to break, Western
so
Road
many
fumbled on the
great
kickoff
athletes,
with
and they're
exactly
so well
2
coached
interceptions in the
over
first
there.
place. So Western Road has the
But not-
ball back.
not
6:15 left to go in that ball.
Still allowed to play in that game. We'll get you an update on that one and all the other ones you wanted an update. You got an update. Open Hard Talk text line 504-260-1870.
Considering how great
They
Warren
also
Eastern
Super
is.
Bowl Football Roundup here on WWL.
Also, Bell Chase, I got a hint to them, considering they lost their starting quarterback and running back.
At
first team
MD
of the year,
Anderson
they ended up
Cancer
being
Center, our thoracic
quarterfinals.
subspecialists
Great
are
season
raising the
for Steve Myers
standard
over there
in
and
lung
that
cancer
team
care.
for
We use
even
advanced
making it
genomic
this far,
testing
but
to
like
develop
Warren
personalized
Eastern just had
therapies
so many
for
great
each
athletes, and they're
patient's
so well
cancer.
coached.
With
And I mean, I
leading-edge
can't see how
technology
them,
like
and I
proton
think Carter's
therapy,
leading right
gamma
now,
knife and
won't be
robotic
playing in the
surgery,
state
and
championship for a
innovative clinical
rematch, which would be
trials,
one
we'll do
unbelievable game with a
whatever
lot
it
of
takes
top
to help our
prospects, a lot
patients
of top
face
talent.
and overcome
But we got to
lung
find a Warren
cancer.
63
Learn
and
more
Bell Chase
at
7.
MDAndersonLungCancer.com.
And as David mentioned, we could be headed to yet another
BullseyeEventGroup.com. Meet Saints upper level tickets. Go to BullseyeEventGroup.com. Meet Saints lower level end zone tickets or 50-yard line tickets. Go to BullseyeEventGroup.com. Now you can buy Saints tickets anywhere in the stadium and make it a Saints ticket and VIP tailgate combo. Go to BullseyeEventGroup.com.
The NFL is kicked off, and the place to get everything you need to have a winning season is Covers.com. Covers.com has been making sports bettors smarter for over 25 years. Covers.com is up-to-the-minute odds, analysis, expert picks, free contests, and all things NFL this season. Serving over 20 million sports bettors annually, Covers.com is the place where sports bettors can connect with over 500,000 members in the most trusted community in sports betting. Covers.com is for people who love sports and love to win. Winning starts here at Covers.com.
If your air conditioning man says
Okay,
it's
thank
just
you
as
for
good as a
that
train,
update.
do yourself
Next
a
up,
favor.
Cecilia
Ask him to
is
prove
at
it.
Neville,
They
and
say
Mike
it's hard to
Creighton
stop a
has the
train
update.
because nothing else works as
They,
well or lasts as
27
long,
nothing
and it's
Neville
more
at the
affordable than ever.
halftime.
Prove it to yourself
Neville
at
took the open kickoff.
TrainSouth.com.
Quarterback Bassett running 84 yards.
I can't wait to do
on the
that
first
again.
play for
Hey,
touchdown,
it's Cam
making
Jordan here for the
34
Hood
to
Auto Group on the
nothing.
North Shore. The short
Carr
drive to
blocked the
Hammond,
punt
Covington,
later
or
in
me
the
will be
third
well worth
quarter.
it because they stocked the
Got
largest
the ball
pre-owned
at the
inventory of
6-yard
late
line,
models,
finally
lightly
scored.
driven trade-ins,
34 to
demos,
7,
program
now
cars,
41
and
to
auction
7.
units of all makes,
Neville
models,
with
shapes, and sizes.
4 minutes
They specialize
left
in
in the
used
game.
SUVs and trucks.
We will
and
have a
offer
real
easy,
good
low-interest
next week
financing
here
to fit
with
any budget.
Neville
Score
and
big
Warren
time
Eastern.
with the Hood Auto Group. Everything automotive
Okay,
under
thank you
one
for the
hood.
update. Here's an interesting
Gentlemen, are you
matchup.
experiencing
Madison Pratt
fatigue,
is at
anxiety,
Sterlington,
muscle
and Jimmy
loss,
Guthrie
weight
has
gain,
the latest.
low libido, sleeplessness, or erectile dysfunction? You're not alone. 1 out of 3 men experience low testosterone. Low testosterone is common, and it's easily treatable. And Men's Total Health is the answer. Men's Total Health is a modern healthcare clinic specializing in individualized care for men. Men'sTotalHealth.net to learn all the ways we can get you back to feeling like yourself again.
Are you tired of waiting? 34 to 27. Madison Pratt blocked the extra point, so that's where we're at right now. 136 left to go here in the ball game. We're all tied up at 34.
Next up, Rustin is at Destrehan, and Kevin Adams has the update.
COVID-19 has been life-changing. But if you keep waiting to handle your IRS problems, it's going to create other problems that can also be life-changing, like IRS wage levies.
Was a really
taxes.
good game. You
And
guys
waiting
know what
only
Rustin
gives the
do.
IRS
They run the
more
ball.
upper hand.
And
It's time to get help. Stop waiting and take
made a
charge
few
of your
plays
tax
down the
life
stretch,
today.
and
Call
came
Weiss
out
Law
with
Firm
the
today.
W tonight. So
504-875-3422
really, big win here, and like I said, it was a
or
real good
visit
game.
BrisonLawFirm.com to
Just
schedule
walk
your free
over the
initial
Ruston
consultation.
Bearcats.
Our corporate office is located
Butcher is
in
at St.
Lafayette, Louisiana,
Martinville, and Mike
but we
Coppage
offer
has an
virtual
update for us.
consultations
Mike.
to taxpayers across the
Hey,
state
we're
of
at the
Louisiana.
204
We
mark
are
of the
your
third
trusted
quarter.
local
St.
tax
Martinville's
resolution
knocking on the
partner.
door at the Lecture 3-yard line.
A Christmas
Fourth
story
down and
from
goal.
Mark Ford.
the Holy
The
Bible,
Tigers are
First
leading
Thessalonians
Butcher
5:18 says,
39-35.
"And everything
Winfield
give
was the
thanks, for
quarterback,
this is the will
16
of God
carries,
in
209
Christ
yards,
Jesus
5
towards you."
touchdowns.
In these
Stephen
times of
Blanco, St.
uncertainty,
Martinville sophomore
let's remember
tailback,
the real
13
reason
carries, 203 yards,
we embrace and enjoy
touchdown.
our loved
Plenty of
ones
offense
and
and
thank
plenty of
our
time to
Creator,
go
the
with number
source
3,
of
St.
all
Martinville,
of our blessings.
39, Lecture
I'm Ronnie
35
Lamar,
with a 3-8
and this
quarterfinal
holiday
here in
season,
St.
the
Martinville.
Lockwood family wishes you and
Okay,
yours
thank
a
you,
very
Mike.
Merry Christmas.
And,
Feliz Navidad.
WWL All-State
there
Sugar Bowl
that,
Prep Football
going on there,
Roundup,
games
brought to you in
coming down
part
the wire.
by First
Quickly,
American
anything jump
Bank
out
and
at you
Trust
there, Drew?
and by River Parish
So
Disposal.
far, I think it's
Back to
impressive that
Alan
Sterlington's
Waddell
been
and
able
Brad
to
Luminary.
match blows with Madison Prep and that explosive
Welcome back.
offense. They're
We're
playing
still here
maybe
at
the
Tad
game
Gormley,
of the
an
night.
empty Tad
And
Gormley Stadium.
what
There
else
are
can you say about
1, 2, 3, 4,
what we
5
mentioned
people left in the
earlier?
stadium with us. 2 of them are
Destrehan,
cops.
look, they
Just
are
that quickly,
undefeated
went
and
from
almost
20,000
quietly
to
doing
like
so. We didn't know if they
6
were challenged
I
that
want
much
to
in the
thank Fat
regular
Boys Pizza
season,
for
but
feeding the team
back-to-back
this evening.
weeks they
They
play a
got
Woodlawn
locations in
team
Metairie,
that's
Covington,
explosive and was
French
playing
Quarter,
with a lot of
and Baton Rouge.
confidence
You can
and
dine
take
in,
care
you
of
can
business
take out,
there in a
you
highly
can order
competitive game,
online.
and
It's
then
eat
shutting down that
fatboyspizza.com.
strong Ruston running game, holding
Thanks
them
for
to 10
feeding us
points,
tonight. We
and
appreciate
perhaps
it.
getting a
Alan
chance
loves
to host in the semifinals if West Monroe is able to pull
here's
the
an
upset at
interesting
Zach.
development. St.
And we've
Martinville
talked
has been
about
up
this
big
before
all
during the
night.
year, how not
Lutcher
only
has come
Destrehan,
charging
but
back.
Ponchatoula
They
is
lead
another team
42-39 in
that
the fourth quarter.
just
So the Bulldogs
goes about
trying to
its
get to the
business,
semis
wins every
under
week.
Coach
They're a little
Jenkins.
flashier because
Also,
they score
St.
more
Charles,
points.
they
Destrehan's a little more
beat
workmanlike.
17-13.
And both have been
Did they go to the
questioned a
final?
bit because the
But St. Charles
schedules
is up
haven't
before
been
Coach.
tough.
So St. Charles
They're
beat
not the
Notre Dame
toughest
17-13.
districts. But all you can
Big
do
win
is win the
for
games
Coach
that
Wayne
you
Stein.
play.
They're going to be in
They
a
keep
championship
doing
game.
that. They keep
As well,
doing
they're
it
going to play Lafayette Christian.
impressively,
Lafayette Christian.
even if the
They dominated
scores
tonight.
and
They
the
beat
opposition don't jump off the page.
49-7.
It's
So,
eye-opening that
congratulations
they've been
to
able to go to
the way-
Washita and
the way it
dominate
stands
that
now,
game
should
in
be
all
played
phases.
next
Washita's
Saturday.
played some tough opponents in one of the best, if not the
before this
best
game.
districts
You know, I'm
in
trying
the
to follow all
state,
this stuff
and
going back to-
Ponchatoula is showing
St.
their
Martinville
class
now
and
just
that
took
they're
the
ready
lead
to peak at the right
46-42.
time. With
Wow,
a
what a
coach like
great
Hank
game. And
Tierney,
St.
he knew
Martinville
the
now leads
talent
Lutcher
level that he had.
46-42.
He's
Back and
managed
forth.
this year
We
well,
go,
and Ponchatoula seems
over there
fresh
at that
and
game at
ripe
St.
to make the
Martinville
run
tonight.
in a
Homer,
Class 5A
White
bracket
Castle,
where the cream
26-6
appears
at
to
the
be
fourth quarter
rising to
scores
the
on the
top.
rat. They
The
beat
Green
St.
Wave
Frederick's
going to
33-0
take on
U High.
Acadiana and
They
what's
beat
going to be a
Vanderbilt 45-14.
fantastic
Again,
game, and I'm sure it'll
the game
be
we're at
a
here
packed
tonight,
stadium up at Ponchatoula next week.
21-10. What was it?
Okay, we're going to get
28-10.
another
I wanna tell
update
them
now.
28-10.
Logan Sport is
Jesuit,
at the Zeal,
knocks
and
off
Matt
Brother
Martin
Martin,
has
and
the
Catholic beat
update.
St. Paul's 29-28 to the D1 championship game next week.
Matt?
Jesuit and Catholic. And with those
Just
two fan
gone final
bases,
here at Bearcat
Yeoman might
Stadium.
sell out, Brad.
The score,
Yeah,
Logan
I
Sport
wouldn't be
44,
shocked if Yeoman doesn't come close to
Bazille
getting sold
14.
out.
That's
Next week.
Logan
Let's go
Sport
to James
44,
Hall.
Bazille
We went up
14. It
there,
was a real
watched some
hard-fought
football
game, a
for us.
lot of hitting on both
Ponchatoula
sides,
and
clean
Washington
play.
standing by with
Just a
Coach
good
Taylor.
high school football game.
Hey guys, I
Logan
got
Sport
the
moves
Victorious
on
Coach Hank
to the
Tierney here for the
semifinals.
Ponchatoula Green Wave. Victorious 52
Thank you,
to
Don.
21
And next
Carolina.
up, we have another
Coach Tierney,
really
talk about your
good game.
defense.
St.
You get the
Thomas
ball
More
3 times,
and
Mark
E.D.
the ball
White
3
and
times
Don
on the
Rodriguez
20-yard line
has the
tonight,
update
and your
for us.
defense just turns them over too, Matthews. I thought the interception came back. What's kind of the turning point right there, kind of still the tide.
St. Thomas More 21. The worst defensive defense all year. Against Walker Howard all night. They had a 56 for about 55
we can
yards.
run the ball. We're a good football team. We were able to run it tonight, and then play great defense, particularly in the second half.
Defense grounded out.
Coach, obviously this is a big win for your team. You go on the road, you get on those buses. I saw them go through town this morning, and you get a victory over a good Washington team. And now you're in the semifinals, and you're at home. The Green Wave and the Rams of Acadiana. Right, the Wrecking Rams. It seems like they'll play every year, and this one's my first chance.
Early on. Next up, Jonesboro Hodge is at Franklin, and Jacinto Barrett has an update for us.
Jacinta.
But Coach, you're in the semifinals. You know, the people that don't know the history of Punch Tool football, you brought this program to new heights, and I know you got to be excited to have this program with an opportunity one game away to get to a championship game.
I'm really excited. It's a real exciting town. You know, when we left the out, we had a
28-21.
people out there cheering for us.
Thank you for
It's
that
definitely
update,
a big thing for the school, for the community, which is real exciting to get to the Final Four.
Okay, Jude, you want to weigh in on
Coach,
any of those?
congratulations.
Most
Big
recent
win tonight
updates?
over Ouachita. And go get
Just
the record
keeping
Rams
an
next
eye
Friday
on the
night.
scoreboard, the
I appreciate y'all.
update that
Thank
we
you.
heard really stands out.
There
What
you
Ian
go,
White has
Coach
been
Hank
able to
Tierney
do all year
of the
long,
victorious
riding
Ponce
that
to a Green Wave,
defense,
another game going
to
final.
be able to
Tim
slow
Zimmer's
down
updating
St.
us. Church
Thomas
Point
more,
beating
come up
West
with the pick
Louisiana,
six in the fourth
48
quarter, really
to
put the
14.
game on ice and rely on a power running
Boy, we
game.
had some
They've
great
got a
games tonight
formula that
going
they've been
on,
able to
and
win,
back and forth, like the
and now
Catholic
being
St.
able
Paul's
to match
game,
up
Catholic,
in what again, you would think that they would be an underdog looking at it on paper as they come and play in Lafayette next week against U-High. But with the defense like that, how can you count them out? I know that they're playing with the kind of confidence and feel like at this point that they're going to go into that game believing they can win it, even though people from the outside are going to think the Cardinals are playing with house money. Their defense may be as good as any in the state based on their results.
And next up, we have Homer at White Castle, and Chris Daigle has an update.
They showed up tonight, man. They played hard.
How you guys doing tonight? Yeah, Homer was down here in White Castle, up 26-6 with 7 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Tim's also updating us back
from
the studio.
driven the
West
ball
Monroe has now
in town.
so Zachary has
And like I said, currently they're up 26-6, 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the
still
fourth quarter.
trailing West Monroe.
Okay, thank you, Chris. And here's the one we've been waiting on: St. Paul's and Catholic of Baton Rouge, San Francis with the update.
Hey, Ken, this one just ended. It was a heck of a game. Catholic 29, St. Paul's 28. They went down to the wire, guys. They were driving.
Next week, and we have obviously another hour to talk about this.
It was a wonderful semifinal game.
But Warren Easton
Thank you, Sam.
63-7. Neville
What a great game that must have been. St. Paul's taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but cannot hold on against Catholic, which has been the team that has been atop the Division I standing for most of the season, if not all of the season. And just St. Paul's almost had the upset. Comes up 1 point
Westgate's
short.
good on defense.
And so
they're going to have to be. They're going to be Carr, but
and
Westgate is good on defense. If you look at their
Saturday
scores so
night
far in the
at Gilman
playoffs,
Stadium
they
for
six
the
to Kennedy,
Division I
they gave up
championship.
7 to Leesville, and they gave up 7 tonight to Northwood
I'll tell you
Shreveport.
what, Les,
So they've only given up 20
Catholic
total
played the
points in 3
toughest
playoff
schedule in the
games.
state as far as
Again,
quality
they don't
teams,
score a lot of points.
high-level
Playing that good
teams
defense, you don't
since
have to,
week 1.
but they're going to have
But
to be
lately
really
they've
good on
seemed a
defense.
bit
They're gonna
more
be Carr next
vulnerable
week.
here going
game
into the
that's going to
postseason. Of
finals
course, late in the
back and
regular
forth,
season, they
another
fell to
seesaw
Woodlawn by
battle,
7.
a 3-8
And then the
game.
past couple
Madison,
weeks
Breakfast,
being
Sturgeon,
challenged
and
by
two
St.
teams
Aug
that
and St.
could
Paul's in
easily been-
one-score games,
could've been
having
how
to
the
rally
brackets
late
played out, could've
to
been playing
defeat the
basically
Wolves.
for
So you
state
wonder if the wear and tear of the type of
programs.
teams that
Madison,
they've
Breakfast,
played may be
Sturgeon,
taking
last
a
time we
toll.
checked, they were tied
And
up
Catholic will have to
34.
go in and play a
Sterling
Jesuit team
wins
that's
it
as
in
physical as they
overtime.
come, and a
40
team
to
that's
34.
not normally going to beat
Sterling
themselves. So
eliminates
we're set up to
Madison
have
Prep.
quite a
And they
state
will move
title
on
game on
40 to
Saturday,
30.
next Saturday, I should say, at Yeoman
interesting
Stadium
score, Brad,
with a
because
Jesuit
you look at
team
that,
that
the one
didn't
seed won.
flinch when they were considered massive underdogs tonight, and I'm sure won't be intimidated by the matchup with the Bears.
Coach Lou
And
Bowers will come
Jesuit
on
is
every
also a
week and sing
team
their
that
praise.
has
Madison Prep
gotten
was the best team in
probably
3A.
healthiest
And they
it
dominated
has
St.
been in
James
a
last
long
week,
time
33-10.
here in the
Sterling-
postseason.
If you
is playing
remember,
its
it
best
was a few
football.
years ago, they played
That
each
should
other in
be
the state championship
a
game, and it was like a
terrific
total
matchup.
mismatch.
We're going to
These
get
two
another
teams came
update
out,
now. Newman
and
having a
you were
tough
like, there's
time
no
at
way
Topsy Lafayette
Sterling can
Christian,
win this game.
and
they
Jay
beat
Miller
them.
has the
And,
update.
I think it was something similar to that tonight.
Yeah,
Sterling's
it's
in a
been
great
nothing but
program,
night here tonight
and
at
they're
Knight
now in the
Field.
driver's seat
Knight
as they
took
move
the
on
opening
to
drive,
the
84
semifinals. They'll
yards,
be at
put up
home next
7.
week as
Arch
well
Manning and
against
company
Church.
came right back down the field with a
Other scores that are
74-yard
rolling
drive
in
on
right
their
now.
own, tied it up. But since then, the Knights have run off 42 unanswered points.
As quickly
And the
as you
score
talk,
now
it
is
was changing.
5:43.
And the last time
And
Lutcher
it's
was
running
up, St.
clock in the
Martinville
fourth
came
quarter,
back and they
Knights
scored. Lutcher
49,
went back up.
and it's
Now,
going to be the
I think St.
three
Martinville back up on top of that.
Isidore
Yeah,
Newman.
St. Martinville now
Knights
52
are 4 minutes or 5 minutes
52
away from punching their
42.
ticket
Back and
to their
forth they
fifth
go. It
trip
looks like St.
to the
Martinville's
Division
going to outscore
III
Lutcher tonight
state
over there
championship,
in
where they'll take
Class
on, I
3A,
think I
as
heard,
that'd be a
St.
big
Charles
victory for
Catholic.
St. Martinville, 3 seed. They've been scoring.
Okay,
About
thank
Jay
you.
Miller
winning
from
certain
Knight
ways.
Field.
St. Martinville
Thank you.
scored some points. Scored
Yeah,
62
St. Charles
last
Catholic
week.
was
Scored 52 so far
leading
this week. They scored 47
Notre
round
Dame
one.
in a tight
They're
ball
putting up a
game
lot of
earlier.
points.
We'll
They're
try
going
and
to play the
confirm
winner of
final
Abbeville
score
and Union Parish,
there,
and I'll
but
see if we have that
certainly
score
just
here. I
an
think
impressive
Union Parish was up,
season, week
that
in and week
game.
out for
Yeah, that one
Lafayette
finally.
Christian.
Yeah,
Union
Union
Parish
Parish
played
won
in the
45-6.
in
So
the final.
if
Jude?
St. Martinville
They're a
wins,
steamroller. Look,
they'll be
we
at
thought
home
the Knights
against
would
Union Parish.
dominate this bracket,
All right, so
and
look,
we
we're
know
gonna
how
get you a
good
full
Arch
rundown
Manning
on the
is,
scores
and
and
in the future,
reset
some
the
college
brackets
is
a
going to
little
have a
bit,
guy
but
who may
if
be
you
an
gotta
NFL
score,
franchise
hit us up.
quarterback
If you need to
one
score,
day.
hit
But
us
the
up.
problem
It's
in
the
the
Open
matchup
Heart
tonight for
Pocket
the
text line,
Greenies, as well coached as they are, is they were going to be extremely challenged in the trenches on both sides of the ball, and they weren't able to live up to just the dominating depth and quality that LCA has built. It's a program that really, I believe St. Charles Catholic did hold on. We'll get the update on that. And that's a great defense the Comets will bring to the table. But it's really hard over 4 quarters to see anybody being able to hold up with the talent advantage they have in Division III.
28-yard line.
And we're going to go ahead and take a break here, but we'll be back in just a few moments. We'll get some more update from around the state, talk a little bit about some of the matchups that are now being set for next week, and we'll get a complete scoreboard update shortly from Emmanuel Pappas. So stick with us on Ken Trahan's original Prep Football Report.
Between West Monroe.
Exactly. Want more finals? Want to hear from some of the winning coaches? Now's the time on Ken Trahan's original Prep Football Report on the original network.
Welcome back to Ken Trahan's original Prep Football Report. I'm Wes East, and I'm joined by David Young. And you were listening earlier. If you weren't listening, we're going to bring you up to date on the Division I playoffs.
No matter who
Jesuit
wins that
28,
we're going to have some
Mark
great
10,
games next
Catholic
week.
of Baton Rouge comes from behind. I believe it was 29-28. They won by 1 point over St. Paul's. And so it will be Catholic of Baton Rouge, Jesuit of New Orleans next Saturday night at Golden Stadium for the Division I championship. We do have another score update. Carr is leading Carver 33-7 in the fourth quarter. So the Cougars again will advance without much difficulty. And we're going to try and get a few more updates here momentarily. But Jude, do you want to start looking ahead to some of the matchups next week?
Sure, no question about it. I mean, the one in 4A on the opposite side of the bracket from Carr was one we've been anticipating since they came out, Warren Easton, and assuming they will take on Neville here. You think about how physical, and Neville an easy winner tonight, how physical Warren Easton has become. Jerry Phillips really shifting the focus. Eagles always have great athletes, but they've played power football this year. And as the year's gone along, after almost being able to knock off Carr in the regular season, lost in the last 2 minutes of that game, they've dominated games with their physicality, and that's really good for them in trying to match up with Neville, because that's a team that tries to win the same way. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if Warren Easton can go up there and take care of business in a game that a lot of people are going to be interested in keeping an that next week.
And as I said earlier, I don't think there's been a team in the playoffs in any group that has been as dominant as Warren Easton thus far. Virtually every game has been in hand by halftime, if not earlier. Obviously, Neville will be a much different challenge, and yet I wouldn't put it past Warren Easton to win that game again. It will be a number 3 against the number 2, Warren Easton versus Neville. On the other side, Westgate, I think, was winning pretty easily as the number 5 seed. I don't anticipate that Edna Carr will have a whole lot of trouble
year in and year out.
Well, Westgate does have the horses to come up with explosive plays on offense, but it's really hard for them to match scores. Their defense is solid, but not spectacular, and Edna Carr can score in so many different ways. It's an easier matchup on paper than Carr, and they can sit on the other side of the bracket and benefit maybe from the fact that Neville and Easton are going to beat up on each other quite a bit. But let's point out again, for those who don't follow that Easton-Carr rivalry, that a lot of coaches on Easton's staff are Carr graduates or coached under Bryce Brown at Edna Carr, and they've been trying to find a way to get past Carr for several years now. Carr about to move up in 5A, but this is their chance if you're Warren Easton. And by shifting the way they play, they gave Carr fits in the first matchup. They're capable of dominating time of possession, and if they do match up with Carr, they're going to be ready in a rematch scenario where they believe they've got the winning formula now against a Carr team that's been good, and they certainly have the playmakers, but that type of game plan is the one that's best, I think, to try to knock off a Cougar team that's been an absolute dynasty.
Do you have that?
And if we do get
inside
to
the
that
10-yard
point,
line, so Zachary's
I
inside the
can't count
10-yard
how
line.
many times over the last 6 or 7 years
unless they don't have
those two
if you don't
have
feel good
hooked
about
up,
your
Carr
kicker,
and
you
Warren
know,
Easton, in the regular
we'll know here in
season
just a minute, because
and
again,
in the
Tim's
playoffs,
got his
and
eyes on that
virtually
football game.
every
And now the
meeting
lights are completely
has
out.
gone down to the final seconds.
They just flipped
been
all the lights
decided
out
by
on us here,
less
but
than a
you can see
touchdown,
behind us the
and has been
difference in the others.
decided almost always in Carr's favor. And
Because
if
it's
it does
dark
come
out
to
here
that, I
tonight.
think you're
Wow,
right.
I didn't know it got
With the
So
change in
again, we're
approach
keeping our eye on Weston
by
Rowe and Zachary.
Warren
The
Easton
Rebels
and
lead to
Coach Gary
24-21.
Phillips,
Zachary
Carr
inside the 10-yard
being
line.
very, very
With
good,
1 second
maybe
left to
not
go in
being
the game.
their
So
best
one more
team.
play for Zachary.
I think
Do
that
they try to tie it or do they try to win it
mental
as they're at home tonight against the
feeling
Western Rowe Rebels?
that
So let me tell you what we got coming up.
Warren
for you.
Easton
We're gonna
might
be with you
have
at
in
10:30.
that
We're gonna
matchup
come
might
back out
be
of
a
a break
little
in a couple of
stronger and a
seconds.
little
We're
more
gonna give you a
positive
full
than
update
it
on
has
the
been
scoreboard.
for a
Alan's
lot of
gonna
these
run down
other
with
matchups.
every single game
There's something to
that's
be
been put
said
in
for the
tonight.
law of averages,
Followed by
just like
that,
we
we're
saw
gonna
in
reset
Brother
the
Martin
practice for
Jesuit
you.
tonight.
We're
All the
gonna go back
pressure
into
on the
the 10 o'clock
Crusaders
hour
and
at the top of
Jesuit
the news.
on
We're
the
gonna give you,
field had dropped 8
basically a
straight
preview
games
for next
against
week.
them. So at
What's
some
going on
point,
with the state
Jesuit playing with
championships and the
confidence and
semifinals
having the
on the
formula
non-select side.
of a dual
You wanna
threat
jump in the huddle?
quarterback and a stout
6504
defense. If they were able to play out in front, they were more than capable of finally getting over the hump there. So similar scenarios there that we could see if Easton can get that far. But it's not like we want to overlook Neville. They're the 2 seed for a reason. They've played some tough
At MD
opposition. They know
Anderson
how to win
Cancer
in those
Center,
spots. And
thoracic
it really
subspecialists
feels
are
like in
raising
a
the
week
standard
next
in
week
lung
where there are
cancer
going to be
care.
several
We use
really
advanced
titanic
genomic
looking
testing to
matchups on
develop
paper. None would be
personalized
better and
therapies
more
for
tasty
each
than what
patient's
Easton and
cancer.
Neville are
With
shaping up
leading-edge
to be moving
technology
into next
like
Friday.
proton therapy,
And I
gamma
agree
knife
with
and
that.
robotic
And
surgery, and
we're
innovative
still
clinical
waiting on some
trials,
finals here.
we'll do
We're
whatever it takes to
trying to
help
get
our
some
patients
updates
face and
from our
overcome
correspondents. Do
lung
you have one
cancer.
for us?
Yeah, I got
Learn
a
more
good one in
at
overtime. The
mdandersonlungcancer.com.
final, Sterlington 40,
As we approach the
Madison
Thanksgiving
Prep
holidays, Gulf
34.
Coast Bank and Trust
So
Company
that,
wants to
to
express
me, a
their
bit of a
gratitude
surprise.
to
We
the
talked
donors and
about it,
bidders in their
Madison
auctions
Prep.
and August fundraisers.
Last week
This
could
year,
come up
even with
with
the
the
challenge of
win.
beginning the
They
auction
could
in a
go all the
pandemic
way, and
ending a few
Sterlington
days after
proving
Hurricane
that
Ida,
they earned their seed.
$108,000
It's
was
no
raised for
joke in pulling
200
off that victory.
nonprofits.
Still,
Gulf Coast Bank is
I'm
thankful
impressed
for our nonprofits
that
for
they
their
were
work
able
and
to
commitment
go
to
toe to
make our
toe there
community a better
against
place to
Zion
live.
Chris
Happy
and be able to
Thanksgiving
come up
from my
with one more
friends at Gulf
score
Coast Bank,
than the
bank that cares
Chargers.
about
That's
you.
a really
Member
impressive one.
FDIC.
It is,
Lower
and
your
that was one of the
utility bills
better
with an
games of
efficient
the
and
night.
reliable
If
air
you look at
conditioner
the
from Train.
seedings,
Is it
Madison Prep
affordable?
was 8,
You bet.
Sterlington was
Visit
1, but you're right, that
TrainSouth.com
doesn't
to find a
fully
Train dealer
tell
and
the
get a free
story.
estimate on a
Madison
system to
Prep,
fit your
defending
home and
state
your wallet.
champion,
Begin saving
seemed
now
to be
because it's
peaking
hard
as
to
the
stop a
playoffs
train.
went along.
Could you use
Got an early
$200 to
lead
spend
in
on
that
groceries
game,
and health
and
supplies?
Sterlington
If you
came
have
back.
Medicare or
Madison Prep
Medicaid,
came
you may
back,
be eligible for
and
People's
they
Health
went to
Plan that gives
overtime.
you
It was a
$175 per
titanic
month to spend on
battle,
groceries
and
and over-the-counter
Sterlington
items
showed
at
a lot
retail
there. Yeah,
locations.
they're the
That's
number 1 seed,
$2,100
but
a
until
year, and
you
that's just
beat
one of the
the
many
defending
benefits you can
champions,
enjoy
they're
with
the
People's Health.
defending
Call
champions.
today,
And they took a couple of blows early in that
1-855-821-2666. That's
game, and they came back and prevailed. It
1-855-821-2666.
was just
People's
a great
Health,
win
your
for
Medicare
them.
health team.
And it looks like they'll
DraftKings
play
Sportsbook is
Church
coming to
Point
Louisiana.
next
To celebrate,
week in one
DraftKings Sportsbook is giving
semifinal.
customers
And then on the other side
$100
of
in
that
free bets
bracket,
when
one
you
of the
sign
most
up before they go
surprising games
live.
of
No
the night
deposit required.
Union
Download the
Parish
DraftKings Sportsbook app
and what
now
it was
and
doing
use code
against
Odyssey. Sign up right now to
Yeah,
get
their
$100 in free
pedigree
bets to
really
use once
showed.
mobile
They
sports betting
dominated the
hits
football game
Louisiana. That's
45
code
to 6.
Odyssey.
The
Only at
final there,
DraftKings Sportsbook.
and we talked last week with George, or a couple weeks ago with George Faust, moving forward, but what that could be if there would be a matchup where they could handle their business against a team like Union Parish, even playing at home. There's something about the Farmers and what they're capable of in the postseason, and so far Union Parish as a 7 seed has rolled through 3 football games and controlled them. And depending on who winds up pulling out that St. Martinville Luxor matchup, they get to play that game next week, on the road. But with the confidence Union Parish has, that they were able to go and handle the 2 seed with ease this week. Farmers will be a tough out, whoever survives the other
Here we
side of the
come.
bracket.
It's dome time.
Now, you mentioned another matchup briefly, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it in any detail yet. I think this is
Very
one
few dealers have been around for over 9
marquee
years.
matchup.
And the reason why is they keep playing the auto game with outstanding service, selection, and a no-hassle style. So
Number
see the
one,
pros
E.D.
at Hood Auto
White,
Group
which came
in Hammond,
back
Covington,
against
and
St. Thomas More,
online
which
at hoodauto.com.
was playing its best
Featuring
football of
skilled
the
players like
season
Chevy,
after getting
Ford,
healthy
GMC,
late.
Hyundai,
And
and
E.D.
Nissan.
White
That's
won
everything
that,
automotive.
wound up winning by, I believe, 10
Gentlemen,
points.
are
after
you
being
experiencing
down
fatigue,
earlier.
anxiety,
And
muscle
they're going
loss,
to take on
weight
U
gain,
High,
low libido,
which is certainly one of the better
sleeplessness, or
teams
erectile
in the state.
dysfunction?
That should
You're
be
not
a
alone.
really
1 out of 3 men
eye-catching
experience low
matchup.
testosterone. Low
Even
testosterone
the
is
Cardinals
common,
are the number
and
one
it's easily
seed.
treatable.
The University Lab was a heavy
Men's Total
favorite
Health is
coming
the
into
answer.
the playoffs.
Men's Total Health is a modern healthcare clinic
and they've done
specializing
nothing
in
to make you think
individualized
that
care
they
for men.
aren't
Go to
still a decisive favorite matching up with E.D. White.
Okay, one more scoreboard update. One more time, let's give you another scoreboard update on all the games going on in high school football. So let's begin with Jesuit winning 28-10 Warren Easton winning 63-7. West Monroe winning 24-13. That's still in the third quarter. Destrehan down 24-10. West Parish down 38-14. That's in the third quarter. Also, Acadiana on top 35-14. Catholic of Baton Rouge on top 22-13. Westgate on top 21-7. Carr winning 26-7. So it looks like they're going to be going to the state championship. And I think that's going to be 4A this year. So let me refresh it. Our score. So overtime right now is 24-24. Ponchatoula winning 52-50. Carr winning 33-7. Neville winning 41-7. Edie White winning 31-21 over St. Thomas More. ULAB winning 45-14 over Vanderbilt Catholic. Sterlington losing to Madison Prep 34-30. West Feliciana loses 28-14 to Church Point. St. Martinsville went over Luxor 59-42. That's 59-42. Union Parish wins 45-6. Rose Pine loses 50-12. North Caddo loses 46-28 to a Balls. Amite winning 20-2 over General Trash. Franklin winning over Jonesboro High 28-21. Newman ends this season by losing 49-7 to Lafayette Christian. St. Charles winning 17-13 over Notre Dame. Logansport winning over Basile 44-14. Oak Grove winning 34-6. Haynesville winning 17-0. Homer winning 40-6 over White Castle. Watchtower Christian and Calvary are at overtime. Tied up at 34. Southern Lab wins 33-0 over St. Frederick. So that is your high school football scoreboard. We are going to wrap up in just a few minutes. Just about 14 minutes remaining into the broadcast. So we'll head back over to the in-game reports.
The game, and then
30
number
nothing.
6,
Let's look at all the scores
Kyrie
that
Dean
happened tonight
Lewis,
in the
will
semi
pick off,
quarterfinal round of the
returning
playoff.
52 yards.
That's right. So if you select schools, this was the semifinal week. And non-select schools, this was the quarterfinal week. And we had a lot of overtime, down to the wire. St. Paul's and Catholic, 1 point game. We got West Monroe and Zachary right now playing the overtime. The Luxor St. Martinville game, that went back and forth. Madison Prep and Sterlington, that one went to overtime. Another overtime game, you said at the very end, Calvary and Washita Christian. So now when you get down to this part of the playoff semis and quarters, you're really, really close to it. You've got to a point where the matchups are what they should be, and you're really, really close to getting it done.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, tonight,
what happened
the Newman Greenies brand, they kind of run up against their rival, I guess, so to speak, the last few years. Lafayette Christian knocks those guys out, and they win tonight as Newman's season ends. Arch Manning will now go into his senior year next year, trying to win a state championship with Newman. Hasn't got it done the first 3 years, but they run into some powerhouse teams. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, thank you, Jamal. So there it is. The final score is.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. Now that Alan's given you the scoreboard, we're going to reset the brackets for you, and then we'll stay with you here to 10:30 on the All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup.
At MD Anderson Cancer Center, our thoracic subspecialists are raising the standard in lung cancer care. We use advanced genomic testing to develop personalized therapies for each patient's cancer. With leading-edge technology like proton therapy, gamma knife and robotic surgery, and innovative clinical trials, we'll do whatever it takes to help our patients
27 years we've been the prep source you can count on.
It's Ken Trahan's original Louisiana Prep Football Report on 106.1 FM Lakeside New Orleans. WXOK, Heaven 1460 AM Baton Rouge. WSLA 1560 AM and 93.9 FM Slidell. The Sports Rebel 1320 AM Vivian. Cattle Country 105.3 FM Shreveport. Sports Talk 97.7 FM in Mustin Monroe. Island CrescentCitySports.com. Happy Thanksgiving.
Welcome back to Ken Trahan's original prep football report. A couple of quick updates. The final score in that St. Charles.
This is John from the Silver Slipper Casino here to tell you about our $450,000 win that giveaway going on here at the Slipper. Come and play any of your favorite slots or table games any Friday or Saturday in the months of October, November, and December. And you'll be having a chance to play the Win That Beanbag Toss game and win up to $10,000 in free slot play. And you can win up to $40,000 in cash in free play on the last Saturday of each month. Silver Slipper Casino.
And once again, we're at the final here. Bowl advances to their first semifinal. They win 46-28 over North Cattle. Bowl pulls away in the second half. A lot of touchdowns from Josh Williams, also Trayvon Prater. So those two guys, they really helped out a little bit on that end and shut down the Titan attack here. But once again, Bulls win 46-28. Mark Effort with the original.
Thank you, Lamar. Anything you want to weigh in on there, too?
Well, Boyle's carrying the flag for Senlaw. We always talk about how they seem to have a problem in that region of the state. Can they get a team deep into the playoffs? Well, the Boyles working their way into a semifinal. Impressive. And at this point, look, Manny's a powerhouse. There's no doubt about it. They dominated again tonight, 50-12. But Boyles has seen them before and played them to a 4-point game on the road at Manny's. So they've been in this situation before, and they could have a real advantage in a rematch to pull an upset over the defending champions.
But if you really
and now one of the bigger shootouts of the night has been Lutcher at St. Martinville, and Mike Coppage has an update for us. Mike?
Call Star Glass today for your free
Hey, we are in a marathon high-scoring game here at St. Martinville. The number 3 seeded Tigers up 59-42 over number 6 Lutcher. St. Martinville just intercepted Lutcher quarterback Dwayne Whitfield. That's going to put the game on ice for the Tigers. They're going to move on to face number 7 Union Parish right here at St. Martinville next week. The last 2 years, St. Martinville was eliminated by Union up in Palmerville. This time they'll get the Palmerville. We've had 3 200-yard rushers. Stephen Blanco and Kendra Harrison have both rushed for over 200 yards for St. Martinville, and Winfield's rushed for over 200 for Lutcher. So plenty of offense in this game. Still have 3 minutes to go. 59-42. St. Martinville's going to advance.
Just to think, the LCMC Health.
Okay, thank you, Mike. So Lutcher just kind of ran out of bullets in that matchup against a very explosive third-seeded St. Martinville. Terrific matchup next week with Union Parish, and Mike kind of
maybe it's time to take a fresh look at everything we thought we knew about landing a great job. For instance, what if phenomenal careers start at the middle school science fair instead of at the job fair? If being the captain of the robotics team means just as much on a college application as being captain of the football team, and if knowing the quadratic formula is every bit as important as knowing the right
as good as Union Parish
well,
can be,
the fact is, the jobs of the future will be heavily geared towards science, technology, engineering, and math. In other words, the future is STEM. More opportunities, better pay. And the road to these great jobs starts as early as middle school. So if you're a student, talk to your school counselor about STEM. If you're a parent, talk to your kids, because the job you'll get in the future may very well depend on what you do today. A public service message from America's Navy.
West Monroe and Zachary. That's probably the most pressing issue at the moment, along with that overtime game by your side.
Do you imagine heads turning on the sidewalk to hear the
Well, it looks like we've got a final hot off the presses. Cavalry was held to a field goal on the first possession of overtime. And on their home field, OCS scores a touchdown to win it 40-37. So they avenged the state title game loss last year and take full advantage of getting the rematch in the postseason on their home field.
Wow. So quite a dramatic ending there. One of the best games
WWL All-State Sugar Bowl Prep Football Roundup. Brought to you in part by First American Bank and Trust and by River Parish Disposal. Back to Alan Waddell and Brad Luminay.
Against number 2 Southern.
Welcome back.
We
The
have
All-State Sugar Bowl
good timing.
Football
We have a
Roundup.
report on that game
It was
from
an epic
Jonathan
battle. It
Oglesby.
was part
Jonathan?
2 tonight between Brother Martin
Good evening, guys.
and
This was one heck
Jesuit.
of a ball
The
game.
Blue Jays
In
successful this time
regulation,
around as they win it
had a lot of
58
action
to
here.
10
Going in,
in a
Eagles
great
were on defense to begin with.
semifinal
Now
matchup. We had
just drove the
semifinals
ball
on the
down
select
first
side
play,
tonight.
got down to
We got
the 4-yard
quarterfinals
line,
going on
running back.
the other side of the non-select side of the bracket tonight.
Pushed him all the way
We
back
got a
to the
great
12,
show that we've had for you tonight.
down the
We
line
got all
of scrimmage there.
kind of things going
And
on.
third down,
Ted Gormley's going dark on us. We're trying to figure out what's going on with that. We've got
right in front of the end
coming in
zone.
the last
They had
hour.
to
I know you've been trying to get through to give us a breakdown with not only the scores, but also resetting the bracket. So we're going to get down to that.
Yeah, let's take a look right now, Brad, where we're at. So, again, we've been following that Zachary Western Road game all night. That game is now currently in double overtime, so we'll get you a final on that here shortly. Destrehan beat Ruston 24-10.
Have to make a
So if
decision whenever they got
Western Road wins, that game will be at Destrehan next week.
It only
If
took one
Zachary
play,
wins,
quarterback
Destrehan will have to
landed
travel
He threw
to
his own
Zachary.
number, ran
On the bottom half of the bracket, 5A, Ponchatoula, they beat Washita Parish 52-20. Acadiana beat Parkway 42-14. So Acadiana
Okay, thank
will
you for that
travel
update, Jonathan.
next
We're
week
gonna
to
step aside for
Ponchatoula to
another
play
break.
in the
Don't
5A
go anywhere. When
semifinals.
we come back,
In
and then
Class
Pappas is
4A,
going
Carr
to
won
have
tonight.
A school's first
Westgate
scoreboard update.
was leading
comprehensive
Northwood Shreveport
scoreboard
28-21. We'll get you a final on that here
Crescent City
shortly.
Sports.
On the bottom half of the bracket, Warren Easton beat Bell Chase
Time for all of the scores.
63-7. And Neville
Remember where you heard them and saw them first.
41-7. So
Ken
Easton
Trahan's
will
original
play Neville
Louisiana Prep
next
Football Report on
in
106.1 FM Icon, New Orleans.
Charleston beat Madison Prep
That's
tonight.
okay.
Charleston will be at home next week.
1460 AM Baton Rouge. WSLA 1560 AM.
Okay, once again, this concludes tonight's high school football show here on Facebook. Great games tonight, especially in Division I with Jesuit winning their game. They will head to the state championship next Saturday, where they will take on Catholic of Baton Rouge. That'll be in Yeoman Stadium. So we will also have Friday night high school football show next week during the playoffs. So we will have that for you. So we will be on all the way to the state championship. Once the state championship's over, we will cease operations until next year. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. We will be back on tomorrow for LSU and Texas A&M. That game will begin around 7 o'clock. We'll have game coverage throughout the evening for you. So